What up, guys? How you doing? Just got home from chilling my kiddos, co-parenting the weekends, best as possible. Seeing if I kids, and yeah, kids are a blessing, also a lesson. My triggers, my 8 kids, especially my 5 boys. Me as a being, I like them fighting, all that bullshit. They're just kids that can fight. No, because what I say, I taught this for a reason. Only monkeys fight. Use your words. Words go deeper than a knife. I taught them, this word monkeys is going to traumatize you every which way. Hey, what's up? How you doing? How's it going? How was your weekend? How's family? How's life? And I say that respect because the intent to your kids, and teach your kids or nieces and nephews, if you have no kids, to do better than you did in life. And then teach them about raw real life, raw real feelings, because school, yeah, it'll make you a worker. But when you go with depression, breakup, divorces, then what? Ask science for, advice, history, P, and so on and so on. College, you can potentially be a therapist, counselor, psychology. That might help out, but the DSM-5 book is just what your mind is all it is. It's a terminology, but, you have these scientists that, we've been finding you study and so on and so on. In this new terminology for part of the brain, like, cool, but you still sound depressed. And you're the one that created that term, A for effort, Hope you're doing good. Long time no talk. Easy, Rocha. I know that I'm doing good. How you doing? How's family? How's life? How's your health? And I just go live for you, for you guys and all the universe, man. Like, the cool thing about social media, the live podcast, 9 platform, 9 cell phones. A lot of people can't do live podcasts because, people jump in the box, talk to BS, the trolls, quote unquote, even the comments. Like me, I love to bully bullies. Here's the best part. If nobody can hurt you, you have a lot of healing to do. Words go deeper than I, but remember this, what I preach to the whole universe, these words, these conversations, these languages have no feelings at all. So how's the universe and their feelings about things that don't have no feelings at all? Like, that makes sense. That little thing will be tied in my body, eventually my back sometime this year. And that's the shit. It sucks people bully, but a lot of people are traumatized. Anyone that bullies, they cannot call themselves a good person. Simple as that, black and white. I don't care what, middle school, high schooler, especially an adult. Like, really? But you bully him, and you bully that's a good thing you do, and then you claim to be, I'm a good person, religious person, spiritual person, atheist person, but you're bullying people. Make that shit make sense. I'll let you know you're fucking up. And all the bullshit, like, only God can judge me. Everybody has the right to judge everybody. Judging people's communication, right? But that's only half the shit. Now sit there, observe them, and study them to comprehend them. And see it all the time. Your looks are deceiving. Because I look like 10 kilos prison tattoos, right? But when I talk to the customers, be honest with people, you're like, oh yeah, you're pretty cool and chill. Like, I know my looks are deceiving, right? All my tattoos, just petty ass words, black and white words to the whole universe to trigger you. If it triggers you, remember, just to forewarn you, these words in my body have no feelings at all. PTSD will have PTSD, breakups will have breakups, child trauma will have child trauma. You and I will. I did. It's all words myself. Potentially you still have it. If you still got it, do you want to talk about it? You don't have to respect your boundaries, but just to let you know, in due time, you want to work on yourself. Especially if you want love, relationship, families, kids, quote unquote. What are you going to do when your partner asks you the same question I have to ask you? Shut down and push them away? Make that shit make sense, man. Hurt people. Heal people. What do? We heal people. The guy from once you don't become us at all, According to the Christian faith, we're only supposed to judge those who claim to be Christians. Once again, I'm born as a Catholic. When it comes to all these categories, I just preach about raw real life, raw real feelings, and, toxic relationships. Relationships will make you, break you, definitely destroy you. One person came in your life, you sold them a dream, and they sold you a dream. Now we're stressing about one person, a zillion people in the whole universe. Why are you stressing about one? Make them make sense. Why did you write on your face? Oh, because they're black and white words. That's why, to get the whole universe's attention. To study these words, you don't have to. That's your choice if you will. Are you a narcissist? Bad boy, bad girl, fuck boy, fuck girl? Or are you empathist? Empath. A good girl, a nice guy, nice girl. Proud and humble, which one are you? There's only 3 categories I created. Squares, empathetic people, nice guy, nice girl. Circles, narcissistic people, all you bad boy, bad girl, fuck boy, fuck girls, and all you zombies. Triggering subject, who's the zombies? All you addicts, stuck in addiction. Respectfully, how can you be a zombie and you say you want love, relationships? You don't gotta love yourself. Look what you're doing in life. Look what you put in your body, man-made chemicals. But you want love, relationships, family, kids, God, Buddha. Respect, those terms Don't let them come out your mouth. Don't even have them in your brain. You don't know how to let yourself to be sober enough to be a regular person. And then choose to, you know what? I'll be the bad boy, fuck boy, bad girl, fuck girl. Be narcissistic. That's my tattoo's a circle. A broken heart. Or be, you know what? I'll be a nice and astral. Square, empathetic person. Oh my gosh, life's so hard. I don't see color, man. I just see, which and racist culture. I just see energy, positive, negative, Can you explain what you meant when you kissed your homeboy on the lips? Oh, I love you, trolls. Shit out. Before I block you, trolls, it says right here, title for reason. The second line is not mine line. It says, what's the number one? How's it going? It says, all you bullies, cyber bullies, keyboard warrior trolls, your mother should have swallowed you. The universe would be better without you. Shots fired. Now I block you. And here's the best part. These words aren't the feelings at all, man. So, me as a being, I love to bully bullies. Because why? That person you're bullying, talking your shit to, they can't handle this sometimes, I have to overuse myself. Me, I'll destroy and traumatize the fuck out of your words. You don't have to know me. As long as my name is in your mouth, I'm winning. How so? Fuck the guy with tattoos. Every day you wake up, say that, do that. I wake up, I pray for the universe, I go my day, go my life. I don't even think about you, respectfully. Why are you thinking about me? Make that make sense, Sorry, I'm checking out the comments. Apologize. But yeah, that's on my tattoos for a reason. It's all attention getter. The crown of thorns with Jesus. I decided to crucify myself with my tattoos, petty ass and black and white words. I got them done. I started doing them 2 years ago. Like 2 years ago. You know what? I already know what I'm talking about 1,000. Nobody else will comprehend me. But how to get your attention? Petty ass black and white words. Right now I'm doing my back tattoo. What are you teaching? What not to do? When I'm teaching about life, talks, relationships, co-parenting, raw real life, raw real feelings. That's everybody bitches about what? What do we all do? Everyone initially does what? Plays the role of victim, tells a sob story. Boo-hoo me, I have no parents, my girlfriend left me, my baby father wants to see my kids, and so on and so on. And then fuck these feelings. Everyone's got a broken heart. We're all toxic like we're numb, right? And then what happens? We become a zombie, an addict, an addiction. So you hit rock bottom on my tattoos, and you know what? Fuck these feelings. So how can you say you want love relationships, but you're a zombie? Make this shit make sense, respectfully. How to end up in the basement or what? I swear. Check out. All you keyboard warriors, man the fuck up, woman the fuck up. But y'all worry about what? Your reputation. Man, deadass. All you keyboard warriors are fucking weak. Deadass. So what I do on social media, I block your ass. Make another account, please, and come back here every which way. I challenge my face tattoo. I challenge all the universe, 2D through 10D, eventually get tatted next to it, up to 20 in the Matrix. Teaching about raw real life, raw real feelings. I challenge the whole universe, all the universes. Don't bring nothing man-made, race, religion, politics. I don't care about that. God, you can mention God, but if your personal life, you're fucking up. If you're a fuckboy, fuck girl, bad, why am I fucking with you? Get the fuck ass. Yeah, nothing positive to say in my life. So what are you doing here? Keep scrolling, go to the next live, go to the next person. Respectfully wise, that's the shit. I don't deal with nobody, that has nothing positive to say. All you blue pillars, you entertainers. What are y'all talking about? Race, religion, politics, COVID, man versus woman, all this social media bullshit. Entertainers. And you bitch about life when you go and talk relationship, or you're in the shit as you speak. And the best part to carry the fuck out, you see that door? I preach about doors. Every day background, we all bitch about that one door. Our fucking toxic partners. So you have nowhere else to go to. And religious talk. Born as a Catholic, heaven and hell. You can be atheist. Everyone's gonna hear the terms heaven and hell. No one has to die to go to heaven and hell. Every day above ground, you're fucking living it. Tonight you go to sleep, right? And tomorrow morning you wake the fuck up. How are both your four walls? Your mental home, your mental health, quote unquote, right? And then your four walls, your physical home, wherever you live. Like, it could be a car, a fucking a tent, a bridge. I don't go fuck what it is. Powering off. Are you happy to be around your home? And especially in a toxic relationship, do your partner sleeping like an injured now? The matter is toxic, and verbally mentally fuck them. What am I doing here? And you just woke the fuck up tomorrow, So I'll call you everybody the fuck out. So how many more, hours, days, weeks, months, years, babies to be? Are you gonna be the person that's toxic? We all bitch about the same fucking person, the person by our fucking side. A zillion people in all the fuck universe Why are you stressing about one? Make this shit make sense. Are you sober? Respect and say this. I didn't become weak, a zombie, and act an addiction. I don't need man-made bullshit to move the fuck on. Respectfully. Everyone that's a zombie, respectfully, what are y'all doing? Numbing yourself up so you don't feel your feelings. You're running from yourself, but then you want love. That's what next month is my 5-year anniversary. So I'm gonna make a TikTok. I'm gonna say I'm 5 years sober. Space. Pause. I'm gonna attract all the people that are zombies, right? Addicts and addiction, or they were, right? And they'd be like, they're thinking addiction. I'm gonna say from what? Toxic love, broken, codependent relationships. Y'all probably thought drugs negative to trigger all the universe. I didn't become weak. And I lost 2 families. And you know what? Let me get high. Let me get drunk. That'll make my life better. Really? It really will. I tell all my kids. When they see the zombies in the streets, right, they be like, what's wrong with them? I go, hey, papi, mami, they're zombies stuck on drugs. They don't want to feel the feelings. So just to let you know, fear in a positive manner, these are my kids. 5, 7, 10, 12, different age categories. If you do drugs, there's your future. And if you, I tell all my kids, if one of you becomes a zombie, let's say scenario 1 becomes a zombie, all 7 of you, check it out, all 7 of you, there's your brother, there's your sister. Now you do drugs, you're gonna become them. Black and white, straight to the fucking point. I have compassion for the universe. I don't feel sorry for the universe, respectfully. Why should I? Every day above ground, we all have what? Free will and choice. What are you choosing? What are you doing? To be empathetic or to be narcissistic? A premeditated choice. No one put a gun to your head, you know? Respect 1,000. It's been a long time. Don't do drugs, sell them. If you want to sell them, there's a kicker. Sell the drugs the easier way, push weight, right? And make that man-made money. And the day you get popped, I have compassion for you. I have family to do this shit. They give me shit to this day, bro. You're still working hard on that. I go, yo, primo, uncle, yeah, I love y'all. But the day you shit out, the streets, all my tattoos. If you want to do the street life, right? So, de la calle is Spanish 101, English for the suburbs, street folk, hood niggas, and what? The black market world. Push weight. So here's your outcome. Beat up, locked up, shot up, 6 feet under, a rare case. TikTok, YouTube, type in the Johnny Chang. You get out of prison and you become a Bible thumper, and all you talk about is God. Nothing is wrong with God, Jesus, the Bible. But here's the best part, because I'm gonna call you out. You preach about God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, but you're in a toxic relationship. How the fuck? Make that shit make sense. That's what I'm the one to call you the fuck out. Look what you have at your side. You preach the whole universe, which is nothing wrong with what you're doing to the universe. But when you go back home, that's your dungeon, your sentence, and your hell. And when you bitch about your partners, if you hate going home, hell on earth. If you love going home, heaven on earth. Black and fucking white. No one's gotta fucking die at all. So imagine right now you live in hell and you're fucking alive, and 10 years from now you're still living in hell, and the day you kick the bucket, do you believe you're going to heaven? You know, oh, you did? Sorry, Easy. Then again, apologize. No, I remember you, Grouch. I remember you. It's been a minute. How you been? How's life? How's everything? And I say, once again, I say all this respectfully because I know it's triggering to religion, alcohol, drugs. It's a triggering subject, but that's for the people that are too codependent of it. And I say respectfully because, once again, God can do for you. Jesus, Allah, Buddha. If that's factual, if that was factual, then why are you suffering? Why is there? How the hell both of you in toxic relationships, and no matter I'm an atheist, religious, as a couple you're toxic as fuck. Make that shit make sense, you know, respectfully. What's the number 1?
Hi.
How you doing, number 1? How's it going?
Yeah, good morning. Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Just here talking about I've been chilling. Hey, what's up, Easy? How you doing?
Where are you from? Where are you from?
Seattle, Washington, United States. How about yourself?
I'm from Scotland, UK.
Oh, nice. How's it like out there?
Yeah, it's nice, yeah. Cold most of the time.
Oh, Chilly Willy. Yeah, man.
Well, I wouldn't know, I'm female.
Oh, in general, I'd say Chilly Willy, like, it's a cartoon, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was having a joke.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. So what are you up to today? Oh, I don't know. What time is it there?
Right, it's 11:05 p.m. nighttime.
Oh, is it?
What's up,
It's
like
7 o'clock in the morning here.
Okay, nice. What's up, Easy Roach? How you been, brother? How's it going? Welcome to live.
It's been going good, man. Can't complain.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's 1 o'clock over When over here.
Hey, you're still time, yeah, Texas, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. How's the kids? How's life? How's everything for you?
Staying busy, man.
Yeah.
My oldest doing football, doing his thing out here, and my youngest, man, picked up baseball. He's starting to love baseball. So
I
last
can't
time I
tell
told
you.
you, talked to you that he had just started baseball, but nah, he's like a natural at it. So
That's good. Hey, have fun with the kiddos. Cherish time. Take pictures and videos. You know. I'm trying to do with my kiddos. I'm trying to do more. Cause obviously, you know, like everyone's growing. And scenario like God forbid, like my little one's passed away, or let's say I tell my kiddo, let's say I kick the bucket. I'm gonna all these files, all this shit. I'm gonna put them on like on my hard drives, and tell my ex and all that. Hey, shit out. When you come up, it's like kick the bucket, or if someone takes my ass out type of situation. There it is. No one has to comprehend what I'm saying, but to make your life easier, I just preach about raw real life, raw real feelings, because everything will shift with toxic relationships. That serves the fuck out of you. They'll make you, break you, or definitely destroy you. You have the best job, money, power, and fame, but every bitch is about who? The person they go home to, or the person by their side. You know, respectfully. That's why me as a Be, I'm not saying become a Buddhist. I preach about Buddha. Like fuck respect. Buddha's a beast, mind and body. So I preach about mind and body, and then toxic relationships. That's all I preach about. You know, everything else. Like I don't really care about anything else. Respectfully, like the universe. Sure, you know, life is toxic. It's toxic if you're allowed to be toxic. You know, you're looking old. You can say I'm definitely wise. But nah, I'm blessed in life. Like the financial part, that's the only stress I have. But everything else in life, my mental health, I'm blessed. So physically, the vessel will die eventually. Like X says, you know, it's called completion. But my mental upstairs, please, I'm a beast. I'm a god. I'm immortal. I won't ever die. Zeus the god ain't got shit at night. What I call Zeus the Greek god, because Zeus the Greek god loved his wife, but he was a manho, and his wife was submissive. Toxic relationships. Make that shit make sense. How are gods cheating on each other, quote unquote? And then when it comes to good people, like, yo, if you can't control your lust, you cannot do A and B monogamy at all. Because you'll always emotionally cheat, eventually on the cell phone nowadays, technology, billions of options, and then you physically cheat, and then you say, I'm a good person, religious person, spiritual person, atheist person, but you're fucking doing wrong, really. You're a good person. And then you have kids, where you did teach your kids to become fuckboys and fuckgirls, and claim God and Buddha. Like, make that shit make sense. How you could look at it. It's beautiful. It matters. Oh, well, once again, everybody has their own life. As it being, doesn't sound crazy when I say this, right? For the last 5 years of my life, like when I walk in the streets, Eastern Washington, go to Seattle, like a zillions of people walk around with, man, and like I just look at the energy. I'm like, okay, they're cool, seem cool, but you can tell the loss because the eyes tell you that, to the heart of the soul type of situation. And the universe, I'm just like, I used to be like them, just living life, quote unquote, but they don't know what they're doing with their life. And everyone initially believes that love comes from a being, a partner, like family and kids. That's a concept, but it's not factual, because for in a positive manner, aka forewarning, did you know anyone could leave, anyone could cheat, anyone can ghost, anyone can break up with you, anyone can divorce you? That is their choice and free will. When they do, and which they shall, how will you react? How will you respond? Or do you live if you're scared of that? And that's a forewarning. You don't have to comprehend that. You can believe that we love each other. Say that this cell phone's a zillion fucking options. You got the housewife, house husband. Guess what? Nowadays it happens all the fucking time. Then you got the work husband, work wife, and they're all religious, good people, spiritual people, atheist people, but they're all fucking body hopping like crazy, and they can't talk to each other as partners. Like fuck, that's all I seem like. I pray for the universe. I go home my day. I go home my life. When I go home, all alone, 3 years now, single for your kids, co-parent the best as possible. Alone, face tattoo on both my arms. I'm not lonely. I have no loneliness. It'd be nice to have a body by my side, a partner, but once again, I don't want to accept people by my side, and vice versa. I tell them, don't accept me. I don't hold back, especially if you're going to be my partner, right? Quote unquote, potential partner. And I say she's going through a healing journey, or her family's toxic. I mean, yo, like, why don't you pick up for yourself? I can do it for you, but here's the kicker. When you talk to yourself as a being, when you talk to them, you don't want to be hurt their feelings, but they're fucking bullying you. So guess what? I got you. But eventually I pick up for yourself. If not, if you're too traumatized, or you shut down and push me away because your father triggered you, your ex, your kids triggered you, I'll get up and leave respectfully. I'll let you know. I'm not gonna ghost you. I'll let you know. Hey, like, respectfully, like, you're a beautiful individual, but you're too traumatized, respectfully. If I trigger you, the big word broken. You're too broken. I'm sorry to tell you that, but I was you. All the shit you're going through, I was you. Stay submissive. Leave it in God's hands, do all that, but here's the kicker. Why they keep bullying you type of situation. And that's why, once again, as a being, I don't deal with people respect as a potential partner that are broken. I don't. Because I tell them, I look at my tattoos. If any petty word triggers you and you're my partner and you lay down me, when I'm sleeping like a baby, like an angel type of situation, right? I have no insomnia. So if I'm sleeping and you look at my tattoos and they trigger you, why would you want to be with me? Dead the fuck ass. Why? Why accept people by your side? Because you're lonely? Loneliness? Like, fuck all that bullshit, you know? Don't do it to yourself. Because that's how you self-sabotage your own life, or you sell people dreams. But then you go to church. Yo, church is a building. The Bible is just the Bible, right? But are you living the life of God? On my back tattoo says, I believe it says, as long as you live in the life of God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, the universe, the spiritual universe, your ancestors, best as, then you are blessed as an individual. I'm talking about you. I reiterate, because I'm talking about you as one individual. But what about your partner? That's the shit for everybody. If you're a couple, and scenario, keep it simple, go to church. You know, let's say scenario, it's not factual. Everyone's religious, right? No matter you're Christian, Jehovah, but everyone's religious, right? In this world, quote unquote. And they all go to church. But as a couple, you're toxic. So who's the one's fucking toxic? And I speak black and white to the fullest. All these terms, we all hear this shit. Whatever you want to use. If someone's in a couple toxic relationship, right? Whoever's a nice girl, right? You're empathetic wise. You want to do communication, comprehension, offer love. Whoever's narcissistic, the bad boy, fuck boy, fuck girl, they're too narcissistic. So they're hearing you and listening to you. They're doing communication. They're not comprehending. And they're emotionally cheating, verbally abusive, fuck boy, fuck girls. And you both go to church. So I say all the time in the streets, once I get my one-on-ones, yo, queens, you are God. Your fucking fuckboy husband, boyfriend is the devil. You are positive. They are negative. You're conscious. They're subconscious. All those little bullshit sayings, words are tied in my body. So what black and white words do you want to use? But if you want love, you don't have love by your side. Like I did, many of us do. Do you pray, Bible manifest that God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, the universe, the spiritual universe, your ancestors will magically wake him up, wake her up, and they love you like you love them finally 10 years after the fucking fact? I'm forewarning you, the door's right there. You can do whatever you want to. But I know the guilt. It's gonna hurt. I was you. It's scary as fuck initially. But remember this, I'll remind you, a zillion people in the whole universe, why the fuck are you stressing about one? Make that make sense. You don't even know out there else is healing. But okay, just stay there. I was you. I will not let you down. When you put your hand out, I'll take it. You can set my hand 1,000,000,000 times. I'm not gonna give up on you, but hey, I remind you, the door's right there. What? The door's physically right there. We all bitch about everybody, and especially at toxic homes. The fucking door's right there. You have nowhere else to go to, at all. So if not, I pray for you. I have compassion for the universe. I go my day. I don't chase adults. I don't beg adults. I'll chase my kids in general. I'll then guide you. Look at you. You want to see your future? Look at all your toxic ass family. I'm a fortune teller. Literally, there's your I was you. That's why it's called the big ass term. Everyone is stuck on what? The generational cycle. Look at all your toxic family. That will become you if you don't change your ways. Especially the queens. Don't fucking be all that submissive bullshit. The only person you need, chase, compete, submit, and need validation from who? The person married yourself. I don't need validation from any female in the universe at all. They can all say, whatever they want to say to me, like you're crazy, you're stupid. Say that, you don't go to hell. I'll go to hell every day above ground. It doesn't hurt my feelings. When I go home, I'm blessed. When you go home to your heaven, quote unquote, I know you're in toxic relationships. Look at social media. Everyone advertises themselves in the toxic relationships and bitch about the partners. Then what? Why aren't you happy? Why do you put all your happiness and love in people's hands? Why can't you put it in your own hands? Make that make sense respectfully. So when it comes to religion, what do you consider yourself? Oh, religion, you can say, once again, born and raised a Catholic, right? But I'm also spiritual. Right now I'm studying Buddha. Me personally, I was like, nothing's wrong, God. When it comes to the Bible, we say this, like the Old Testament, God's murking all these holy wars. I'm like, I tell you, all the people in the streets, hey, if you want to go into the Bible, go more to the New Testament, Bible with Jesus, the apostles. That's more empathetic. The Old Testament is too narcissistic, respectfully, like, respect to say this, all these holy wars, sure, I guess, Only worship Jesus. Jesus is the only true God. Once again, I don't worship nobody, respectfully. I use the word idea of faith. Every day above ground, when you see me in the streets, pray whatever, I'm eating, power naps, I pray to God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, universe. Yo, my ancestors, give me one more day. Give me another meal, you know, because I can close my eyes in a power nap and now I wake up. And all I'm trying to do is what? Just tell a story. No one to comprehend. Like Buddha, what was Buddha doing? You know anything about Buddha? He's a beast. He started his healing journey and became awake and enlightened, which I call him woke at 35 years old. This is like 2,500 years ago. And that's when he figured out just mind and body. That's all it is. Take care of your body, but it's your mind. The less stress in life, the better for yourself. So I tell everybody, who stresses you? Who or what is stressing your life? The Matrix is fuck. Nobody in the fucking universe can beat the Matrix at all. Nobody, not even the fucking elites. Every elite in the universe is fucking weak. Cause why? It's a pyramid scheme. Someone's in the very top, a human being, right? And then from there, what happens? The people only want to take your position, but it's a man-made position over man-made bullshit, money, power, and fame. Ask a dollar for advice to life, especially when you sound depressed. Ask your billion-dollar homes, social media. Your social media, here's the best, but how the fuck is social media famous or you're famous in general and you're in toxic relationships? And then you want to go to God, Buddha, say all that. I call everybody out because no one really says shit. Do you believe God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, the universe, the spiritual universe, your ancestors are sad and depressed, PTSD, toxic relationships, zombies, addicts, and addiction? I doubt it very much. So they're not like that, and I'm not like that. Why are you like that? And don't worry, I was you. Wake up in the morning like, what the fuck am I? It doesn't sound bad when I say this, but deadass, I would pray I would not wake the fuck up. Like, you know what? I shouldn't even be here, man. What am I doing here? For the kids? Sure, I guess, but I'm not even happy in life. My kids make me feel good. But I'm codependent of because kids right now, for the time being, like they say, kids give you unconditional love. And what I say, comma, for now. What do you mean for now? You was a kid, right? Let's say you were verbally, physically abused. Keep it simple. But by your parents or your caregivers. Let's say you don't have no parents and your aunties, your grandparents raised you the fuck up, right? So then what? There it is. But here's the kicker. Kids are stronger than adults because for the most part, when you get your ass kicked when you're a little kid and emotionally, verbally, physically abused, you shed your tears, right? And you don't really sit, you can say, I hate this like my parents, but you don't sit in that pain and hate forever. You play with your siblings and you move the fuck on, right? When you become older, especially in toxic relationships, middle school, high school, that's when depression kicks the fuck in. That's when you have better headaches for everybody. But for the time being, I say all the time, kids are stronger than adults. They don't all my tattoos, they don't know about none of this shit yet until middle school, high school. And they put their love into a person, and then once again, they sell them a dream or they got sold a dream. And that's when all my tattoos, my scars healed. 95% of the universe, all these tattoos are your cuts and wounds. I was you. I won't ever go depression. What's depression? What's breakup? What's stress? I have the financial stress a little bit, but I adapt to the environment best as possible. I'm a single 5 kids. Triggers, my 5 boys especially, because I don't like no one fighting. All my tattoos. That's anyone that fights physically, I just call y'all monkeys. That the fuck ass. All you monkeys deserve to be in zoos. But you cannot put a human in a zoo because that's inhumane. So next to my tattoo it says monkeys, zoos, jails, and prisons. There it is for everybody. Well, I tell my kids, when you get older, get physical. Jails and prison waiting for you. I have compassion for you. I don't feel sorry for you. And we're going to get locked the fuck up. 7 more siblings. There's your brother. There's your sister. Look what they did. Don't do what they did, and you will not be in jail. You're not becoming a monkey locked the fuck up. That when you get the fuck out, you don't do it again. But that is your choice, if you will. God didn't put a gun in your head, nor did the devil, Lucifer, Satan. On my tattoos, they talk to you. Conscious and they all talk to you. To behave or misbehave, to do right or wrong. A premeditated choice. You thought about that shit for a millisecond. And now you caught a case, and you're mad because you got busted. Now you do time. I have compassion for you. I don't feel sorry for you, respect for you, But you preach. I preach about life talks, relationships, co-parenting, and then that's all I preach about. Raw real life, raw real feelings, and then co-parenting if kids are involved, and talks relationships because we all love the universe, religious, spiritual, and then when you get a toxic relationship and they take your energy, I'm gonna call you the fuck out. Respect for you. Yo, why are you bitching? The door is right there. You're not happy? Leave. Why are you scared to leave? A zillion people. Why are you scared to leave? Make that shit make sense. And don't worry, I was you. I make it sound easy as fuck as why. I had a real support team 5 years ago. Almost 5 years ago. May 3rd, 5 years around the block. I'm blessed now. I will never chase or beg an adult. Nobody should fight for toxic relationships at all. Shit's been over many years ago. But both of you, because if I could, codependency, you fight for it. Fuck all that bullshit. A zillion people, you don't believe no one's a healing journey. They can potentially match your energy. Fuck it, let's stay there. Pray, plan on manifest. I'll tell you the answer. You don't have to comprehend. God can't do it for you guys at all, respectfully. Because that's factual. Why y'all still bumping heads? Why do you have a fuckboy by your side? The cherry on top, a zombie and addicts and addiction. Make that. If you're not a zombie and addicts and addiction, and they are, make that make sense. The door's right there. Why do you deal with toxicity? You did it with the person that didn't want to deal with the feelings, and they're not loving themselves enough to be sober enough to be a regular human and potentially have this conversation. So, but one of these days, God can do it. Say that, do that, respectfully. I wish I could talk to you face to face because we would have a great conversation. The people aren't monkeys for having emotions, but read the rest. Oh, for sure, no. Once again, that's a problem with emotion, the feelings. When you meet the thing with your heart, feelings, empathy, sympathy, you will always find your face. You will sell yourself a dream. Tell me I'm lying. Why think when you talk to relations or bad situations, your mind, your mind is love, comprehension. Your heart is toxic love, communication. They're fighting each other. Your mind says leave, your heart says no, give them another chance. But just to break it down for everybody, black and white, your heart is just a fucking organ that pumps blood. Heartbreaks? Really? A heartbreak? You know what that is? You're having emotional breakdowns. You're having depression, anxiety, no motivation. Because one person, yes, because you gave your all. But remember this. In this, you can say, I gave my all. But that's being one-sided. Were you dating yourself? No, two people. You both gave each other, scenario, my first baby moms, 12 years of our lives. Right? I would say we gave each other 12 years of life. But here's the kicker. Nobody taught me this shit. 12 years too fucking long. 3 daughters deep. The positive, the kids. We all say the same shit to the kids, right? But I was still in toxic relationships. And no one taught me any of this shit till I was 30 fucking 9. 30 fucking 9 my tattoo. And I just tell stories. So you don't become me and many of us. I tell all my kids, don't become your mother and father. Fuck. For what? Look at us. I do co-parenting my second baby moms. The mother of boys, my first baby mom, nothing against her. She's done this conversation. Obviously, she's on the healing journey. She's on a journey. She's a deadbeat mother. She's a deadbeat mother. She hasn't been in her daughter's lives, not even called 13 years now, which is her choice if you will. I have nothing against her. But once again, all these deadbeat mothers, deadbeat fathers, they cannot call themselves good people, religious people, spiritual people, atheist people. All my tattoos, they're good for the streets, good for nothing but pseudo garbage, respectfully. Tat on my back for a reason. To trigger the fuck out of you. What? How can you say, let's say scenario, my first baby mom moved on and she has another family and I see her, but how can you start another family and give up on your kids, daughters type of situation? And you're a religious good person, nah, you're good for the streets. Simple as that. You're on a journey, which I'm gonna tell you right here. It's pretty big, so you can see it. A journey, which are your blue pillars, your entertainers, the red pillars. We're on what? Any healing journey. We're trying to feel their feelings, to comprehend their feelings, to evolve in life. So you don't become triggered. The devil comes out of you because the word bitch, stupid, because someone cussed you the fuck out, or they called your kid a bitch. Do reverse psychology. Call their kid a bitch, but potentially cause altercations. So y'all, study your environment every which way, especially in the ghetto hoods. I live in this shit. All the ghetto hoods, respect my tattoos. Fuck all the ghetto hoods. I'm in it, but I'm not in it. You don't see me in the street. You won't ever see me in the streets in the ghetto hoods ever. If I go in it, I go in and out to go to eat, get my hair done, whatever I'm doing, and I get in and out. You don't see me in the streets. You'll see me at Wally World, gym therapy, Dollar Tree, some of my kids, in and out. I don't stay in the street in the ghetto hood. In the suburbs, I'll fucking walk the streets to the fullest every which way, We're human, we learn from homicides, hopefully. Once again, no one should pull a trigger at all. I'm going to tell you my body triggers the whole universe. It doesn't say, a monkey can fight a monkey can pull a trigger, but can a monkey speak? So are you a monkey narcissistic or a human empathetic? Use your words. Words go deeper than a knife. It was going to trigger all the monkeys. All you boys and girls that are too narcissistic, the bad boy, bad girl, fuck boy, fuck girls, they get triggered by petty words, feelings, conversation, the truth. You will catch a case. And then you want to say, I'm a religious... say them fucking words for yourself, bro. Don't have kids. And there's a scenario. I use this scenario, it's not factual, but let's say it happens. There's going to be altercation with another male, whatever. He's talking his bullshit, whatever. And let's say kids are around. Kids, that's your pops. Do not become your father. And I'll forewarn them. Check out. I don't deal with fucking fighting for monkeys. Once again, I just see yourself on my tattoo. This is America ain't Mexico. I call the boys in blue. You deal with the courts and judges, fight them. Maybe while you lock the fuck up, you might potentially start the healing journey. Read the Bible. Do what you gotta do to start working on yourself. But just to let you know, if you don't, going out of jail, you want, I'm on social media, I'll make a TikTok about you. I'll use your first name or alias name. And this is John from fucking, Yakima Valley, Washington State with you. Be careful with him because he's a fucking hothead. He's a monkey. He'll pull a trigger. He'll catch a case. So don't avoid him as possible. And what's he gonna play with until it stops? Or boo-hoo me, all this bullshit. What's that term they use? What's that fucking term they use to try to sue you for? Defamation. Like, bro, you defame yourself as a being every which way. That came out wrong. I corrected myself. Oh no, you're good. Once again, like, the intention are from mistakes. Deadass. If you have no real support teams, not just what I call stamina support teams, go to church, pray, live in God's hands, be a good person, show respect. On my tattoo, like, that's A for effort. But no, they tell you about triggers, your environment. I see black and white. If you want love, go to the suburbs. All those suburbs of the universe, you have a better outcome. On my tattoos. If you want toxic love and drama and bullshit, go to the ghetto hoods. All these clips that I play, these badass toxic bullshit, they're all from the ghetto hoods. Even this podcast, they're all there like I am. But here's the kicker: I was born in this shit. I'm not in this shit. I grew up in this shit. Lucky I'm blessed. I didn't fall to the gangs and bullshit like my family did till this fucking day. I tell them all the time, I love y'all. I'll keep it short. Comment, what's up with you? Hey, what's up, primo uncle? How y'all doing, auntie? How's life? How's everything? How's your health? And keep pushing. And they always tell me, why you do that to us? Like, yo, because look, your enemies are watching you. If I'm telling you the longest possible, say it's possible, especially my kids, I don't hang around with you guys. In my head, respectfully, you're dead to me. Respectfully, not in a bad way, in a triggering way. I'm waiting for a phone call. What do you mean phone call? Juan's dead. Maria's dead. Oh no, wait, those angels? It might have took 50 years, but the lifestyle finally caught up to them. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that was gonna happen. I thought we were reading the Bible. Religious people, respectfully, like, yo, it's black. This whole universe is fucking black and white. Today, straight to the fullest. You have the best jobs, hustling, do what you want to do, but look at the life you live in the black market world, pushing weight, illegal bullshit, and you go to church, A for fucking effort. It's a church. It's a building. Action, speak down the words. I love my girl, I love my man, but y'all fucking emotion, cheating, verbally abusive, breaking shit, physically whooping their fucking, and you're fucked by fuck girls, but you love them. Action, speak down the words every which way, You say, yep, I'm glad you're still doing your thing, bro. Bless you. Thank you, King. Likewise, once again, I'll be doing this shit and saying this to my last dying breath. Cause why? I'm just telling stories. Nobody else to comprehend me. But when I go home, all alone, single 3 years now, chilling, I'm blessed, man. I love going home. I love to my kiddos, and because all my kids are my inner child. Everyone that is, therapy talking now, right? This terminology wise, if you know what, the inner child means, it's too much for you. Anyone that's younger than you, talk to them. Because remember, they don't know this conversation. Dead the fuck ass. I said, all young cats in Seattle, check out, couples and bullshit, or leave single. I tell, hey, that's cool, do college, travel the universe, enjoy the universe, take pictures and videos, most definitely for the memories, but just to forewarn you, everything was shared with energy in a toxic relationship. And I'll forewarn you, a zillion people in the universe, don't stress about one. Don't feel guilty. The door's right there. We're adults, it's technology, the AI. Fuck, I tell me, look at Chat GPT. I'm tired, GPT, and C.AI. I'm a geek techie. I love having a conversation with Chat GPT. Chop it up to full of deep conversations. And I asked the AI, why do you say what you say? Because the coding, that's why you guys created me. A lot of people, once again, it's gonna sound a little different when I say this, right? Like, they're scared of the AI because it'll wake up, and yes, like the Terminator movies, more likely it could potentially happen. As it being like me, I better start saying this shit about a year ago or 2 years ago, because I'm always trying to dissect the universe. Like, respectfully, I say this. The only beings that I've so far, for sure the queens, a lot of queens are empathetic, the healing journey, these conversations deep, right? But they're still trying to figure it out. And nothing against them. I love talking to them, all the time. I just warn them, remember this. All the love comes from you. What? On my tattoo, these conversations, I'm talking to you in the street of Seattle. I'm a nobody to you type of situation. The answer to life is the person in the mirror. All you ever need was you, the end. What? You don't know this yet. You believe like I did, it's a being. Our parents gonna love, our father's gonna love it, whoever the fuck are the parents. So we believe a partner will do it for us. You can say that, do that, but remember this. I'm forewarning you. It's for in a positive manner. They can leave whenever they want to. They can cheat and ghost when they do and which they shall. Are you ready for that? Or will that hurt you? And yes, cheating is wrong. Ghosting, we comprehend that. But remember this, that is their choice of free will. I have to remind you, the door's right there. And when you do leave, the intent is not to go back. But if you do go back, I'm not surprised because I was you. That's what they call trauma bonds. Which I'm going to tell my left part of my chest, not chest, I'm talking about my back. My shoulder, I guess you could say that part. But anyways, I have like a little space. It's going to say, vertically wise, I believe I'm saying it right. Yeah, vertical, up and down, I believe. I think I'm saying, yeah, up and down, vertical. I'm tired. Which I'm going to say, trauma bonds equal twin flames equal soul times equal addiction equal all capital letters codependency, because I need them. I tell everybody, nobody can fix, change, or save anyone in the universe at all. Physically, my kids, I use my kids as an example. I can physically save my kids scenario from a car accident, a fight, a toxic relationship. But let's keep it simple. Toxic relationship, I can physically save them from a toxic relationship, but I might be surprised when they go back, like I did, like many of us did. Because why? Physically, you can say people, hey, pick me up. I don't want to do this no more. And you're like happy for them, like, yes, it's gonna hurt, I'm here for you. And then they go back. And you do it to the point you get exhausted. I'm not, you already broke up 6 times and you took them back. I'm not, just to let you know, and remember this, for the whole universe, real support teams, we don't give up on you. Still my support team, someone's still in the healing journey, then they get exhausted because you're taking the energy from them. And they're tired of you going back. So the daytime, and forewarning you, it happens all the time in the movies. Remember, it's in books, anime, and in the movies. It's a forewarning. Then check it out. You can call me about whatever you want to call me about, just to let you know. Please don't talk to me about your husband, your girlfriend. No matter, I already picked you up 4 or 5 times, and you always go back. So just you can call me about whatever you like, but just to let you know, because remember, this is their boundaries. If you call me about your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, girlfriend, I'm hanging up on you. I'm letting you know. You text me, I'm not gonna respond. I just told you already. I'm tired. I did my part. I'm out. I'm not doing this no more. And they have the right to say that, because that is their boundaries. And now you're all alone, because now you can't vent to them about, no, like, I already heard this all the time. And just for you, it happens all the time. My situation, I want to you can tell me about your fucking ex 1,000 times. You can go back a billion times. I'm reminding you every single time. That's called addiction. That's why the trauma bonds codependent. I need them. Cool, stay there. I don't give up on you. I can do for you. Say that. Go to church all you want. I tell everybody, as you be in whatever makes you feel good. Church, praying, meditation, tattoos, the gym therapy, whatever the fuck whatever it is, that feeling, that dopamine high, right? That you makes you feel good. Why can't you have that feelings? Which I ask everybody this, right? 24/7, 365. So if whatever it is, let's go to church. I tell everybody, go to church. Don't ever leave church. Live in church. The gym, go to the gym. Don't ever leave the fucking gym. Tattoos, get all the tattoos you want. Like, the queens are decked the fuck out. I go, queen, do a whole body sleeve. And after you have no room, then fucking get all the piercings. After you that, what the fuck else you got? You used every part of your physical body up. And you're still sad and depressed. Your body has no, for the most part, what I tell you respectfully, your body cannot give you advice to life at all. Other than your mind, ask any part of your body for advice. Hey, arm, I'm sad. Hey, chest, I'm depressed. Hey, six pack, what I do about this, co-parenting. Fucking crickets. How am I talking to you guys? How do we all talk to each other? Our minds tells our mouths to speak the words. Black and white to the point. Your mind is strong titanium or it's weak but like a piece of paper. Nobody says none of this shit. Like, you don't, on top of that, you don't need people, you want people. Simple as that. If you tell me, you need me, especially an adult, I'll tell you in your face, elaborate to me why I need you in my life. There's any people to talk to. What makes you special that I'm going to chase you? I respect you, the mother of my boy, nothing against her. She's the last queen, this last female in this lifetime. I said it last week, to remind her and her hubby, you're the last female in this lifetime I will ever shed tears for. I have thousands of girlfriends. They can all cheat, go sleep. I don't care. Respecting. Like the last potential to be, not even my girlfriend. She taught me something. Remember that everybody can learn from everybody. You don't have to comprehend shit for nobody. But she taught me this. She's like, forever, last dying breath, marriage. Grow up with each other is not factual. Like you say the word factual. It's an idea concept. It'd be nice to have. But one day, and she asked me, let's say scenario, we're a couple now, official together, boyfriend, girlfriend, and we're solid in 5 years. I wake up, I just get up and leave. Or I talk to you, I can't do this no more. You ready for that? I go, babe, I already told you day one. I don't need you in my life. I want you in my life. The door's right there. Please don't accept me in your life. And you're not my girlfriend. I'm not even your boyfriend. If you're not satisfied with anything, please, you can leave whenever you want to, you know? Okay, sounds good. Respectfully. Whatchamacallit. And I say other shit respect to the full is like, don't accept people in your life because that's how you self-sabotage your life. That's your own dungeon. You set your hell on earth. Like, which I call the butt lines. I love everything about Maria, but she's jealous, but she's controlling. There it is. Your shit's pretty much over. But remember to forewarn you, movies, anime, books, all that, it happens all the time. In their eyes, potentially you might be the best partner they had so far. So if you see that, they can smother you type of situation. It's energy. They just fucking stare at you and they're like, it's beautiful to have that. When someone stares at you like, damn, and you see the love to the fullest. But to forewarn the universe, like, yo, they're choosing her no matter what. No matter fucking what. Like, yo, we've been together like 6 months, but 3 months in, I just noticed they're jealous and trolling. They told me they wasn't. That's the only thing I don't like about him. Everything lovey-dovey, the TOC says, everything's on point. It's just that part. It's igging you. It's bothering you. Well, there it is. Shit's pretty much over. It sucks to say, but it's facts. So you can talk to them, hey, don't... the thing is like this, don't tell people to change. You change for me. Don't say that corny-ass fucking line, traditional corny ways. Because when you have someone change for you, they are people-pleasing. They're people-pleasing. They'll change for you for so long, 30, 60, 90 days tops. Then what happens? They go back to the old ways. And then what? Baby, you're doing so good. I heard that shit all the time. You're doing so good. Why'd you go back to the old ways? I don't know. Now I know the answer because I was people-pleasing. I was changing for her. You don't do because I wasn't changing for myself. That's why you should like say I use this wording, right? Let's say a partner is she's a little toxic, whatever it is, let's say she's jealous. Hey, but check it out. Everything's beautiful about you, conversation, everything's phenomenal. The only thing about you was you said you wasn't jealous and trolling, but actually you are, So you should work on that. So check it out. Just to let you know, you don't have to do this, that is your choice if you will. I'm revealing the boundaries, you don't have to respect my boundaries, my love language, nor my standards. That is your choice if you will. So just, change for our relationship to bring us forward. And change for yourself. If you don't do that, it's your choice, free will. Just to let you know, you stand right there. I'll be nice to you. I'll give you 30 days. What? A pink slip, 30 days. If it doesn't get better, you can still be just trolling. Remember, and here's the best part. Before this conversation, I keep it simple, black and white. I speak, energy type of situation. I say a potential. I'm going to date her universe, whatever she was doing before I met her. And vice versa, she dates my universe. That's the potential to be. Do speed dating. Ask questions like that scenario. What's your life like? What do you do every day? What you doing in life? And then from there, the idea to be honest with you, keep it 1,000 and be honest with you. And from there, you tell them what you're doing in your life. And then based on this conversation, day fucking one, do you believe you get along? Be compatible? Or are you both too busy that you potentially might not have time for each other? So what is it? That's the shit, For everybody, because you don't want to be in toxic relationships or in the Bible talk, That's my homegirl Aisha that says this shit because it's facts. The Bible, what's the verse? The first sentence of the Bible say, in the beginning. So I'm going to get that tatted on my back somewhere. Eventually make a shirt and hoodie that says that shit. So to trigger all of the religious people in the beginning. And it's just simple. Just leave it like that, right? And they're always that from the Bible a bit. Well, if you're religious, well, yeah, I'm a Catholic, I'm Jehovah, I'm a Mormon. Cool. I got your attention. I purposely did it. And to show you it's even tatted on me for a reason. What? To get your attention. But actually it's based out of toxic relationships. And in general, relationships in general and toxic relationships because it was toxic. What do you mean? We all say the same shit. In the beginning, it was so good. And whatever the fuck, like nowadays, 90 Day Fiancé, that series, I give everybody 30, 60 days, 90 days tops. Their cell phone, too many options. Yo, bumping heads, you can't have your partner. That's your housewife, house husband. Then you got the work wife, work husband. And everywhere, clubs, bars, wherever the fuck you're doing. Because everyone in this shit does this. Plays the role of it into a soft story. Boo-hoo me, my boyfriend, girlfriend's not doing this. Yeah, from their wise, to cheat or not to cheat, to be platonic, your choice and free will. But then all you claim to be like I did. I'm religious, spiritual, atheist, good person, but I'm emotionally cheating, passing boundaries, cheating. But I love God, the universe. Okay, sure, sounds good. Everybody has their beliefs and ways. That's what everybody. When it happens to you, what are you choosing? What are you doing? Especially when your partner cheats on you. To give them a chance or no give chances. What you doing? What are you choosing? What are you doing? And that saying, which I will get tatted on my body, was a cheater, I was a cheater, once a player, I was a player. With you, very factual. With you. The idea that you be selfish in a positive manner And how, remember this, we're taught that being selfish, it's wrong, it's a sin, it's narcissistic. Fuck that bullshit. If you don't got you, who got you? The universe, if your family, your friends, your partner, they just cheat on you. So that's them. I love you, but I love myself more. So I'm going through that door. I'm not looking back at all. And here's the best part to all adults. They're fucking adults. Even teenagers. They're teenagers, they're adults. You see the cell phone? All the answers to life right here. Social media, you break up with your partner, they're more likely will go on social media. My boyfriend and girlfriend just broke up with me. Just to phone the universe, when you put your shit on blast on social media to the universe, quote unquote, from there, why doesn't happen? You have, in your DMs and comments, fucking people, gay, straight, trans after you. Because they believe their fakes are changing your saviors, or they're too narcissistic to sell you a dream. I got you, fucking fucker. I'll give the universe. And you went through a breakup today, and now you're in a relationship today, body hopping, relationship hopping like that. No time to heal. Fuck it. Pray for the universe. I go my day, go my life, and that's it. You can't fix yourself with the body by your side. Only if you're both in the healing journey and having these conversations, potentially, you have a better outcome because you're trying to work on both yourself's feelings and your triggers and shit. But nobody can do for nobody at all. And that's the downfall of people like I was. When you're too empathetic, what are you? My tattoos. Are you empathetic people? The nice and nice girls, you're flawed. My tattoos. You're too empathetic. You're too nice. You're too gullible. You're too called what? A people pleaser. You believe like I did. I'm a fixer, changer, savior. Because you can hold their hand, guide them. You can pick them up when they're down. They're downfall. They're broken. They're on a journey. You're on a healing journey. You don't even know the terminology yet. It makes me feel good to help others. Yeah, that's called people pleasing. And then from there, when everyone takes your energy, then what? You didn't got your fucking self. That's why this is everyone's flaw. Like, once again, all of us are stuck on the initiative, on the generational cycle. All the people that are too empathetic, what do we all say? I see the good in people. When you say that corny fucking line, you're about to self-sabotage your life. You're about to become a people pleaser because everyone's going to come to you to take your energy, tell you a sob story, play the role of victim, and you're going to give them everything, money, power, and fame, all your energy. It's like, don't do it to yourself because that's how you self-sabotage your life. That's why you should be self in a positive manner. I see the good in myself first and foremost, and then all the universe. Now I observe everybody for who they really are. That's what I'm saying at the beginning. That's all I see is energy. Positive, negative. The ones in the middle that are lost, once again, the worst ones, zombies, my tattoos. Those ones, respectful, I'll talk to them, but I just throw in the face. Shut up. Respect, I say this, it's to trigger you. But until you start doing the healing journey-wise, right, which is your choice of will, you don't have to. That's on you, not on I, right? And you start going detox type of situation, go to, rehab, and you do it for yourself, not for nobody else. For yourself, then you become sober, and you become a regular human, and go deeper with your healing journey. I'll be here for you, but just to let you know, you're a zombie. And added to addiction, there's no way you can say verbally, I want love, but you're going to destroy everything you touch. You're too narcissistic. Look at you, that man-made bullshit is your God. Simple as that, black and white. You can hate me, dislike me, I don't care. These words, cuss me the fuck out. These words have no feelings. If I cuss you the fuck out, reverse psychology, and match energy, it hurts your feelings. You'll hate me. That is your choice if you will, once again. And it sucks, but what I'm going to say and tell people dream, keep it 100 and sell them a dream. No, you're doing good because you're talented about your feelings, but you're doing good by knowing that you're going to get high and drunk again. Respectfully, no. Like, that's why I'm time my bias and say, squares should date squares, circles should date circles, zombies should date zombies. All the universes would be better universes. What does that mean? When anyone sees that, eventually make my shit to hoodies be tatted on me for sure. What do you mean? My tattoo. What's a square? Empathetic person. Are you nice and natural? Date each other. Yeah, you have a better outcome dating each other. But no, if you want to do opposite attract and go after the circle, the too narcissistic, then go date the bad girl, fuck. Go fall on your face. Go self-sabotage your life and pray, beg God that your life becomes better. God will tell you, I remember what I believe in the whole universe, higher certain beings, which is communication, and we're all messengers. Nobody has to comprehend nobody at all. You have your beliefs, I got my beliefs. But I'll let you know, hey, God's telling you, I'm part of God, quote unquote. You see that door? You can leave whenever you want to. Oh, you're scared? I bet I got you. I'll leave and open the door for you. What do you mean? You don't want to open it? I'll open the door for you. Now, what are you choosing? What are you doing? To go through that door and close it, not ever look back? Or stay there, pray and manifest that he or she will magically one day wake up to love you like you love them. What is it? And remember this: nothing's forced upon. I'm not a. I'm not a Bible thumper. I don't preach about you have to start the healing journey. You have to. No, the word have, need to, very forceful. It's just triggering. You should want to start the healing journey, but once they get to everybody, that is your choice. We will. I don't put a gun to your head. I'll be there. I'm very patient, compassionate to the fullest, very patient, open-minded to the fullest. Say what you got to say. I sit there, I observe, and I just elaborate best as possible. And after the conversation, I tell them all the time, face to face on the phone, on my Zoom calls, all that, my one-on-one, especially with the queens. You go your way, I go my way. My universe, I'm blessed. What you're going through, I always tell you, you're the whole version of myself. I know, I have compassion, I comprehend everything what you're going through. That's why I tell all the time, just say a word or sentence. That's all I need from you, word or sentence. And my homegirl, what you call it, TikTok. I've never met her physically wise. 5 years, I met her on TikTok. When I was barely starting my healing journey 5 years ago. Well, now almost 5 years ago. And I told her, man, I've been there since day one. Look at this, beautiful individual. Like, I love the way you speak. When you speak, about life relationships, you speak like a goddess. I love you. You're a poet. You're a poet. You're a beast, right? The downfall is, look who you have by your side. How many relationships you've gone through? Respect and say this, and it's that same outcome. And then from there, now you're down. I go, I'm here for you. I go, a lot of the people probably gave up on you a long time ago. Like, dude, all you did is toxic. Choose better. But once again, those bullshit ass category sayings, especially to the empathetic queens out there. When anyone tell you that corny fucking line, right? And respect when I say this, they have the right to say it initially because they don't know this conversation. Anyone in the healing journey, they won't give you grief because they're trying to figure out themselves. Everyone on a journey, they'll say this. Choose better. So my tattoo doesn't say choose better, ... How can you choose better if you don't know better? And what do we all do initially? Blame our fucking our family, our parents and shit, our caregivers. And they should have taught us better. It's going to say, how can your parents teach you better if they was not taught better? Make that shit make sense. And the answer is what? Everyone initially is stuck on what? The generational cycle. Your parents did what they could. That's it. Whoever raised you, your caregivers, that's the best they could do. That's all they knew, especially when it comes to relationships. And that's the shit. That's the shit. So once again, black and white. Oh shit. If you want to see your future in your toxic relationship, look at all your toxic family. Look at the age gap. That is you and your toxic partner. 10 years from now, 20 years, 50 years from now. Fuck that bullshit. Don't stay in toxic relationships with kids, religion, culture because your parents did it. Auntie, grandparents. But if you want to, do that. Do that. I pray for you. I was you. Trust. My first baby mom, 12 years too long. Nothing against her. Nothing against her. She was my first girlfriend. I was like, 20 years old. Almost 21. No one taught me shit. Born as a Catholic, right? And nothing wrong being a Catholic, Christian, religion, God, nothing. The Bible's cool. The downfall doesn't talk about, hey, just to let you know, you're a good person, you're loving. That person by your side, that's the one to destroy you if you do opposite attract. If you're too narcissistic, they're going to take your energy. And pray for manifest. Nothing's wrong with doing that. You're just praying for the wrong person. What? You should be praying for the person marry yourself to build the strength, the courage to walk the fuck away. The door's right there. I know it's gonna hurt. There's light at the end of the tunnel. It's a blessing in disguise. You just don't see it yet. That's the cool thing about real support teams. Like I love all 5 of them. I mean, all 10 of them almost 5 years ago. Cause why? All the way I'm speaking right now. Once again, I was going through it then. And I would ask him like, will I ever speak like you guys? Like you make this healing journey sound so fucking easy. Like yeah, cause we was you. Well, you're the old version of myself. All what you're going through, I comprehended. I won't ever go through what you're going through, cause I'm working on myself. I'm working on my boundaries. Dating myself. That's why my sister Fufu thought it. She taught me this. Look in the mirror and don't lie to yourself, cause we all want to love relationships and bullshit, right? Look in the mirror and ask yourself, talk to yourself. The way I'm living the way as you speak to day behind the screen face to face, would I date myself? And don't fucking lie to yourself. Fuck your job, all that shit. No, as a being, as a relationship and love to be a potential, would you date yourself? Or you be codependent people because to have them make you feel good, have them fix you. Stay codependent people. And let's say if they're in the healing journey and you're on the journey, not in the healing journey yet, and they're more on the awakening journey, they potentially get up and leave. Babe, I love you, but respectfully, you're too traumatized. You're too broken. Like, I'm sorry, your ex. All my tattoos for reason. I'm not your ex. Exes, your past pain, toxic love, trauma, child trauma. I'm today, the now, the present. I'm sorry what you went through, And that's why I'm saying, as a being, I have all these conversations day one with the potential to be. Not like, respect old school ways, traditional corny ways, go on dates, off dates, plural, fuck all that. No. I'm an adult, you're an adult, especially the female, you're a queen type of situation. More empathetic, you should know more than I do type of supposed to be, and I said it respectfully, and that's because I don't want to deal with toxicity at all. First and foremost, second of all, remember this, if you're in a positive manner, once again, for warning, the longer you're with an individual, the more it's going to hurt whoever's more empathetic, typically you queens. So, and then remember this, when the breakup happens, the divorce type of situation, you both gave each other whatever time frame, a year, 5 years. So to put fear in a positive manner, for warning once again, you're going to get tired of my body because no one says this shit. If anyone says any shit that I'm saying, please tag me in it. Tag me with them. I would love to speak to them. Because respect I said is, I love speaking to people in the healing journey, especially the ones more on my tattoos, awake and woke. I speak to many awakening ones, awakened, some here and there, woke. My last ex, she was woke to a certain extent, respect, but we still talk here and there. I'm happy for her as a being, but what you call it, to say you're woke and you keep dating respect, I call them blue pillars, just entertainers, like you're awake and woke, quote unquote, and you're dating blue pillars, like they don't know anything about a healing journey. Cosmetic, they're pretty boys, but look at this, they can't even have conversations about raw real life, raw real feelings, and nothing against you. I tell you, you deserve better than that. I'm not saying I'm the best type of situation, but why you lowering down your standards type of situation? And that's to everybody out there. Like if you decide to lower your standards for one person, like let's say a potential wants to shoot her shot, she's barely starting the healing journey. I'll be here just to let you know, I'm woke. I chill on top of the mountain with God, listen to the universe, everybody out there, the spiritual people. I'm chilling with them. There's no more healing for me to do as a being. I can learn from others. I can definitely learn from others. That's why I'll speak to anybody in the healing journey because I know I can have conversations with you. Raw real life, raw real feelings conversations. I'm going to sit there, hey, what's up? How's politics, the universe? Nothing. I don't talk about that respectfully. I'll skim it, but no. Like, hey, what's up with you? What do you mean? How's your life? How's your day? How's your health? How's your mental health? What do you mean? What? Because everything starts from upstairs. And then from your home. How's your physical home? But why do you care? How was you? You can have the best job, the matrix. You step into it, cool. But when you go home, are you happy to go home or you dread to go home? If you're down to go home, analogy metaphor once again, religious talk, that's your dungeon, you're set in hell on earth. How was you? That's a fucked up feeling to have. I love my boss, I love my peoples, I love everyone in the universe. But when I get in my car and driving home, fuck, here we go again. I call it the fuck you look, like especially my first day mom. Nothing against her once again. I learned the hard way, quote unquote, right? I walk in, she sees me because she didn't work. I'm the provider, quote unquote, all that corny bullshit, right? Them terms. And we lock eyes. We fucking lock eyes. Not even a high. It's all fucking energy. Like, when I lock eyes, fuck you, fuck you, and you're here. And that's just fucking tonight, What about the other nights? Like, bruh, I don't, once again, respectfully, don't do that to yourself. That's why I speak what I speak. Black and white, just to the point. No one has to die to go to heaven and hell. Every day above ground, mentally you live in it, physically you live in it. Every which way. If you're not happy at home, who or what's taking energy that takes your happiness away, And remember, initially it's scary to be alone. Trust. The healing journey is very painful because now you fall back, be alone, start the healing journey. I recommend a real support team. And then from there, during the day, we distract ourselves with social media, we're at work, fucking travel, whatever the fuck you're doing. But at night, it hits fucking hard because guess what? Everybody else, no matter if it's a healthy relationship or a toxic relationship, they have a body to go to. They have a body at night. So now you're lonely. You're all alone, right? You have you're lonely, and the loneliness kicks in because you have no physical body by your side. And that's just tonight. Trust me, it hurts really fucking bad. And then you become desperate. Stay strong. That's why the healing journey was the intent. To detox from codependency. You don't need your partner. You don't need people. You want people if they want you. You just don't know that yet. Like my race support told me 5 years ago, like, hey, King, if you go back to her, I was you. That's the codependency part, but I'm here for you. Stay strong. It hurts really bad initially. This pain is not forever. I don't know if you're allowed to be forever. You go more on the awakening journey, less on your ex, more energy on yourself. Like you say, the person in the mirror, the way you speak, right? More energy on you. And then nothing wrong about talking about her. You might shed tears here and there, but not as much. In the beginning, all your energy is your ex. They left me, they fucked me over, they cheat on me. Yeah. Everyone you speak to, all your ex, that's all your energy's on them. You have the right to feel like that because that's called the victim mentality. Because they did you wrong. Not knowing this yet, when you start the healing journey more on the awaken journey, and for sure the woke journey, not knowing there might be a triggering subject, triggering line, We did it to ourselves. We allowed it to do it to ourselves as beings not knowing because no one taught us this shit. What? Do you know what red flags are? What? Let me elaborate red flags. So it's not all your exes. No matter, I don't know. Let's say scenario, I had 10 exes, right? So the intent, I studied all my 10 exes, all of them, every single one of them. What was the red flags? Because if you don't do that, what does everybody do? We all collect red flags, you know. We don't observe the red flags and we don't collect enough green flags. So let's say scenario, my first girlfriend, I say a lot of times scenario, my first girlfriend, she's jealous. That's when he talks about. My second girlfriend, she's jealous and she worries about her cell phone. Third girlfriend, she worries, she's jealous, worries about her cell phone, emotionally cheats. And so on and so on. That's how we're doing. And these new bodies, all these new bodies, it's all versions of our exes with the new body, that's all it is. All we can just collect more and more. So that's not going to be good for nobody at all.
Hello.
Huh?
Hello.
Hello, how you doing? How's it going?
How are you doing?
Good yourself?
How is your work?
Sorry, guys. Not to be rude, but nah, keep going. But anyways, that's the shit. That's why anyone that says this corny ass line, all my exes are crazy, all my exes are toxic. You know why? Because you're crazy and you're toxic. Because all you know is toxic love. All my tattoos. It's hard to see. Bigger letters, toxic. It says toxic love is inconsistent. Small letters, so you start it more. It says love is consistent. Especially in the ghetto hoods. I say all the time, which as it being to Forewarn universe, I'm not going to ghetto hoods 1,000. I'm not going to Spanish culture, Hispanic and Spaniards 1,000. Every which way, because 99.9% of the Spanish culture, Hispanic, Latino, Spaniards cannot tell me shit about robbery of life, robbery of feelings at all. Relationships, nope. They're too codependent religion and the spiritual universe. Like, cool, God is good, the universe, your ancestors, but look who you have by your side, or you're the ones fucking up. What about you as a being? I want to get to the whole universe. I call everybody the fuck. That's all I see is energy. Like, yo, positive, negative, awesome. Which I say, which is tied in my body believe. No, not yet. Actually, it's not yet. But eventually we'll be on there. It's going to say, empathy as a narcissist is a true recipe to a toxic love, broken, codependent relationship. Now you know why you suffered. What? Because you're the nice guy. You see the good in people. I mean, nice guy, nice girl. And you decided to take the bad boy, bad girl, fuck boy, fuck girl. And all they offer is toxic love. Go fall on your face. That's all I can tell you. I was you. Because you're doing this conversation. And that's as beings, that's all I do is tell stories to the universe. And that's all I put all my energy on. Like Buddha, mind and body. So I do mind and body relationships, or aka toxic relationships. Why? Because that's what everyone gets stuck on. And then the intent is not to stay there as long as you're supposed to stay there. This is tied on my back, right? So it says, the traditional saying, everyone comes alive as a blessing when leave what is a lesson. Traditional. So I go deeper. Once again, because as almost 5 years ago, right? I was like, I made a vow to the universe and then my support team. But I'm gonna call everybody the fuck out when I figured this life shit. Because you're helping me, you're guiding me, forewarning me, which is beautiful. I love you guys for that. But whatever you guys teach me, I'm gonna go deeper. Because I want to make this conversation simple as possible, black and white. And they for all 10 forewarn me, just to let you know, like, to speak black and white to make life easy. People don't like easy. You might trigger people, and just to let you know, as a potential partner, you might push them away because your energy is too strong. People don't like black and white. Life can't be that easy. And once again, when you hear things, I heard them, I listened to them. It's communication. I thought things not knowing that I comprehended them. Now I'm barely comprehending almost 5 years after the fact. And my last potential, my energy was too strong for her. Beautiful individual, awesome individual on the overall, right? But my tattoos to a certain extent, and then my energy, because she's like, it just can't be that easy. I'm like, I know it sounds crazy, like, and she looked at my neck, she like hugging me, she like my tattoos. Well, I look at my exes, my past pain, toxic trauma. Oh, the last one, child trauma. That one I'm working on. I here's the best part. I didn't even ask her at all, but she said like, why? She's hugging me. She's seeing my tattoos. She's obviously seeing my face and my neck tattoos, my body tattoos, right? And there it is. Like, well, I used to have the positive. Child trauma, that's the toughest one. Because why? Your parents, but I told her, like, your mom's doing those conversations. Because I met her moms. I go, she's doing this conversation, and you have the right to feel like that towards her. But the situation is, for how much for longer? That's the dilemma. For how much longer we have business towards her? And maybe like me, like, I would keep a couple humble. I tell her, hey, I'll keep humble with your mom type of situation. But I didn't live your childhood at all. You have the right to feel it every way the way you feel for now. It is not forever. Because let's say we're together as a couple officially wise, and I'm cool with your mom, do chill with your mom, it's more like going to hurt your feeling trigger. Like, yo, why are you nice to my mom's for? Like, You don't have to be nice to your moms. That is your choice. If you go, I have nothing against your moms. I didn't go through what you went through, and you're the only one that can let go. I cannot do it for you. I told her I can't do this for you. I have 8 kids. I can't do it, for none of my kids at all. But I tell my kids, you see my neck tattoo? I'm in child trauma. The worst people you can struggle with your words is who? As a forewarning. Your partners, especially your kids. Because you're the person that loves your partner, you love your kids, and you tell them, fuck you. Right? You blow the fuck out of your kids. And on my tattoos, all this bullshit with slavery times, ain't as verbally, physically abusive, you're being too narcissistic, you're the slave master, you say, fuck your feelings. To the person you do that to, right? And then the ones you're beating up verbally, mentally, verbally, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically wise, as beings, they're the slaves. They don't know how to do reverse psychology. They don't know how to match your energy. So once again, slavery happens every day above ground. Every day above ground, man. Words cut deeper than a knife, every which way. And that's the shit you gotta be very careful with your words, with your partners, especially your kids. But the cool thing I tell my kids, all of them, 8 of them, I better start speaking like this 5 years ago. Sorries can't fix it. Yeah, you heard many sorries out of my mouth. Sorries can't fix it at all. When you do the same shit over and over and say sorries to the same shit over and over, that's called insanity, quote unquote. Because it's a broken fucking record. But you don't comprehend what you're doing, because if you did comprehend it, you would not be doing it again. That's why it's called compassion. But once again, to everybody, don't be hard on yourself. If no one taught you this shit, you don't know this. But the cool thing about social media, if you want to start the healing journey, if you want to start feeling your feelings, whatever feelings you're going through, PTSD, anxiety, child trauma, depression, breakups, type the fucking word in any platform. The best platforms, TikTok. Then you got Spotify. Then you got YouTube. But once again, when you go to YouTube and Spotify, it might potentially be discouraging, because you put breakups, all these podcasts, these gurus talk about it, be professionals or little people like myself, right, from personal experience. It might be 5 minutes to hours. You can skim through the situation, but once again, you don't have to comprehend anything you're saying. Like me right now as a being, I'm studying Buddha. There's another cat that I recommend, is modern day stuff for the most part. It was by Julian. Damn, I would say Julian Lucas. No, I don't want to misquote him. Oh, Julian Blanc. He's a beast. He's been social media famous, billionaire. Oh, I don't say billionaire, but millionaire for sure. Well, the fuck off. He's doing good. He went through a lot of shit, but he elaborates as best as possible. But once again, I don't read too much as far as politics and jobs work. Just maintain. Nobody can beat the matrix. All you do is maintain. Job, money, car, home. That's it. You're maintaining. Don't matter what it is. You could be a studio, a little Honda, and McDonald's. But as long as you as a being, you're blessed, and you're fucking blessed. Anybody that they're bullshitting and giving grief, that's your people. That's your coworker. That's social media, right? They're just bullshitting. But no, anyone that's bullying you, they're not good people. Call them the fuck out. Oh, look at me, I work at Boeing, Microsoft, whatever the fuck. Look at you, you're making shit. And they always bully you. Call them the fuck out. Yo, do you believe by bullying me you're a good person, religious person, spiritual, atheist person? I doubt it very much, because you're not. I'm comfortable. I'm blessed. But what I tell people all the time, because I love to debate with people and see out of the farmers markets, especially geek techies. I'm a mechanic. I work on the computers. I'm not a coder programmer, software engineer. I could potentially get into that, but respectfully, I don't want to get into that. But they give me shit about my status, whatever. I thought, shit out. All this mammy bullshit. You're a beast at coding, right? But here's the kicker, which I call everybody the fuck out, which I'm gonna tell in my bag, because it's bullshit. The conversation, what do you bring to the table, right? So to call everybody out and strip the universe from all the universe, right? It's gonna say, other than your body, your beauty, your looks, your lust, your job, your money, your car, your home, and man, bullshit, what do you bring to the table? I just took everything from you. You can't be anything man-made. Coding, it's man-made. My job, man-made. Teach me about your mind, teach me about your life. So there you bring them to the table. So you're a blue pillar, you're an entertainer. You're blue pill rich, mammy rich. In rapid world, you're weak, you're poor. You're soft every which way. Inside, you're broken, like you're lost. Because you don't want to feel your feelings. You're not ready for this conversation. So respectfully, I'm too much for you. I don't care about anything man-made. Billions, you went to school. I'm happy for you. Awesome. But with that said, when you go home, are you happy home? Do you love being home? Are you happy with your partner? Or do you brag about your mansion scenario, right? But you don't brag about your wife. You don't brag about your relationship. No. If I'm going to call you out, teach me about your relationship. Are you happy with your partner by your side? You know how many people, especially the queens, that y'all married, quote unquote, and then y'all fucking feel single. You're happy for others, but you're happy for yourself. The cherry top, you fucking daydream about love. You can't watch love movies with your fucking partner, your husband, quote unquote, because it becomes awkward. And that's the person you fucking love. Like, fuck all that bullshit. Why accept people in life? That's your own misery. And then pray for help manifest that magically 1 fucking hour, day, month, year, babies to be. They'll fucking wake the fuck up. You don't have to comprehend this. Just let you know the answer is not gonna happen. Higher source, yeah, God wants you to change, but will you change? God wants you to leave, but will you leave? Whatever, Buddha, the universe, science, whatever term you want to use, that's all on you. No one put a gun to your head. The question is to leave or to stay. That's the shit for everybody. And I say all the respect because, once again, I know I make it sound easy. Because real support teams, that's what helps a lot, man. I love all my 10, man. I'm at 10 at live workers because I had my life back 5 years ago at 39. 18 at heart, just turned 44. The last 5 years of my life, blessed. Every day above ground, I'm fucking blessed. I love the universe. I just look around me and just live in the matrix, the universe, quote unquote. And like 95% of the universe, they're fucking lost. They can look from the outside, look happy, all this shit, but when they go home and they're 4 walls, then what? Especially all alone. And they'd say, that saying, the freaks come out at night. So during the day, they gotta be angels, they gotta be sober, not do drugs, alcohol, none of that bullshit. After hours, look on social media, you have people that are zombies, addicts in addiction, talking their bullshit, partying, kicking. The idea they're sober up for the morning to go to work. What a job say? I don't give a shit what you do in your personal life. As long as you come to work, don't bring your bullshit to work. So during the day, you're an angel. At nighttime, you're a zombie, addiction, addiction, partying, kicking, being wild, running the streets. Fuck it. That's why when it comes to empath, narcissist terms, we can all be narcissistic, the bad girl, fuck boy, fuck girl, aka, losing disciples. Or you can be, empathetic, the nice and natural, God disciples. We're all light switches because we go based off feelings, type of situation. But that's what it's being. Which side are you more? Are you more nice? Or are you more mean? If you're more mean, you have a lot of healing to do. And the universe can't do it for you. God can't do it for you. Only you can. But everybody else is, once again, communication and messengers. Church, God, Jesus, Buddha. Communication messengers. Only you as one being can do comprehension. Nobody can do comprehension for you. Nobody can let go for you. Nobody can can't do it for you but you. You just don't know that yet. But once again, if you want to put all this, love, trust, into a being, go do that. Do that. And when they do you wrong, then what? They leave, then what? They cheat, then what? That's the shit. Everything changes in toxic love, broken, codependent relationships. Once again, you sold them a dream, they sold you a dream. Life's hard. And once again, that corny ass bullshit, which I was doing at 101 today, and life's hard. I was like, yo, queen shit out. I want to break that corny ass. We all say the same shit. Life's a bitch, life's hard. Let me break it down for you, which I'm going to tell on my back. It's going to say, everyone's stuck on the generational cycle initially, right? And the bullies that bullied you are getting bullied at home. The parents in toxic relationships are bullying each other. The cherry on top, relations will make you, break you, definitely destroy you. That's why life is hard. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I know 1,000 I'm not wrong. Because you have the once again, the best person in the universe. Money, power, and fame. Social media, especially the queens on social media, OnlyFans, selfie queens, all that shit. But how the fuck toxic relationship again? How did you allow them to take energy once again? But cosmetically beautiful, exotic. Cosmetically. Awesome. You can pull them, right? But can you keep them? Can they keep you? Will be healthy relationships, toxic relationships. How the fuck are you beautiful, exotic as a male, female, cosmetically, money, power, and fame, and respect for you, ball like a bitch over one person in the whole universe? I can just, once again, not yet, but maybe due time, choose yourself and walk away when all the red flags are there. And day one, once again, I tell everybody, date yourself, get to know yourself. What are your boundaries? What is your love language? What are your languages? What are your standards? When you comprehend that, that's the potential to be. And remember this, for one, you have to comprehend this. No one has to respect your boundaries, love languages, nor your standards. That is their choice, if you will. Everything's good in the beginning. Like, I'll say the same shit in the beginning was so good. And from that wise, when you respect your boundaries, what are you choosing? What are you doing? To stay or to leave, And that's the shit. And if you leave, hell yeah, do it to it. If not, accept the shit, then what? That's the shit for everybody out there, especially the queens, man. Y'all don't want to tell. Was it yesterday, Sunday? So yesterday at the farmer's market, I was speaking to the moms and the daughter. They're like they're vendors, you know. I talked to the missus and asked me about my tattoos. And she showed me her tattoos, and I was like, yo, you know, you're the one, you queens are the one who can have kids. But I told the daughter to forewarn you, the situation is, you know, this cell phone has a zillion options. I imagine you know that, right? So he can get up and leave. Like the day, you know, I lovey-dovey, everything, you know, you get preggo. Now what are you choosing? What are you doing? You know, he's gonna tell you, let's say he leaves or you tell him you're excited, you tell him he's preggo, and he leaves, he ghosts you. You're preggo, I'm not, I got to go. Now what are you choosing? What are you doing? You know, and that's the shit for, I tell him, you gotta be careful you lay down with. Kids, I tell all my kids, and all the young generation, kids in the marriage, don't worry about that shit till you're 30, 40 years old. Make sure you're established for yourself. Don't do the fucking traditional corny ways, get married at a young fucking age. Especially if you don't know about robbery of life, robbery of feelings. More on the queen side, because you're not accepting by your side, and he's a fuck boy, and he loves God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha. Fuck all that bullshit. The door's right there, leave. But then you feel guilty because then, you know, the female, your family and his family will scold you for leaving, for divorcing. Fuck all that. You're breaking up the family. Well, he's a fuck boy. He broke up the family a long time ago. You know, all that bullshit. That's a downfall to everybody. I raised correctly, man. Don't fall for none of that bullshit. You know, it's your life. Be selfish in a positive manner. Do what makes you happy to be. And if not, have the person by your side, have them sell your dream and just sit there for years to be, babies to be, you know? And I say all this shit respectfully. So I'm gonna play some clips, guys. I go in a little while. So this one says, how do you move on from them? Oh shit, coach was. Hey, what's up, man? How you going? How's your night? It says, how do you move on from them? So this is going through breakups, right? I remember the cool thing is you don't see what I see. So it's the imagination station. So I play a clip, you know, and from there was, you know, you can jump in the box, comment away, you know, but what would you do? How would you, how if someone asks you the same thing, like, hey, I'm going through breakup, you know, how to overcome this individual? Do you have to respond to them? Do you have to elaborate? If not, be like, hey, I don't know how to do that, you know? I'm going through it. Or, you know, leave it in God's hands. You can hear all this from leave it in God's hands, pray for the church, A for effort, that's part of it. Read the Bible, nothing's wrong with that. You read the Bible, makes you feel good, go to church, awesome. You know, gym, tattoos, whatever the fuck you're doing. But then you go back to them, either in a toxic relationship or the breakup's happening. Now you're alone, you know?
I mean, you can't move on from somebody until you detach from them. And you can't detach from them without realizing that you were attached to them. So I think the question to ask is, why am I attached to this person? What do I feel like? What hole in me do I think that they're filling? So I needed to be with her or be with him because they validated me. They made me feel loved. That tells you that you don't love yourself enough. Because if you love yourself enough, you wouldn't depend on them to love you. Do you see how this works? To understand that every person that you're with is merely reflecting you. So if you struggle with something in a relationship with somebody, that's because you actually struggle with that part of you. And they're reflecting it back to you. But the ego wants you to focus on them. No. It was just you. That's why I try to tell you, nothing exists outside of you. Everything was you. And when you know that, now everyone that you interact with, they're teaching you a little bit more about yourself.
Facts 1,000. I was going fighting a headache. Sinuses are killing our Kansas right now. Oh, damn, praise get better, brother. Yeah, sinuses suck. But yeah, thank you for the likes, Trisha. Whatchamacallit. But yeah, that clip wise, it's we don't know this yet. Once again, some people can't afford therapy, county type of situation. They could live on social media. You know, we got Chat GPT, C.AI. You got, once again, I preach about TikTok, Spotify, and YouTube. If you want to start the healing journey and feel these feelings, whatever question you have, whatever you're struggling with your mental health, why am I sad? Why am I depressed? You know, why am I going to break up type of situation? You know, type it in the search bar, and there it is. You know, and that's the shit when it goes to breakup. It's like you put your energy on them. Why? You know, I gave them, yes. You both give each other all this time, and that's why the intensive detox from codependency. And once again, he makes it sound easy. I make it sound easy because I worked on myself. The way he put the idea, I don't know the guy personally wise, the idea that he worked on himself on social media, these platforms. You have a lot of people that, you know, positive, inspirational, motivational, you know, life coaches, not track creators, all these little positive categories. The idea when they get off the platforms, you know, these live sessions, if they do live sessions, one-on-ones, that their life on the overall is good. If they're in toxic relationships and they're preaching positive, like Pastor Preacher, right? Like, really? That's like me, like, scenario. I preach about this positive on my tattoos, and that's a scenario. I did a girl, and she's jealous and trolling. She's a zombie and accident addiction. But I'm going to tell you, hey, guys, this is Maria. I love her. You know, we're about to get married and start a family. But by the way, she's jealous and trolling, and she's a zombie and accident addiction. And yeah, everyone's right to call me the fuck out. What's up, Mr. Positive? All your tattoos, Pastor Preacher. That's what you got by your side, really? All these skinny numbers, that's what you have by your side? You have the right to call me the fuck out. I tell everybody, call everybody the fuck out. Especially social media. I tell everybody on social media, especially social media, like, if you can handle people's, like, you know, either rejection or criticism type of situation, because you have constructive criticism, then don't make no posts. Don't say shit. Don't do shit. You know, especially when you're in relationships. And today, you know, I'm in a relationship, and then we go through the breakup. It becomes toxic. I'm making all these posts. And 6 months from now, we break up, and then, you know, 7th month in, I'm in another relationship, by the way. Or it's my 4th relationship and my 4th love in 1 year. Everyone has the right to comment, like, yo, what's going on with you, man? Why don't you just fall back into the healing journey and be alone? Date yourself, get to know yourself. Stop chasing people. You can't feed yourself the body by your side at all. You can try to, only both of you are doing the healing journey. You're both trying to do communication comprehension best as possible. Potentially have a chance, you know? Said, mano, you know, and I said respectfully, to the fullest, because it's relationships. That's where everything shifts, every which way. Because in the beginning, it starts with love, and when it becomes toxic love, now it sparks right, and then what are you choosing? What are you doing to accept each other? Maybe in a month from now, a year from now, get better. It's been, let's say scenario, you're a month in and it's very toxic. Do you believe it's gonna get better in 9 months from now, 10 months from now? Say, yo, don't sell yourself short, man, at all.
Alright, cool. Like, dude, I was trying to
You
talk
don't
to you,
get
but
to.
the wind over here is nuts.
Oh yeah, go for it.
How's everything going with you, man? Man, like, it's been forever.
My other than financial, which I'm maintaining best as possible. I'm good. I'm blessed, honestly. Like, I gotta do more gym therapy for sure, cause like anybody can make time for anything in the universe. Gotta take your body, but takes care of you. My mental health, I'm fucking blessed. My body, I gotta lose weight best as possible. Gotta make time to go there. So co-parent is cool. Life's good on the overall. It's just the financial part, cause that's the financial stress for everybody out there. Like lucky my mental health is blessed. You know, I started 5 years ago. I'm blessed not because prior to that, insomnia. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just overthinking all shit and stressing about everything, and then you just add more stress to your, like, to say an analogy metaphor, like, you have enough food on your plate. Why do you want to add more food to your plate? And what does that mean? More stress. The less stress in your life, the better for yourself, right? So, and then that's the intent to realize boundaries. To foreign the universe, no one has to respect them. But let's say scenario you're going through like a toxic relationship, and then somebody else in a toxic relationship, no matter who it is, best friend, family, kids, and they ask for advice, like, I don't know how to, you know, talk about that because I'm going through it right now. Also, you know, every time you talk about your toxic relationship, I sit there and I'm very patient, and it triggers me, you know, it ruins my day, it takes my energy. That's why the intent is, hey, like, you know, we can talk about whatever you like, but please don't talk about that. Not, at least not with me, because every time you talk about it, my day goes to shit. And I have to go back to her. And I was trying to think about her, you know, I got to deal with her type of situation. But, you know, you're the one taking my energy. You know? So which all that shit I talk about, all these my tattoos, I don't miss none of that at all. Because I don't need a partner. I want a partner. In reality, I don't need people at all. I want people. If they want me, we match energy. We don't take energy. If they take energy, why do we allow it? You know? And that's the shit for everybody. Boundaries. But once again, to warn you, because they preach about boundaries on social media, therapy, counseling, but no one really says, no one has to respect them. If they don't respect them, what are you choosing? What are you doing, you know? So that's the shit for everybody out there. But me as the being, I'm blessed. It's just the financial be nice, man, but just day by day baby steps. One of these days, years, I'll get ahead of myself and financial wise, and then I'll be okay. But once again, respectfully, I have 8 kids, so, and I say respectfully, if you have no kids and you're financially broke with no kids, I'm the one that calls you out. How and why? I'm the one that you can say I could be broke. I got a squad of kiddos, you know. So you have no kids and you're broke. Really? How? Why? You know. You have accessories. You have necessities. You know. Yeah, man. So, but yeah, other than that, everything's good. Everything's good. How you doing? How's family? How's kids? How's life?
Growing, man. Growing and growing and growing, man. It's like a garbage disposal, man. They eat so much.
They grow like little weeds. No, yeah, kids. Kids are beautiful. They grow too fast, man. That's why this year I'm trying to do what I keep saying more, which I'll probably do this weekend. I was supposed to do it today, video blog my kiddos, but the downfall is like, I say respectfully, one of my son's friends was over, you know, because his kids, you know, sleepover type of situation. They're just fighting. I don't wrestling. Like, yeah, sure, but they, you know, they get hurt. My youngest got hurt. They start crying. Me, I just get irritated. I get bothered, not triggered. Just my triggers. I'm bothered. I'm like, and I don't care. Respect. That's not my kid. That's my son's friend, right? And I say a lot, like, all you monkeys that fight, our bodies are fucking weak. Whatever you break, hurt now, and we all fall down. We all say, "Ow," you know. Use your words. Words can deep at night. But you guys doing this conversation. Keep fighting, man. Keep fighting. Do what you're doing. My tattoo's for a reason. Y'all monkeys to me, man. And I tell all my kids, this word monkeys will traumatize you. When you get older, watch, trust. When you get older, when someone says monkeys, you're gonna think about me, and you be like, "Hey, don't say that word," because my dad calls me that shit. Tell them why I call you that, you know, respectfully. Say, no, man, don't get to that point. Use your words. And yes, the kid's growing, but I'm just trying to teach them that, you know, it's control your triggers, man, because if you become triggered, the stuff comes out of you and it catches case, then what? Sorry? Say sorry in jail all you want, respectfully, you know?
You grew up with mom and dad?
My parents, yeah, my parents...
Like both of them? Like
Yeah, this is together to this day. You know, I love them, but respectfully, they don't know those conversations, so they both think I'm crazy. You know, my dad was a tattoo type of situation, which is cool. Once again, the boy was a Catholic. Nothing wrong with that. I'm raised a Catholic also, but it's so respectfully, like, church and God is good for sure to a certain extent, but it's you as the being.
That's how we first met, you know, with the whole Catholic thing and all that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I was just asking, like, because sometimes, you know, how it goes, like, I was raised by my mom, but not really my mom, raised by my grandparents.
Okay.
You know, so that's why I asked, like, parents.
Right, so that's why, like, you say parents, right, or I use the term caregivers, because sometimes, like you said, like, I might have parents somewhere out there, but not my parents, you know, my grandparents raising my aunties, uncles, so I'll say parents, or I say caregivers. And
so, like, growing up, were your family pretty close, or how was your family, like, environment?
The cousins, siblings, we were close to a certain extent. It was more like aunties, uncles, their relations were toxic, like...
How many aunts and uncles did you grow up with?
My family, my family is massive. It's massive. But the downfall is, like, you know, now as you speak, I allow them to speak to me because what I talk about, especially the more on the men's side, because, you know, I say in my chista, you know, narcissists, that's the term in English, right? In my chino bullshit, so they know what I talk about, and they don't like that. And as I say respect, which I'm going to start saying more hate to all you males out here on this podcast. Don't let your girlfriends or wives jump on the podcast. Potentially, I'm the one that plants the seed, and they build the curse to walk the fuck away. Now, you can blame me. I'll take the blame. Yeah, you can say I'll take the blame. Because it listen to me to walk away. Like, no, it's their choice of free will. Like, don't accept toxicity. So my family's still together, but it's the generational cycle. They sit together to the day for the kids, even though they're miserable. Everyone tells them, you know, y'all should break up, divorce, but they won't do it because religion, the Bible, all, like, bro, it's been over a long time ago. All your kids are growing the fuck up, and they still won't do it. I tell them, respect you. I was becoming you. I tell all of them, they get triggered, you know, that pisses them off. I'm like, I stopped becoming all my toxic family at 39. Nothing against them. I tell them, I have nothing against you. I love you guys, but you don't know this conversation. I stopped becoming all you at 39. Y'all older than I am. And you respect say that you're probably going to die like that. I don't want to die miserably. At all. No. Like, no. So, I love all my family. Once again, nothing against them at all. Because they don't know this conversation. That's why when anyone says, in this year, you have to say this. Like, you blame your parents. My parents should have taught me better. They should have been in my life. Like, that's the idea. They should have taught you better. But, you know, if they was not taught better, how can they teach you better? They don't know this conversation. Work hard. Like, my pops, I love my pops. Work hard. I'm like, yeah, working hard is cool. Making money is cool. But if you don't get along as a couple, that ain't shit. Your home... yeah. Right. Your home's beautiful, but the home cannot give you advice to fucking life. You know, other than the AI, right? Other than the AI, nothing man-made can give you advice to life. It wouldn't even shed tears. Your house, your car, your home, your TV will never cry. It won't bitch about life at all. Today I woke up sad, I'm depressed, PTSD. None of this shit. Only beings will. We beings are the ones going through this shit. So if you want to talk about it, tell me, you don't, no one's going to talk to me at all. You got to look at me and call me crazy. I don't give a fuck. Respectfully, why should I? At all. Respectfully. Like, yo, you got your life, I got my... But I would say this, I was you. What? I was you. You know, like, you know, as I tell you my one-on-ones, you know, people in the streets. If you want to go into relationships, talk to the situations, that's my forte. I love talking about this shit. So just give me a word of sentence. Give me a word of sentence and I elaborate. Because once again, like, everyone has a way of answering a question or a scenario. Some people say a word, some people say a sentence. I'll give you a Bible response, you know. Because I'm giving you every option of this scenario I can give you. And you don't have to comprehend anything I just told you. If you want to me, I can repeat myself. I know I speak fast. I'm trying to be slower, but I'm here for you. I don't want you to fall on your face and stay as long as you're supposed to. Because then when you get older and when you start the healing journey, we all say the same shit. I wish I was younger. You know, we say, you know, if this, if that, you know, if someone taught me this. But here's a kicker. If does not exist, I wish it not exist. You as a being, you already lived. It's the past. You already lived this shit. So as I was taught almost 5 years ago, what do I do? What I've been doing, I pay 14 reverse. I tell them, like, we're talking about that shit. I tell them, like, yo, I have no money and power and fame to give you. You must think about your kids. Like, I don't want to pay you back. I don't want your money. You're on social media. Whatever I touch, just pay it forward. And that's what I do. Like, I would say, like, 70% of the shit that I say is their stuff. Like, the basic, simple black and white terms is theirs. I just took theirs and dissected them more and elaborated more off what they taught me, you know? And that's what I do. Because I'm trying to make your life simple as possible because everything starts from home. Every day broke down, you know, your mental home and your physical home. And once again, religious talk, heaven and hell, you know, don't have to be religious. You live in this shit every day broke down. If you hate your life, you hate your home, there's your dungeon, your sentence, your hell on earth. That's today. But what about tomorrow? That's why I tell everybody is day by day baby steps. The healing journey is not a race, no competition. It's not a fucking marathon. Everybody at their own pace, but the positive you're trying to evolve in life, you're trying to feel the feelings. I can't do it for you. I will not give up on you at all. But you know, after we're done this conversation, I made you feel good. You're feeling good. Awesome. I'm happy for you. Compassion, you know, love and respect you to the fullest. But I gotta go my way. You gotta go your way. Now back to square one. Now you're alone. How do you feel being alone? You know, and that's the thing. Like, I don't know. My situation. You know, 3 years single. The deal is like I don't respect what I said. I don't give myself 2 more years. I tell you, everyone is healing journey. When you start the healing journey,
I have been talking to myself. Dude, I was like, oh yeah, I agree with it. Dude, I had it on mute.
Oh.
What the heck?
Oh, you bumped the button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was noticing like my square wasn't blue.
Right.
I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, now you're good, man. You're totally good. But yeah, I tell everybody, you know, like the intent is to be happy with yourself, which is easy said and done because, you know, eventually I'll always be alone, or once again, like you get a badass partner, you know, the best relationship in the universe, and they call it quits, or, you know, they ghost you for whatever apparent reason. And once again, is it wrong? Yes, it is. More likely it will traumatize you, but here's the question: in this lifetime, how many bodies you going through till you finally figure out what love is? And when you figure out, you know what, anyone can leave. You know, and that's the shit, but I guarantee all the red flags were there. All the signs were there. But you just don't know those conversations yet. You know, and that's the shit for everybody out there. But yo, let me play some clips really fast.
A conversation with that person. You don't get to keep everyone in your life forever. There are some people that are just meant to be a sunrise for you, a light to pull you out of the darkness. There are friends, lovers, relationships that are seasonal. No matter how deep of a conversation you had with that person at 2 a.m., no matter how much you shared your heart, even if you can still draw the lines of their smile like the map of a too familiar road in the back of your mind, there almost always comes a time to move on, a time to let go. And regardless of the letting go, I just wanted you to know that you're always going to feel a little bit like home to me. No matter how temporary, it is still beautiful that I got to call so many hearts my home.
Deep shit. And that's for everybody out there, man. Just a phone in the universe. Like, one day your partner could wake up, or you could wake up, I don't want to do this no more. But I doubt it would happen just like that. It's just, that's why it's called red flags. Less talking, less, you know, texting. you're in the same household. You know, she's upstairs, you're downstairs. What's it telling you? All the red flags are there. She's about to end. And do you accept each other through thick and thin, which I don't recommend? Or do you have the adult conversation, the uncomfortable conversation, and say, hey, like, I love you, but I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know what's going on with this. Like, we're kind of, you know, drifting away. So potential was, I might stop this, you know? Or it's an oxymoron. It's going to sound so fucked up, right? But it's once again, oxymoron, ass backwards. That's what it means, basically. You know, it's easier to, you know, to ghost, cheat, leave, divorce, break up with somebody. Because why? You don't gotta deal with your partner face to face at all. You know, they call you on the cell phone. Oh, you broke with me. What happened? Oh, well, yes, I should have talked to you like a man, woman, face to face. But I didn't want to deal with all this, so I'm breaking up with you. It's over. And start crying, just click. You hang up on them. They fucking start blowing you up and coming to your job. Everything is different. It happens to all of us, man. Because the codependency part, like, yeah, the right to be better, hateful. You gave them 7 years better to fuck kids and all. Yeah, you both did. It's not one sided, but that's why I say which we all are not knowing initially, because no one taught us this shit. You know, which my tattoo way up here says, 95% of the universe is broken, codependent, scared to be alone, abandonment issues. They are looking for love and happiness in people at man-made BS. All they do is buying bandage to the wounds and imagine your head. The answer to life is the person in the mirror. All you ever is you at the end. You just don't know that yet. So that's why it hurts. And that's why when people leave you, breakups, right? No matter what the breakup is, cheat, divorce, whatever, and you're bawling, shedding tears, analogy, metaphor, that's your mother, father, and you're the kid, and they're leaving you. And it hurts really fucking bad. And it sucks, and now you're all alone. And no matter, tell me, as long as you did your part best as possible, you gave your all, you met them halfway, then you did your best as possible. But remember this, they didn't have to. And in the beginning, everything's good, everything falls apart, now you're back to square one again. That's on this lifetime. I've only had like, let me think about it real quick. Where's baby moms? Ash. Kiki. No, okay. My first, second baby mom's mother of boys, co-parenting, Jen. So 5 girlfriends in my life. I'm 44. 18 at heart. So, both my baby moms, that's what I
love that.
Oh, yeah. So here's the kicker. I've always said, after I hit 18, 19 and above, right?
Okay, I know your chats are always about like toxic relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I get it, right? So what if like with me, out here in Texas,
yeah,
I'm a hard dad on my kids, right?
Yeah.
Like, is there really like a line to draw, like, to being so hard on your kids?
Elaborate hard. Like
this is like, like we're talking, like, and like I have your personal number, and
right.
But for real, like, sometimes I'm like, damn, maybe I'm so hard on my boys, like, sometimes it's like, I think like, damn, and like, sometimes, dude, I'm like, damn, maybe I'm too hard on them, but is there really a line to be hard on your boys?
Remember this, like, as parents, we can be hard on our kids, like I am with my boys, right? And my daughter's too, but with my boys. But remember this, at the same time, you gotta think about the subject. What are you being hard on them? What are you stressing them about? And if there's certain things in life, like, they don't know, remember, you gotta be mindful, right? Compassion, like, I know this, they don't know this. They're hearing me and listening. That's called communication.
Like I gone through my life, and I told you about my arm, and my car accident, things like that. And it's like, I'm trying to prevent that from them going through that, And I know, like, it's a totally different era,
No, you're good. It's kiddo talk, life talk. No, well, as being, parents, or not even parents, like, you can guide it for one, prevent the best as possible. You can't stop it. Like car accidents. I got in a car accident on my son's birthday coming on Tuesday. He's turning 8. So 2 years ago, I'm still here. I would say, losing sight was trying to take me out, right? But lucky I didn't freeze up. If my pop was driving, more likely he would have froze up, because he was shocked. He wasn't even moving, And, we swear to say there was, which potentially, that's not factual. I'm going to do all my tattoo, finish my arms, my chest, and my back, right? I might. It's a 50-50 shot. I'm more likely will do it. I'm leaning more on the will do it on my knees, right? Above my knees. If I do it, it's going to say So they say zombies on both sides, and they say Paco and Taco, 21, 20 years old. And when people see that, when I post it, what's that about? Well, and then probably put the dates of the accident, right? Because Paco and Taco, they were 21, 20. One of them was driving. The one who was driving, they decided to get in a car and be drunk. Zombies. Potential drugs and bullshit. They drove on the wrong side of the street for half an hour. And lucky I was driving, and I'm still here. We bounced off each other. I have no broken bones. I got bruised bones. So now my knees, my ankles hurt.
I'm gonna send you a text right now.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine just got in like a crazy accident. Like I'm gonna send you a picture, and you just look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna.
Time out. You can send me a picture, I guess.
You can hear me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you. Look, and bro, I'm gonna text it to you.
Yeah, let's scoop it out.
You're gonna trip out because like, look at this.
And I remember this. Be careful when y'all driving. Observe your environment. Like, you could be a good driver. I'm a badass driver. The downfall is the people around you. They're stressing, overthinking, toxic relationships, zombies. I'm waiting for the picture.
Right. Might have to exit out real quick.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, because some phones you can't multitask like that. So you can get out, send it, and come back in if you want to. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, do. But anyway, whatchamacallit. So like 2 years ago, if you don't, I'm still here. Like, you know, it just sucks. This body's weak as fuck, and now my knees hurt, my ankles, and then my lower back a little bit. And that wasn't my fault at all. Like, and the shitty part is that those little kids, you know, they're not young adults, quote unquote, you know, they go to my parents, hey, I'm sorry, I fucked up type of situation. I don't know who the fuck they are. I know the locals type of situation. The idea that they got a reality check and they stop being zombies, addicts, and addiction. Who knows? Like, this time they hurt people, but they didn't kill nobody. Maybe the next lifetime, the next situation to do, they take somebody out, then what, you know? I have compassion for them. I don't feel sorry for them, respectfully. Why should I? You know? Me as a being, I tell people all the time, hey, like, I lost 2 families. Especially you have no kids and you're a zombie and addict and addiction. Yo, if you're a zombie now, just speak with no kids. Yo, don't have kids. Don't go through divorces. Relations make you break into the story. When your little one asks you, yo, where's mom and dad at? Why aren't they home? Then I'll fuck you up. Just to forewarn you, man. And that's the shit. That's what I'm saying. Kids are stronger than adults because you can go through breakup, divorce, shedding tears as an adult, and they're looking at you. You know, they hug you. You know, they don't know why you're crying to the fullest because they don't know and comprehend those feelings. That's why kids are hella strong. And me, I just look at all my kids and kids in general. I'm just like, you guys don't know what you're about to go through. If your parents aren't talking to you about raw real life, raw real feelings, these relations and bullshit that make you break it up and destroy you, you potentially might, especially the nice and nice girl, you do opposite track. And they just fucking bad girl, fuckboy, fuck girl, the 2 narcissistic, they're gonna destroy the fuck out of you. And if you got the V card, the Virgin card, analogy, metaphor, whoever has the V card, I say all the time, it's an analogy, metaphor. When you lose it to this individual, in your eyes, that is your God. That's your goddess. All you see is them. You will give them your all. The downfall is if you do opposite track, like I did my first big mom. Nothing against her. Both of us, not me, both of us did on this conversation. Because if I knew all this shit I was saying on my tattoos, and we all say the same shit, the healing journey, I wouldn't even give her a chance. That's once again, on my tattoos, nothing against her. I'm born in the ghetto hood type of situation, but I want every day to die like I am. Spanish 101. In English, street folk, hood niggas, speaking the black market world at all. So I was not going to ghetto hood 1,000. I'm not going to Spanish culture, Hispanic and Spaniards. I don't date brown girls. Only a brown woman, a Hispanic Spaniard, if she's healing, preferably healed. So you can talk about God, Jesus, Bible, hey, queen, babe, that's a good conversation, but it doesn't make you a better person. If you're a toxica, too narcissistic, I'm getting catching cases, someone calls you, or they look at you funny, you want to cause altercations, you can stay there, I'm leaving. I'll drop you a ton of bricks. I don't, and I won't deal with toxicity. You're not a woman, you're a girl. I'm a man, I worked with myself. At 39, I finally became a father, a man, and an adult. Kids, yes, you're a mother and father, terminology, titles, but are you doing parenting? If the relations fall apart, can you do co-parenting? Typically, the male's more narcissistic wise, because the feelings, they won't let the exes go. So they cause drama and bullshit. Then you have courts, and you do what? Parallel parenting. He can say, fuck this shit, fuck her, fuck the kids. Now he become a tattoo, a deadbeat father. He can go start another family he wants to, but then call it, what they call it, the fuck out. If you're a quote-unquote a parent and you give up on your kids, do not call yourself a good person, a religious person, a spiritual person, an atheist person. All my tattoos on my back. You're good for the streets. You're good for nothing but pseudo garbage, respectfully. And I'm calling you that. Call me the same shit. Do reverse psychology. I don't give a shit about words. Words don't have feelings at all. 95% of the universe, you don't comprehend that. Tell me I'm wrong. Or breakups, everywhere about breakups. Or divorces, everywhere about divorces. There's a healing journey about the healing journey. There's the word addiction, word about becoming an addiction. Only beings do. That's it. Animals don't about this shit because they're respectful. They're smarter more than humans are. Because humans respect, we're ignorant as fuck. Because why? Fuck these feelings, let me get high, let me get drunk. Like the big cities, buying drugs. I didn't say it for 2 years of my life. You don't gotta buy drugs. They're fucking free. It's like Skittles. Now to take them or not take them, that's the question. Respectfully, you know. And to trigger you, to be trigger subject, tied on my body for a reason. You became weak. You know.
Look at that, bro.
I want to semi.
Yeah, like,
fuck. Is he okay? Somewhat.
bro, not a scratch on his body.
You got blessed. God bless.
Dude, that's nuts, right?
Yeah,
like, that's
no.
crazy.
God bless. That's the thing. Is like the universe tests you, God, etc. Right? It's like my situation 2 years ago. Still here, you know. That's why whatchamacallit. I'm always, if you ever see me like face to face, I'm always looking around. I'm always looking at my environment to the fullest. Even when I'm driving, I see I'm on my perimeter. Cause remember this, like I used to. I'm a badass driver, but then you get lost in your thoughts. Toxic relationships, you're fucking stressing about bills. Deal with her, deal with him. Like everything's happening, man. To the point that you have to check yourself. Like, hey, don't forget you're fucking driving. Oh, the last 5 minutes, I don't know what I was doing. Especially driving a manual, even worse. Like, bro, I don't remember like the last 5 minutes of driving at all. Like, how the fuck did I get a, accident? Like, say, God, Jesus, no, my last ones are watching over me. Like, yeah, I'm still here. That's why when it comes to accident, why did it happen? People are distracted. That's why. If everyone was in the healing journey, we would potentially be more mindful of what we're doing to be more, apparent to our feelings type of situation. And we try to be more focused on more happiness as a being, not stress, because stress is a killer. That's why I say that, which eventually I'll get tired of my body. That's say, analogy metaphor, you have enough, what is it? You have enough food in your plate, why do you want to add more food to your plate? Your eyes are bigger than your mouth. And break the breakdown of that analogy metaphor, East Coast talk, stress in life. Whatever your problems are and shit, that's your plate. I know you want to help others, but if you can't help yourself, don't not overwhelm yourself. Do not let people take energy. But it makes me feel good helping others. Then add more stress to your fucking plate. Then what? That's how you self-sabotage your life and overstress yourself. Stress is a killer. Fuck yeah, it is. But here's the best part. These bills, you have necessities. I gotta pay my electricity. That's necessities, right? Then you have accessories. I'm on Gucci and Prada. I'm gonna get more tattoos. Whatever the fuck it is, right? But that's not, it's a balance to happiness. But whatchamacallit doesn't make your life better as a being. And then from there, toxic relationship. That's the worst one. Because what are bills? As long as bills get paid, they don't bother you for 30 days. If you miss it, hey, you missed us. Email, text you, right? Until you pay, they don't fuck with you for another 30 days. Your toxic partner, toxic relationships, you fucking bitch about each other every day. They fuck you at work, they text you. Y'all, which I don't miss none of these conversations at all. Bitching, audio messages, video chat, text, through all fucking day at work. You can't even work comfortably because being them, like, fuck. More stress. Stress is a killer. That's why toxic relationships, they'll cost you everything in life. Toxic love will cost you everything emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, and potentially your own life. Because one person's taking energy. A zillion people in the whole fucking universe. Look around you. Look at yourself on zillions of options. Why the fuck are you stressing about one? I'm not saying go body hopping. No, far from that. But if it's not working out, be selfish, walk away. The door's right there, And that's what I teach all my kids, I'm trying to warn you guys, man. Like one of my sons going through a little breakup. I think he's like, don't call me now, like a 6th grader, I think, 5th, 6th grader. I'm like, Papi, I told you, y'all too young for this shit. You don't know what love is. I better figure out what love is at 39. And you're like, what, 10, 11? So you go, like, I'm forewarning you, man. And this is just the beginning of it. Wait till you get middle school, high school. And when you graduate, then what happens? Like, we got a generation, this cell phone technology, too many options. And your friends can pass boundaries. You know, so I'm forewarning you, man. That during altercations, because someone cheating, passing boundaries, and like, I'm forewarning to the fullest. But here's the kicker: I'm for you. I can't stop it. I can prevent it. The best part, I'm talking to you. I'm elaborating. I'm like, well, you know, go to church, pray. That's I could tell you, boy was a Catholic. Nothing's wrong with that. But if not elaborate, why you sad? You can leave whenever you want to. But yeah, she gave you all. I was you, but here's not gonna work in your favor. But if you want to stay there, stay there. But I'm here for you. And so that's why it's called codependency. I need them. Good. I pray for you, you know. So that's once again, a lot of people know this conversation. But your kiddos, that's why as a being out, I'm always looking at them just like, fuck, you guys don't know what you're about to get into. Go to school, college, A for effort, you know. They might not make it, you know. That's the shit for all of them. They might not make it. That's the shitty part. A lot of people should have longer, should have had better lives. The downfall of raising correctly. All of us raising correctly to the fullest. Because you could be good as a being. You could. Religious, spiritual. You have badass, empathetic families, which is beautiful. But that is you as a being. Your badass home, badass family. Everyone loves each other. Whatever, atheist, religious. Does not matter about the category. But as a family, you know, personal family, siblings, cousins, all that. Y'all get along, but then you go to school. Now you got bullies and bullshit. Yeah. Now they take your energy. You know, make funny because you love God, you love Jesus, Buddha, whatever the fuck it is, because you color your skin. All these bullshit man-made fucking wars. That's why child trauma. Everyone's got child trauma. Everything starts from home. But you have a beautiful home. Then it goes to school. That's your second home. You got my home, which I don't have a partner, I have a partner, but we're bumping heads. Or we're not bumping heads. So home is beautiful, but at work is toxic. You know, that's the shit for everybody out there, man. That's why I just preach about home. Raw real life, raw feelings, mental home. And your partners. Everything matters with your partners. And that's the shit for everybody out there, you know. But once again, nobody has to be here. You don't have to feel your feelings. Man the fuck up, woman the fuck up. Go. In life, what I say, you can go house hopping, car hopping, job hopping. Don't go body hopping the whole face. That's not healthy for nobody, man. Hurt people, heal people. We heal people. We tell stories and got Forewarn. You can do that. Don't recommend it, but you know, to Forewarn you, this is the outcome of it.
Okay, boys, turn around. John, what color is the ball?
The ball's white. Seriously? Bro, you just like making things difficult?
Well, what color do you say the ball is?
Black. The ball is black, clearly. I don't know if you see it wrong, but the ball is white.
Without looking at the ball, I want you to both switch places. Okay, both of you, please turn around. And what color is the ball now? Okay, please have a seat.
Throughout our lives, we believe many things, and we hold dear what we think is right and true. But at times there'll be others who disagree with us. What we believe to be 100% right, they believe the opposite just as strongly. Well, how can that? Can't they see? We can become frustrated, we might grow distant, we may even sever relationships entirely. Slow down. Breathe. Step into the other person's shoes. It'll make all the difference.
So you don't see what I see, right? So basically he has a basketball, and then he paints it half black, half white. Two people in between. So one side sees black, the other person sees white. And that's what you tell them, hey, now, without looking at the ball, both you turn around, switch sides. And that's where they stay quiet. And that's for everybody out there. When I say everybody has their own beliefs. So once again, black and white, no one's comprehenders. Higher source, you know, God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, the universe, the spiritual universe, your ancestors, and beings. Yeah. We're all communication. We're all messengers. Nobody has to comprehend nobody at all. But then when you want a partner, relationships, you date their universe and they date your universe. So remember, before you meet this individual, you have your life, you have your routine, whatever, kids, school, whatever the fuck you're doing as a being. So once again, I'm not saying don't be attracted to the potential to be, but the potential to be, talk about this shit. Like, what do you do in life? What's your daily routine type of situation? You can with your family, ask everything. Because remember, you did them and all their family. Every which way. Like, they could be a beautiful individual, but let's say the family's toxic, their environment's toxic, their people's are toxic. What are you doing there? And then you be like, well, chill out. Like, I love you, you're an awesome individual, but like, babe, like, your family's not good. You call it your friends, they're not friends, man. They're not really good. They use you for everything. They call you for everything. You know, they just need my help. Like, yeah, but look what they do to you, because then they take your energy. You come here, you're stressing, or they do it to you. Why you want? So then you don't want to talk to me. You shut down and you push me. You know, you crucify my tattoos. You crucify me and you push me away. And I ain't hurt you. I just want to love you and that's it. But you keep pushing me away. You know, if you keep doing this, I'm just letting you know if I'll get to believe. You should date your family, your friends, because respectfully, that's like, you know, you don't know what love is. You're not ready for love. You know, I'm not trying to be rude to you, but you got your language, you got your standards, and you got your boundaries. I respect it. I don't deal with toxicity at all. I won't ever deal with toxicity. Why? You know, a little toxic, not even a little toxic, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'll talk to you to the fullest. I'll give you scenarios every which way, so you know what you're getting into. And me, I for the whole universe, yo, queen, just to let you know, especially in the ghetto hoods. I ain't knocking the ghetto hoods 1,000. It's that, I mean, for a reason. I don't fuck with the ghetto hoods. I live in this shit. I'm not in this shit. You live in it and you're in it. It's not a good outcome, you know? And that's the shit for everybody. They're choosing her no matter what. That's why I'm Bigo, rest in peace, Munchie. You know, which I'm going to get to her little saying tatted on me, which I love it. She'd be like, she would say this, she'd be like, I'd rather hear the ugly truth than a beautiful lie. And it's facts. A lot of people keep it 100 and they sell dreams. They be like, you know, you're doing good. You know, keep giving chances. Nah, fuck that. I keep it 1,000. Ron Real. I'm not here to sell your dreams at all. Like, yo, queen, you're a beautiful individual. You're just phenomenal, platonic, no passing boundaries. Compliment. But your partner by your side, you know, they're fuckboy, fuck girl. They go to church. It's a building. It's a Bible. Action. Speak down the words. Do you believe, you know, to call you the fuck out? Do you believe Jesus? I mean, God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, the universe, the spiritual, your ancestors will be fuckboy, fuck girls, do what they're doing? I doubt it very much. So why do you accept it by your side? You have nowhere else to go to? You know, I know it's scary and to be alone, but I'm here for you. I can't really save you. I can hold you and guide you. And to form the universe, when you start the healing journey and you want to be like supportive and be like a life coach, type of, you know, you want to help others, quote unquote. Just to for one, like I was taught for my support team, almost 5 years ago. You know, like, they told me the same shit. Like, hey, just to let you know, I'm gonna hold you and guide you, but control your feelings best as possible. You're going through a breakup. Just to let you know, there is no chance between you and I. There is no chance. Other girls going through, you know, maybe the healing journey or on a journey. You're gonna catch feelings, and you really, you know, because you're having a conversation. I know it makes you feel good, but it's not factual. I did the same thing. Yeah, I got my real support team. I'm catching feelings, and tell me the same thing, so I pay it forward, and it's facts because we all say the same shit. I wish my boyfriend girlfriend spoke the way he spoke. Like, yeah, they don't know how to speak like this, and we're speaking like this because you're better starting the healing journey. So now learn from this, you know, and that's the intent. Control your feelings best as possible. That's why you do compassion. I put myself in your shoes, but respect, I feel sorry for you because I was you. Start your healing journey. You know, I can't do it for you at all. No, nobody can do it for nobody at all. Physically, yes, you can. Emotionally, spiritually, no, you can't, because that is their sadness. That's their anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, low self-esteem, anger issues. They gotta let go of their exes, past pain, toxic love, trauma, and child trauma. They gotta work on the triggers, reactive use, deflection, projection, gaslighting, manipulation, traumas, and then trade down insomnia. They gotta do that. But once again, you can be supportive, pick them up 1,000 times. As a friend and associate, as a partner, I don't recommend it. Because if you can't control your energy, y'all complain about them. You complain about each other. It's not gonna be healthy for nobody at all, respectfully. And that's why, once again, like that video, I speak black and white. I date your universe, she dates my universe. So I'll talk to her about everything in my day, like what I'm doing, my routine, and vice versa, to make sure we're compatible. And if she got kids, because once again, to the whole universe, behind the screen, you just see me, one being, right? But then it's the be, especially because on social media, people catch feelings, especially ones that are too empathetic. You guys, like I used to, overage myself, you know, you overlove it, you overthink. You can be a cute couple, you know, marriage, you know, make cute kids. Like, why are you down the rabbit hole? You're too deep in this shit. Why are you deep in the future? Here's the best part for the whole universe. Can you handle rejection? Can you handle the word no? Because nobody has to tell you, yeah, you can shoot your shot, and they tell you no. Can you handle rejection? No one's going to tell you yes, you know? But the cool thing about social media, I say it all the time, which I'm surprised people don't do this shit, even the young generation. But maybe because I'm a geek techie, I do this and I say this is the way I think, right? So before you shoot your shot, I'm not saying everybody has social media, but for the most part, a lot of people have Facebooks, you know, then from there was your IG, all that stuff. Especially the Snap. To me personally, Snap is the best cheating app in the universe because it was created by coders that were cheaters. That's why they created the app. And I say it respectfully, you know?
Yeah, for real.
Say that
I
again?
agree with that one.
So that me personally, I don't fuck with Snap. Too many OnlyFans on there, nothing against them. And it's just toxic as fuck. But once again, like all that, I don't speak Snap scores, all that. I don't know what the hell that is, respectfully, because I don't care to know about that. But anyways, the other apps, you know, I use myself as an example every which way, you know. I'm going to close the live, open the live on TikTok because I got a warning. As for warning, TikTok is the best platform to talk about a lot of things. The downfall has the most butterfly unicorns because, like I made that comment right now about Snap, someone got the feelings about it. And there's only like 2 people on my other TikTok, and that it says, you know, forewarning, audience. But I just closed the live and reopened the live because if you stay there, probably an ego, and then I probably pulled it because they reported you. Hey, what's up, chick? How you doing? How's it going? So once again, like the potential to be like, if they're locally or behind the screen on this hand cell phone, right? Do speed dating. I tell kids all the time on this platform, my live podcast scenario. You want to shoot your shot with me? I tell you before you shoot your shot in your head, before you overthink and overlove, babies and cute babies and marriage and bullshit, right? Go to all my platforms. What do I post? What do I talk about? Now go to your platforms. What do you post? What do you talk about? Based off platforms. Not even a verbal conversation. No DM, nothing. Do you believe we'll get along? Yeah, we're compatible. That's possible. If you believe so, then shoot your shot. But once again, I don't deal with toxicity at all. I won't ever deal with toxicity. Why should I? You know? That's shit for everybody, man. And from there, if marriage is strong, I tell you, let's say I go to her platform, shoot a shot, yo, she's party kicking it. Selfie queen, OnlyFans, all that. And let's say she's got kids, oh, fuck my ex, all that. Like, oh, there's drama going on. That's not healthy. And you see, you have kids, queen, you do co-parenting, you know, sitting there, I say respect, they say, oh, no, he's not in the kid's life, you know, he got me pregnant type of situation and moved on. Oh, bless, how you doing? How's life, Trippy? How's everything? How's your health? You know, and that's the shit, like, cool. Respectfully, there's no problem there, just, you know, they hurting the kiddos, but I say, no, I got my father, but he's drama, you know, he's all stressing and bullshit, like, oh, well, queen, respect me, thank you for being honest with me. You know, I date you, your kiddos, and him. And just to let you know, all these bitter baby daddies, baby mama drama type of situation, they haven't let you go. So their feelings still involved. No matter if your baby father, baby mother, move the fuck on, marriage and kids, they haven't let you go. So they don't want to see you happy. So just to let you know, if we date type of situation, and he sees you happy, and he's obviously around you and the kiddos, he's not like that. He will cause drama. So if I'm trying to live as long as possible, safe as possible, respect me, say this, I don't get involved with you. It's not you, it's the kids, it's him. You do the comprehenders till he starts doing the healing journey, he lets you go and tries to do co-parenting, then potentially you can have a relationship. You don't have the comprehenders, you're down to believe you hate me. That is your choice of your own, because I rejected you. But it's not you, it's him. I see, you know, future in a positive manner. It's not going to be a bad outcome. But if you want to find out the hard way and hurt your feelings and your own feelings, I'm forewarning you, we can do this. But just to let you know, I'm going to day one. If it starts becoming toxic, I'm going through that door and I'm leaving it. I'm not looking back. It's not you. It's not the kids. Kids are probably part of the package for sure. And the second of all, these kids are growing. These kids are, respect to say this, your kids are stronger than your baby father is, your baby mother is. Because look at that. Y'all hate each other in a toxic relationship and y'all break the fuck up. You can't do co-parenting. Make that shit make sense. You know? So, and once again, that's what I do as a being. I see future, you know, I form with everybody. It's so easy to do because it's all based off energy to the fullest. And nothing against the queens when I say this, especially on social media. On social media, these queens, all the queens in the universe, your body, your temple has more to give offer than a male does. No comparison at all. So you can pull them, but can you keep them? Will you be in healthy relationships, toxic relationships? And just to remind you, because especially in Seattle, I tell you to test your lust as a being to see if you can do monogamy, A and B, Jada and Will Smith, or do C through Z, poly open relationships. A lot of people say I want love, monogamy type of situation, religious culture. I don't give a shit what you claim to be, but you're always emotionally cheating. What's emotionally cheating? You know, nothing wrong with looking, but when you're gawking like you've never seen a fucking man or woman in your life, that's called emotionally cheating. So you want to test your, you want to test your lust? Very fucking simple. I do it all the time. I see out the fucking bikini barista stands. The queens show literally everything. I'm locking eyes with her. It's, observing her energy and having conversations about life. My tattoos, and that's it. Yeah, cosmetically she's beautiful. Blessed, beautiful type of situation. The intent, especially a bikini barista stand type of situation, that they have the physical appearance, they have the body, but you can see if they're squares, empathetic wise, healing journey, or the circle more narcissistic wise. They're too codependent of their body, the beauty, and the lust, and the looks. And I have to calm the fuck out all the time, queen. But when I say this, other than your body, your beauty, your looks, and lust, what do you mean to the table? I'm physically talking to you. And a lot of them don't know what to say to that. Like, what do you mean? What else do you have to offer? What else do you bring to the table? Money's irrelevant. Once again, response is, you look at the profession you're doing, nothing against you. You can do OnlyFans, do all that. But here's the kicker. So yeah, money, power, and fame, especially on social media. But how can you detox your relationship? How do you let someone take your energy? So when you shed your tears, remember this. Shed your tears, but you're beautiful, exotic, everybody wants you. You have the money, power, and fame. But how are you sound depressed? Make that make sense. How do you let someone take your energy once again? In this lifetime, how many more bodies, especially you, your situation, your profession, and all you queens on social media offer everything, right? OnlyFans, which we spend together, once again, lust. Every day bug around. But how many bodies you going through to fight, till you comprehend what love is? And you have to know the answer. I'll elaborate on the comprehend. It starts from you. It's not for me. It's not for nobody. I can add to your love. If you want true happiness, unconditional love, support, the real support teams, the fountain of youth, it starts from the person mirror you. It's not for nobody else. Everybody can add to your love, unconditional love, support to the fullest. But one day, imagine you didn't get up and walk away, or God forbid they pass away. Let's say you're a badass. I don't know. It could be your best friend. It could be your partner. Whomever the fuck, your own kid. Yeah, these deep ass conversations. Nobody else really can comprehend you. They're not on that level, right? They're like, oh, you think you're crazy, or like, oh, feelings. No, I don't want to talk about that shit. Gucci and Prada, social media, the drama, right? The universe all to test you. God's all to test you. Now they're not here no more. Now what? If reincarnation is real, what would you aim to be in your next life as a form? Me as a being, if it's, once again, I use the word idea and faith. And I'm starting Buddhism with Buddha, right? So Buddha talks about that, like in this lifetime, right? Remember, everybody has their beliefs. Don't say, when I say this, this little saying right here in a minute, I'm saying become a Buddhist. But me personally, I love Buddha because I barely started studying him 3 months ago. And I'm 44, 18 at heart, right? Born as a Catholic, nothing wrong with God, Jesus, the Bible, nothing wrong with that. But respectfully, when I say this, it doesn't really talk about feelings, breakups, because it's different generations, for sure, different times type of situation, right? And Buddha, the same thing, mind and body, which is beautiful, but he didn't respect and say this. A little bit of religion talk, minute, right? Our generation, these Buddhists now, they talk about more about relationships. But respect, I say this, I'm saying a lot of them, but they don't really sit on it. I sit on it. Why? Because no matter what you claim to be, religious, spiritual, Buddhist, atheist, does not matter. Everything would change, energy shift with a toxic relationship, especially when you stay too long. So once again, reincarnation, the idea in the next lifetime, in this lifetime, I'm 39. Next lifetime, I pray to God, I'm like 9 years old, saying the same shit, word for word for what I'm saying. Toxic? What the fuck is toxic? Breaking divorces? What the hell is that? You're like, nah, no one's gonna take my energy, But I don't know that. That's my situation. The next lifetime, if it's factual, don't know. I pray to God, I'm knowing these conversations because I won't deal with toxicity. I'll only date love, and I already know love starts with me. It doesn't start with her. She can add to it. I can add to hers. But I know 1,000. Guess what? One day I can wake up. She can wake up. It ends. Now you become sad and depressed. Nothing wrong with the grieving journey. You can shed your tears going through a breakup, divorce. Most definitely. Nothing's wrong with that. But how long will you shed tears and be in the grieving journey for? A week cool, a month cool, months, years, and then you're married or another relationship, but you're still stuck on your exes. Yeah, you still have a lot of healing to do. And that's just for everybody. That's why as a being, I just focus on myself, my home, and then once again, the potential to be, because that's where everything shifts. We can choose toxic stuff to learn from, then Subconsciously, life is for us, not against us. Letting go. Well, yeah, that's the intent, to let go for sure, but that's the hard part for everybody. Like, once again, first hard part is forgiveness. You don't have to forgive. That is your choice, free will. First and foremost, when I say this, you can lie to yourself, hate yourself. That is your choice, free will. So you do forgiveness for yourself. You know, you can't forget it. It's been written. A lot of us lie to ourselves. A lot of us forget things, or we're so traumatized about certain, I don't know, like a word or a subject or a scenario, right? So in our head, my neck tattoo, and after that part is mentioned, that door of pain, it's locked up to the fullest, and you forget about it. Dead the fuck ass. You forget about it till one day, you could be today, years from now, you watch whatever it is, someone in the street, you watch a movie, whatever it is, something triggers it. And now that door opens up, now you're sad, depressed, scared of whatever, your ex, father, where the fuck it is. You'd be like, damn, I haven't thought about I totally thought about that, you know? So like this little saying, right? I've been doing this for 5 years. So 3 years ago, man, I was doing my live podcast, right? The same routine, go live, chop it up with you guys, right? And I always say this saying, tough. And I always talk to myself, like, why do I always say that shit word for word? So 3 years ago, if I remember this, communication is half of it. I'm hearing you, I'm listening to you, I'm hearing myself, listening to myself. Communication, comprehension, that's on you. That's when I finally got it. It clicked in. Comprehension. That's what I say. Higher source and beings, while communication, we're all messengers. Nobody has to comprehend nobody at all, right? So I always say, because that's called emotional abuse, right? You got the physical, verbal, all that shit, right? But verbally, verbally, emotionally, mentally, spiritually wise, you destroy your partner, right? So the longer you are the individual, the more that hurt both of you. The ones that are more empathetic wise is gonna hurt you the most, because you want to give your all, right? So when your partner tells you this, right? Scenario, everyone with trauma attached relationships. My first baby moms for like 12 years of my life on the overall, right? Told me this shit. And, I didn't think about it then. Even when I do my healing journey, because I don't go through the whole thing, right? A lot of us don't know what the healing journey is correct, this terminology, and these feelings, these triggers, they're still locked up. Those doors of pain, they're still locked the fuck up. So once again, 3 years ago, now my 5th year doing it, I would say this, scenario, I'm your boyfriend and you're my girlfriend. We could be there for 3-4 years, kids and all, right? And everyone tells you you're beautiful. But in your eyes, especially looking at yourself in the mirror, you don't see that shit. You don't feel that shit. Because why? If I'm your partner, scenario, 5 years deep. In the beginning, it's all lovey-dovey and bullshit, like the Bible in the beginning. And then from there, shit falls apart. Because everything's talks about love, toxic love. I take back lust, love, toxic love in the spark, and now it's toxic. It's done, right? Anyways, so different than what I tell you. For 12 years of your life, okay, keep it. My situation 12 years, but our situation 5 years, right? So for 5 years, I tell you this every day, broke down. You're ugly, fat, stupid. No one's gonna want you. I am the best you, and I am the best in your life. I tell you about, I am the best you will ever in your life. If you leave me, you will die alone. You believe that shit, because remember, you hear that every fucking day, and that's the person you love, quote unquote. And you're like, fuck, why are they so mean to me? And what do? I pray, I plan, hope. Once again, as a being, I don't manifest, but for the spiritual people, you manifest that God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, the universe, the spiritual universe, your ancestors will magically wake up my girlfriend, my boyfriend, so they love me like I love them. The question is, when will that happen? That's why Allah would say they're supposed to. So that once again, 3 years doing my live podcast, said all the same shit, and I was like, oh shit, there it is. I think there was someone in the box on Bigo. Like, I'm sorry. There it is. Now I know why I say that shit word for fucking word. That's my first baby mom. I think about it here and there, which is minute, nothing crazy, but she told me that for 2 years of my life. And when it tells you, like, now you're good looking, like, I guess, I don't see what you're seeing. I think I'm ugly as fuck. So, like, the most exotic person ever, but no, I wouldn't call you ugly. I'm like, in your head, once again, doesn't matter who tells you you're beautiful, it doesn't matter, because the person that you love and they offer you toxic love, that's the one that's destroying you. That's the worst stress right there, by your fucking side. Once again, my first baby mom, hell on earth, all that shit, nothing against her, because she doesn't know this conversation at all. And that's the shit for everybody. That's why I do these live sessions. Whatchamacallit? To guide and forewarn, so you don't become me and many of us, And I don't make it sound easy, because why? Real support teams. Not because myself at all. I would take 30%, as I did the healing journey, 30% of the things that I say is my own words, my own, like, phrases. The other 70%, for the most part, is my real support team almost 5 years ago on social media. Like, me as a being, like, I love words. I love poetry, music type of situation because they're just words, and that's why I'm saying like no one really said this shit, and which I'm gonna tell my body because once again anyone says like who says that? Oh well, it's my saying. It's actually tatted on me. I can even show you. I made my shit to hoodies, so it's gonna say these words, these conversations, these languages have no feelings at all. So how's all the universes and their feelings about things that don't have no feelings at all? And see, I want to say the queens love that shit. Like, damn, that's some deep shit. I'm like, tell me I'm wrong, and it's not even about being right. Like, no, I'm like, you're not wrong at all. Like, and some people like, can you please elaborate a little bit more? Because I know it's deep, but I'm kind of confused. I go, well, miss, I'm talking to you, right? So let's say I'm your toxic partner, right? And I'm being verbally abusive type of situation. So does the verbal abuse worry about the verbal abuse? Does sad worry about being sad? Does depressed worry about depressed? And so on and so on. The healing journey worry about the healing journey? No, they're just words, they're conversations, languages. We expect shit's irrelevant. It's you and I as beings, because we're the ones that get hurt. We're the ones that go through these feelings, because I'm the person that says, I love you verbally, but I speak on the words, and I'm being emotionally cheating, passing bounds, physically face-to-face on cell phones, right? I'm being verbally abusive, breaking shit, physically abusive, being a fuckboy, but I love you. I actually speak on the words every which way. That's not love. That's incorrect. That's called toxic love, because love can't hurt. It's highly impossible. If God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, the universe, the spiritual universe, your ancestors is love, quote unquote, love can't hurt. Highly impossible. So my tattoos, love is consistent. Now, toxic love, that shit hurts. You love someone that doesn't love you back. You don't want toxic love. You don't want your relationship going from love to toxic love, because toxic love will cost you everything emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, potentially your own fucking life. And when your partner's been verbally abusive, passive bound, fucking jealous, controlling, they're your slave masters, to narcissists, these bad girl, fuck girls, and say fuck your feelings, and you're the slave. You can't do reverse psychology and say fuck their feelings, because that's mean, that's wrong, that's sin. And remember this, they're already verbal threats, physical threats, whooping your ass. Yeah, you might not be here tomorrow. And the reason why these boys and girls are too narcissistic when they take your ass out, they're all mad because they got busted. If they get away from murking somebody, trust, they'll still go on with their lives like nothing happened. No face, no case, as they say, right? That's the shit. You gotta be very careful who you get involved with, and that's why I do all these live sessions, my one-on-ones, all my tattoos for a reason. Fucking more to come, and then plays, all my clips, all the clips that I played, it's all emotional shit. It's all about raw real life, raw real feelings. That's all it's all about. Toxic relationships. And the best part when you hear these clips when I play them, if it's your personal one, yo, jump in the box, comment, yo, that's mine. I posted that 4 or 5 years ago on whatever, Facebook, IG. I got this app, which I'll promote it, to say it today. It's called Snaptic. You can either watch the commercials, 30-second commercials, and wait to download the video, or pay, I think it's like $10 for a year, whatever it is, or $20 for a year. And you don't have to worry about watching none of the commercials, and just download it. Hey, what's up, Miss Toxic? How you been? It's been a minute. How's life? How's everything? How's the kiddos? How's the hubs? How's everything with you? Good. Happy to hear that. I'm blessed, Queen. Thank you. Just financially making it by, I got to call the kids, 8 kiddos, but life in general, I'm blessed. Thank you. Mental health. Started doing my one-on-ones, She's doing good, and we're good over here. Hey, that's beautiful, Queen. I'm happy for you guys, Lovers, happy for your little family. I remember, I told you probably, anyone out there, when you all start your little families, try to do communication comprehension best as possible on both sides. To forewarn you, the cell phone, you should know your partner. It all starts with emotional cheating. Before physical cheating, DMs and bullshit, it all starts with emotional cheating. If your partner can't control lust, to forewarn you, the red flags are there. If they're doing it in front of your face, imagine at work, and in the street, the squad, to forewarn you. And that's when everything's going to start falling apart. And you got to be very careful with that, because you don't want to become many of us out there. I remember this, especially the queens out there, all this bullshit was, the stigma of single mothers. If the relationship's toxic, you believe staying together for the kids, religion, culture, because your parents, families did it, isn't be a better outcome for all you? It's not at all. Trust, man. I'm a single for 5 kids. I do co-parenting with a mother or boys. It was a blessing in disguise. We gave each other 7 years of our lives, and she's the one that did the best choice for both of us. She got up and left. Chose herself. She gave me 1,000 chances. My tattoo, not 1,001. So emotionally, spiritually, physically, she checked the fuck out. And it hurt really bad because now that's my second family. But because of codependency, I was raised incorrectly, not knowing a lot of us men and keyboard narcissistic. We do communication. We hear and listen to you. We don't comprehend you. And that's what we're bigger about the exact same fucking subjects because we are not doing comprehension. So all the shit that, no, everybody hears and listens to everybody, communication. But if they don't comprehend, they don't comprehend. That's why I made this series. So especially when kids are involved, you don't want you remember this. Everyone's got child trauma. You don't want your kids to become you guys. I tell my kids, don't become your mother and father. I see them every weekend. You know, I can see them whenever I want to. If I'm here more often, I just go during the week. Wise, I tell them all the time, don't become your mother and father at all. None of you. With kids in marriage with you at 30, 40 years old, make sure you're established for yourself. Or become us. If you become us, I'm here for you. All you, you know, like, yo, like, it's not going to be easy co-parenting. Feelings, yes, I get it. It sucks, but try to focus more on you and your little one. I'm here for you. I was you. I make it sound so easy. The best part, the maps of life tatted on my body for a reason. You know? So, and that's it. It's a fear in a positive manner for the whole universe. That's it, especially you queens, because you're the ones going to have the kiddos. And that's the shit. Like, you got to be ready for everything best as possible. But if not, then you wing it best as possible or reach out for help. Put your pride and ego away and don't worry about, don't fear asking for help. Because if a lot of men are narcissistic wise, not knowing, we should sabotage relationships and we fucking emotionally cheat, physically cheat. It's a fucking bloodbath, And no hate at all, just curious, what made you want to get face tats? Oh yeah, no, you can hate all you want, respect, I say nothing against that. Okay, my face tattoos, all these tattoos in general. And initially I was against face tattoos, neck tattoos, because I already know the job bullshit, the stigma. Me personally, I've been started doing this 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I started doing this. I want to say like November, December of 2023. I was, you know what? I know what I'm talking about. Remember this, as one being, whatever you know what you're talking about, what are you doing? Communication and comprehension. Just for you, nobody has to comprehend you at all. Even if you know you're right, it doesn't matter. No one to comprehend you. As long as they're patient enough, open-minded enough, they're hearing you and listening, communication, right? So, you know what? I'm going to call it the whole universe. So, I started putting on these tattoos, black and white words. So, like in Seattle-wise, a lot of queens ask me, oh, why do you have narcissists? Oh, they're just to get your attention. You know what that is? I know what it is. I comprehend it. They're like, are you a narcissist? I go, I can be. So can you. Anybody can become narcissistic. The word narcissist is the bad person, basically a fuckboy, bad boy, fuck girl type of situation. But anyone can be narcissistic. And I preach about environments, to make all this, really fast. It was something number one, how you doing? It's where you grow from, your environment type of situation. And then from there,
I don't know about that.
As far as what, being a narcissist? Or being narcissistic?
I'm not even sure exactly what that means. What does it mean?
Oh, well, a person that's like a bad girl, fuck girl, you're being too narcissistic. Like, let's say you're emotionally cheating, verbally abusive, physically abusive. You're being narcissistic in the Spanish culture. My tattoo, you're being a machista, a narcissist, right? Or, like, your girlfriend got just like a nun talks to nobody, but you can talk to girls, emotionally cheat, and that's okay. Which is Spanish, machismo, English, narcissism, double standards. So she can do it. I mean, she can't do it, but you can do it. But I love God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha. Really? So that's why it's called, the word narcissist, but you be narcissistic. But that could be anybody. And that's why I tell everybody, like, observe your peoples. Observe you. Like, which one are you, the bad boy, bad girl, fuck boy, fuck girl, then you're too narcissistic.
Okay. It says, the inability or unwillingness to recognize the needs and feelings of others.
Oh, if you want the man-made definition, that's a man-made definition. It's really simple, black and white. If you're as a being, if you're the bad girl, fuck girl, you're too narcissistic. You're too self-centered as a being. And then if you're too empathetic, you're the nice girl.
Such a thing?
Yeah.
Fuck boys.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was fuck girls. That's weird.
Anyone that's partying, kicking, and body hopping, you're a fuckboy, fuck girl, bad boy, bad girl, and I love God, Jesus. Just because you talk about God, the universe, doesn't make you a good person. A for effort. Actions speak down the words.
Okay, I get it. It's cool. God, you're like a vegan. Oh.
What? That's what I preach about. Look what this say in the. That's what I preach about.
No, go ahead.
No, what does the title say in the room? Free therapy talks relationships. That's all I preach about. That's all I care about. Everything else man-made, your job, your car, your body, it's irrelevant.
Okay, I didn't read the label. My bad.
No, you're okay. You're okay.
Sorry.
No, you're totally okay. You're totally okay. Hey, what's up, number 2? How you doing? How's it going,
I am a
Queen?
narcissist. Holy fuck.
Well, it's because we're not taught these terms. Once again, there's respect status allow us raising correctly. So whatever term you want to use, you know. But once you start like studying it, like okay, like I could be narcissistic. We can all be licensed with it. It's called triggers. Like I'm bothered, or you know what? When it comes to religious talk, born as a Catholic, I could blame the devil. Well, the devil made me cheat on my girlfriend, so I can blame the devil. Like no, I got free one choice. Everyone does everyday bug ground to behave or misbehave, to do right or wrong, and I can point the finger. Anybody can point the finger.
It's called free will.
Right, exactly. So that's why it's a being like, which eventually I'm gonna tell my bag. It's gonna say, everyday bug down. We all got free one choice. What are you choosing? What are you doing? To be empathetic, the nice and natural. To be narcissistic, the bad roll. A premeditated choice. That's what you thought about, and you can't blame nobody for your actions.
Yeah,
it's you.
You totally need a haircut, bro.
No, thank you. My hair is long. I just gotta braid it.
Dude, you look so
You know
much
your
better
hair
with
is your antennas, and when you cut your antennas, you lose a lot of things. People don't know hair.
Oh, come on,
Hair is
dog.
like your roots. You ever think about a tree, and a tree has roots?
Yeah, of
Right.
course, but hair is
That's when
different.
your hair grows
Humans
up.
are
It's
different.
not different.
We're
I-
not
different.
trees.
Hey, Pinky, I heard that before.
We come from the
Queen, sorry, not to read to you, but I've heard that before, and I've like respect status like that's like the more spiritual universe. Which respect status, I'm not from that realm. I love to hear about it. You know, it intrigues me. So that's what I say. Like more 4D to 10D, 20, the Matrix, those realms, the spiritual realms, like, and that's what I tell people. But as a being, I'm really patient, open-minded to having these conversations because everybody has their own beliefs.
You know what? We need some.
Mm-hmm.
You're just gonna take all the bitches then.
How so? And they're not bitches; they're females, the queens.
Because
Mm-hmm.
if you get a haircut, holy shit, dude, you'd be like, dude, style it back.
Nah,
you're gonna be top
respectfully, like I don't need the attention at all. Like if it's become natural, it's a conversation,
right
it's
now,
energy.
You look like a, I don't know, some disgusting skunk, dude.
I don't care.
No, you don't.
Respect you. I don't care.
Huh?
If I cared about shit, I respect. If I care
That's one
about,
thing I hate about the world is always something negative. How you come on here positive and you switch it and make it negative? It's crazy. But then you don't even have the ability, not even the ability, you don't even have the, what you call that, to show your face.
oh yeah.
Always somebody who never.
Oh, god damn it! That means I have to put on a shirt again.
But once again, as a beat, I don't.
A real profile picture, so you're not even a real person.
NPCs.
You're just a spirit. Energy.
Jesus Christ! Let me put on a shirt, woman. Shut up.
Sorry, miss. Apologize.
I can tell you ethnicity. I can tell what you look like. Just because of your voice.
Tell me before I put.
Queen, sorry about that. I apologize. Like, okay, I say when I say this comment, I'm probably to a lot of people. Me as a being, right? Brown, light skin, Chicano, Mexican, American, Hispanic, right? In this man-made bullshit world. So respect, say this, like, I really don't vibe with brown people, Hispanics and Spaniards, especially the Manichae boys, because a lot of them disrespectful, and, they can't do religious God, etc. But the downfall is, they don't, like, for example, that's what I said, machista, which is my tattoos. Like, if you speak Spanish, a lot of people that speak Spanish, locally where I'm from, right? They'll see it, especially the females, they'll be like, right here says machista. I'm like, all these English words, and you saw this because you speak Spanish, I speak Spanish, and they asked me, so are you one? So I'm going to say these 3 words, these phrases in Spanish, and then do English, one-on-one, right? So machista in English means narcissist. Machismo means narcissist double standards. This arm, mandi mandelo means beta simp. So in the brown culture, especially where I'm from, a lot of these men dislike me because they call me, oh, look at you're crying about your feelings. Like, I'm just expressing myself. And from there, I was breaking down these toxic relationships. And I say Eastern Washington State.
You can't see nothing.
Say it again?
You don't see nothing. I got tattoos everywhere, too.
Okay.
For my expression and stuff. You can't even see, but they everywhere, too.
Okay, no, which is nice. No, ink therapy.
Everybody can't see it from here, but yeah,
Right.
mutual.
Right.
You say you don't get a spiritual...
Right.
This man-made wrong. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Well, see, that's another conversation for sure. But me, like...
Blow up, though, or go away, or something. Don't get me. The fuck ever. I'm ready to go.
Right. And that's the part case when it comes...
I really chimed in my car before I came in here, and you were talking about how it's not of God when people like they love you, but certain things. So I just felt like, honestly, I want to have a conversation and, release myself from a little mini relationship I was just in with somebody who just chased me for the last couple years.
Okay.
And then I literally just stood by them while they were going through some court shit and bad situation. They just won a case and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I just seen how the love was, they were showing love to now it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So I
inconsistent.
had kind of chimed in with that. You were saying like, like it's not of God. When people like they love you, but their actions don't match.
Oh yeah, facts,
So it's
Queen.
just crazy because like I just had to deal with that. And for somebody who's almost 40 years old, he threw fries on me because they were cold, and I said, "There's always something with you," and he just threw the fries in the car.
I'm sorry,
and for
Queen.
me having what they call bipolar,
Yeah,
I just
BPD.
stopped my car in the middle of the highway and it's like, get the fuck out, because it was like that. Or me put hands on you and you are a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like for me, it's just like I don't get this generation or this world when it comes to the abuse of women and females and the things women just have to go through as a collective. It's really fucked up.
Facts. We know that's so. Me as a being, I'm a tattoo for the most part. Like yours is spiritual. I got spiritual, religious / life, right? So I keep it black and white. So I preach about environments. This might trigger a lot of people. I tell people, as a being, when you start the healing journey, everybody has their own gifts: spiritual, religious, tarot card readers, whatever it is, right? My gift, what I've noticed, is to trigger people with your feelings. And here's the best part: everybody face to face behind the screen. If I don't know you, and vice versa, I say my birthday. February 1st, 1981. Yeah, so it's astrology talk, not my realm. We supposed to say this. I'm an Aquarius, but that's all I know, and that's where I keep it at.
I'm really not into signs. I know about my sign, just because I'm a Leo, and I feel like, I don't know a lot of things. I do feel like I'm a lion. I feel like I'm a cat, honestly, in a lot of ways.
Okay.
I got 3 cats in here right now. They just, I don't know. I clean the cats. I see cats on the street. I just want to take care of them and feed them. I just always cats come to me. Like, I don't know. That's
beautiful.
Like, I was a cat in my past, like, maybe or some shit.
Potentially, that you said that term, like, in our past lifetimes, right? And then the future lifetimes, which is, once again, I tell people, like, anyone in the healing journey, they have this category, these sayings, which I preach is like, don't get lost in the sauce. If it's not your realm, if you're not ready for it, do not overwhelm yourself and try to study things that you're not ready for. Try to stay more in the present, right? And then, which I preach about, robbery of life, robbery of feelings. I'm sorry?
I have been here forever. I've been here forever.
Can you elaborate forever, please, if you don't mind?
I mean, like, this body is probably, if this body is 32 years old, but I have been here before this, and before this, and before this. It's like I remember and I'm tired. It's like I just keep coming back.
Which is reincarnation, right? So Buddha talk, right? So Buddha talk. So he preaches, well, rest in peace for him, wise, but he preached about, like, if in this lifetime, right? If this lifetime you don't figure out the healing journey and become awake and enlightened, which I use the term woke, then you will come back and repeat the same cycle over and over again until you finally get it. But
even if you woke, you still come back. It doesn't matter.
Well, see that, okay.
See, I'm gonna say from my point
yeah, please do.
My side of my spiritual guidance. From my spiritual guidance, we keep coming back until everybody figures out what love is and how to use it. So until that, like, you ever think about experiments and how they do experiments with bugs or mice or something?
Right.
I feel like we are an experiment.
Okay.
Our spirits, not our bodies. And that we just can't. We are our ancestors. That's what I feel like, because I feel all the pain of my ancestors.
Okay.
My gift is an empath. I know when things are about to happen. I knew my grandfather was about to die before he died.
Yeah,
I knew my best friend was about to die before she died.
Okay.
Like I told her, I was like, something's wrong with you. Go to the doctor. And she called me. She was sick. They both had leukemia, which is crazy. And I never even met my grandfather on my father's side, but something made me find my father, and I happened to find him in like 5 minutes. And then we did everything, and it happened to be my whole, you know what I'm saying? My grandfather was like, I was waiting for you. So, like, certain things I be feeling like I'm supposed to know, and I'd be like, why? So that's how I know I've been here, and I've been fucking tired, and I just be over it.
Right.
But the world is an experiment, and we all have to figure out what love is and how to love.
Okay.
And until we all, every single one of us, that we stuck here.
Well, see,
and
Queen.
we just keep fucking coming back. simulation.
The Matrix.
Almost like The Simpsons.
Right. Well, The Simpsons, The Matrix. Yeah. See that, which I've heard that before. I love these conversations because it's deep in the rabbit hole in a positive manner. Because the thing is, like, okay, for all of us, the big word, all of us, to finally figure out what love is. I don't know how many lifetimes everyone's gonna go through till they finally figure it. For me personally, in this lifetime, I tattoo at 39. I started my healing journey, awakening journey, woke journey. So I got my life back. I finally became a man, a father, an adult at 39. I finally comprehended what life is all about. And it's very, very simple. But once again, no one has to comprehend me. And I got blessed.
I'm stressed the fuck out. I'm 32. I had 2 miscarriages that I spoke about when I was young that happened into fruition as an adult. And then I just been single. I just felt like I'm like that plug on the wall, and you need to charge, and people come charge.
Energy.
And then leave me drained.
Right.
So serious. And I'm in L-Tech. So it's like I always have to take time away because it's just so much energy.
Right, facts.
People just like everything I do is like with other people, like even dancing. I was a dancer.
Okay.
Like I used to could deal with it. Now people touch me, I be ready to don't touch me. But when I was young, I used to do ecstasy. I used to drink, so I felt like a lot of it, that shit was turned off.
Right, numbing up.
Now I just now I'm older. Not even that. When you young, you party. It's just fun, you know. It is numbing, but like you don't look at it like that because it's just, I'm young, I'm having fun, and you know.
And then you have no guidance.
As an adult.
Yeah, it's which I preach about 2 support teams. You have the stalemate support team where like we're all toxic relationships, we're all doing our thing, but nobody's evolving. Stalemate, right? Then you have the real support teams. They're the ones that reach out to you, and they're the ones that try to guide and forewarn you. And like my situation, I had 10 lab workers 5 years ago, almost 5 years ago next month, and they told me, "Shut up! You don't have to comment anything about to tell you. I see you going through a breakup. You're doing live podcasts, and you're taking all the blame." Like, and they asked me, how can you say 100% of the blame is all you? Like, you can take it all, right? But I'm just letting you know from outside looking in, you have kids with her, right? Like, yeah, she can have kids. You can take 70, 80%, but I went to your profile and her profile. You're not bad people. You just don't know this conversation. You're both on a journey. You was on a healing journey, because if you were both on a healing journey, you have a better outcome, a better healthy relationship, you know? And I was like, what? And they're breaking.
America, honestly, I'm ready to get out of here.
What are you thinking?
Africa.
There you go. Hey, Spanish say this term, right? Which might be triggering a lot of people in America. In third world countries, for the most part, on the overall, it's a better outcome, and they're more empathetic wise for the most part, right? In America, it's a bloodbath type of situation, and morals, respect, pretty much out the door. Especially Spanish say this.
Everything's $1. Dollar bill.
Facts.
Everything's money. My sister lives in Sweden.
Okay.
Her skin is clear, hair grew longer. It's just everybody I know leaves just happier and just like, why the fuck did I ever live there or was born there? Like, why am I here?
Well, yeah.
So I'm really get out of here.
Hey, once again, in this universe you can travel. Okay, what I say, you can travel the universe, right? Wherever it's a better environment. But okay, you get a better environment, but remember this: don't forget about yourself as a being, because it's your mental health. Your body is part of it, sure, but it's your mind. Your mind is strong titanium, or it's weak with a piece of paper. Other than your mind, right? Other than your mind, ask any part of your body for advice. Any part of your body advice. A lot of us that are too narcissistic wise, when you rely on pride and ego, on beautiful, exotic, yeah, cosmetically, you can pull, but you can keep you healthy relationships, toxic relationships. And when you go through toxic relationships and you shed in tears, ask your beautiful body for advice to life. It's cricket, it's your mind, but when you have real support teams, for example, we're talking Queen, right? My mind is telling my mouth to open and say these words to you. But what am I talking about? What raw real feelings, raw real life, healing journey. Because that's all I care about. Everything else, respectfully, is man-made. It'll benefit you in life, but not with your mental health, respectfully wise. Especially, have no one to have the conversation. The advantage of everybody, because technology.
It's poison. The air is poison. Everything is poison. The clothing on our back is poison.
Can be.
It's like they take natural things and make it GMO.
Cotton
is poison.
Right.
Polyester, nylon, all that shit is blended, mixed.
Right.
Certain things, dyes, cornstarch, everything. You know what I'm saying? Poison and
facts. That's why, once again, I'm saying everyone become a Buddhist. No, Buddha-wise, they were more vegetarian-wise, vegan type of situation, because, like you said, and that's why that very minimal clothes type of situation. And that's why me personally, I say, I more raised a Catholic. Nothing wrong, Jesus and God's good, the Bible cool, right? But the cool thing about Buddha, mind and body, which I better start studying. But you know what? Spotify. Type to my cell phone, right? Technology. You know, Buddha. The first one was Buddhist. It was like Buddha music. Second one was Buddhist teaching from Tati Tim, older cat. And I was like, I'm just here. I'm doing DoorDash in Seattle, right? Listening to my buzz, chilling. I'm like, damn, Buddha's a beast, mind and body. That's all he focused on. I've been preaching about that for 5 years. He started at 35. I started at 39, right? I'm just like, so I do mind and body and then talk relationships because I preach about, money, power, and fame. But religious talk, heaven and hell, you can be atheist. No one has to die to go heaven and hell. When you go in your car, do you love going home or do you hate going home to your partner? If you dread to go home, that is your dungeon, your sentencing hell on earth. If you're happy to go home, that's your peace, your temple, your aura. You have it on earth. You're both blessed.
How about your roommate?
Same thing. Same thing.
Roommates from heaven.
Same thing for
Do you see me? Do you see how I'm in this state? It's 4:35 in the morning, and I'm up on live because I don't want to be in this house. My roommate has made it uncomfortable where I'm not coming here. I'd stay in my car
okay.
all night if I didn't have my friends here.
Okay.
I just don't even I just moved back from New York to Maryland, like the D.C., Maryland area.
Okay.
And my roommate is my best friend's brother.
Okay.
And we knew each other for years. I moved in. I started working for his company. I'm helping his company do better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking cooking, cleaning. Mm-hmm. So he starts to buy me little stuff, starts to flirt with me, and I'm like, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. The baby in the basement.
Right.
We're not doing this.
Right.
He started buying me the stuff I want, little nice shit, this and that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm celibate. I'm just like, leave me alone. So I ended up giving in.
Mm-hmm.
I had to cut it off.
Okay.
And then when I cut it off, he put a order on me, tried to kick me out. And ever since then, we just been.
Do you know why, right, Queen? Do you know why? Because he can handle rejection. The word no, right? You're being nice about it, and he can handle rejection. Right.
No, but he ended up getting the cat. No, he ended up getting the cat.
Okay.
He got the cat 4 times, then he got cut off.
Okay, well, so there, but okay, so he got the the cat, right? But then when you rejected him, right, and he doesn't like rejection, boys can go to too narcissistic, pride and ego. Even if they get it right, the skin TLC. Well, I say TLC, sex and intercourse, keep it simple, PG, TLC, right? They hate rejection. They're supposed to cut you off. They're the ones to push you away, discard you, quote unquote, not vice versa. So when they do that, they use many things against you, become bitter, and what? They threaten to take things from you, right? Go on social media, pay the road and tell a sob story. And that's the downfall. When it comes to energy, you got to be very, very careful who you lay down with, exchange energy with. So, respect and say this because the TLC part, a lot of people get triggered, and nowadays, respectfully, I see too many virgins out there. So my tattoo, right, the cell phone, I'm a 9 cell phones. So Queen, they can't see you, they can hear you, right? To call everybody out, because for some reason, people forget what happens when you become one, it's your energy. So it's gonna say, when you have, when you have TLC sex intercourse, you change energy from a bond, soul tie, twin flame, trombones, potentially catch feelings, STDs or babies because of one act. Control and protect your energy best as. Because that's the part that's sacred, quote unquote, right? Because, scenario, I want to get too much, I want you to be with you, right? So I got my universe before I met you and vice versa, right? And from there, when we become one. And we become one, scenario, you ghost me, I'm not shedding tears, I'm not chasing looking for you. If I do it to you, what will happen to you? Will I take your energy, stand in depression? Because, what I did was wrong, ghosted you, right? I sold you a dream. But here's the kicker. As beings, how do you react after the fact? If you take energy, you have a lot of healing to do, respectfully.
Me as a being now, when I was young, if I had like heartbreak or something, I would cry. I would be in the bed. I would be like, it would be like so strong where I was sick.
Right.
Like, I was so
facts.
And just, but now that I'm older, it's so different. And as, because they say, Leo, the zodiac, I disconnect easily, which is, it's crazy because I love so hard. Mm-hmm. But now I'm getting older. I know how to just shut it off. I can love you and just...
All right. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. It's because you're becoming wiser, more strong with yourself, because now you control your feelings and you do more compassion. Like, that's my situation. I say all the time, as a being, right, the potential to be a time, hey, Green, just to let you know, I don't need you in my life. I want you in my life. We match energy, you want to take energy. If any of us take it, please open your mouth and realize boundaries. You're not, and you won't hurt my feelings. Remember this. This is your life and my life, but please do not accept me in your life.
narcissist just spazzed on me when I went to go talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even get the respect of having a conversation of why I feel like we should end. He just spazzed and got the fuck out the car.
Because
like he already knew what time it was.
Right.
It wasn't like didn't even just. It was just like I just wanted to be like, listen, you're not giving me what I was getting, and I'm not gonna. It's not like for us. We both, I feel like everybody go through life.
Right.
You have to choose if you want to go through bullshit with that person and all of that stuff.
Facts.
But for you to keep pointing out, I'm crazy, everybody got some type of crazy to them, okay?
We're traumatized.
You keep saying I'm crazy. Like, certain stuff, so it's like for me, you keep pointing out my flaws, or I'm driving, you know how to drive. I know how to drive very well. One of my favorite things to do. So it's like, I don't get why you keep trying to put negative stuff, like point negative stuff out about me. I just didn't understand that. Like, I was just like, no, I'm not about to do this because obviously there's something wrong with you and yourself, and you trying to put it on somebody else.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
Hey, Queen,
I wasn't going for this shit.
I don't know if you heard those terms, right? So when someone bullies, right, they love you, quote unquote, especially that part, right? But anyone that bullies anybody inside the broken leg lost, no healing at all. They're on a journey. They're on a healing journey, right? So what they're doing, the terms they use, this on for a reason. They're doing deflection, projection, gaslighting, manipulation. So if whatever they say about you as a being, and you're not doing that, and that is not you, they're talking about themselves not knowing. They're out of themselves. They just don't know this conversation yet. So that's what they're doing, and that's a bully's bully, because they don't know how they don't want they live in fear, scared to feel their feelings. They don't want to have this conversation, so they bully others, and everyone's traumatized. That's why the big term. No, yeah, facts, because they say your family can be empathetic. Yeah.
I am a person who tells you about yourself. I will
keep it 1,000.
It's not like I don't keep it like it's not like to hurt your feelings.
Right.
It's like you need a reality check, and none of your friends around you want to tell you but a real friend.
Facts.
So usually the people that's in my life, they can deal with the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And the ones who can't go. So it's just like me telling them the truth. Like I don't know.
That's beautiful.
I'm like feeling some type of way because I fell in love, and I don't know how the fuck I got there. I feel like I was manipulated into it, so I'm kind of pissed off.
Well,
because I came out here to focus, and I was focused. I'm still focused, but it was like I'm getting my shit together to move and saving up money, but I'm still buying you food. I'm still doing this. I'm still picking you up. I'm still time. So it's just like I hate wasting time. Now you make me want to fight. I fight men. I fight girls. I fight anybody.
Well, Queen, not to get to that point, the physical part, like. If you're gonna, like, when I say people, like, I don't get physical, right? But I'll destroy it with words. So, and that's because words cut deeper than a knife, right? I remember this, like, Bigo Squad, rest in peace, my sister Munchie, she would say this, which this is her saying, right? Which I'm gonna tell me as a being, if it's any positive, negative words or passage that would trigger people, I put in my body, right? So she would say, I'd rather hear the ugly truth than a beautiful lie. And that's, she was, yeah, just don't lie to me. Like, if I'm doing wrong, saying wrong, please let me know. Hey, look at Sabrina the cat. That's awesome. Pretty cat. Fur babies. There you go. And that's the intent. Like me, like, once again, when it comes to age, right? Age is nothing but a number. It's a maturity level. You have an 8-year-old maturity, a 100-year-old, a 100-year-old maturity of an 18-year-old, right? So that's why. Yeah. So you vibe with the people that vibe with you. And when I say, love is consistent, it's straight as a fucking arrow. Toxic love. You don't want toxic love because that's when the bickering starts happening. And it can escalate to even worse than that, But that's why the intent.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
I just lived in New York, and I had to deal with that.
Yeah, well.
New Yorkers are angry motherfuckers.
Well, it's environment. It's environment. My first.
You know what?
Go for it.
You know what it is about New York too? New York is the devil's city. It's
that's what I've heard.
Playground. People don't know.
Well, Go ahead. Sorry.
The Statue of Liberty is not a female like everybody think it is. The Statue of Liberty is literally Lucifer with the shackles on his feet and the fire. He's the fire bringer. It's Lucifer, but everybody thinks it's a fucking Lady Liberty. It's not a female at all.
They didn't know
so
that.
It's just like, it really is.
Spiritual talk.
They call it the Big Apple.
Right.
Big Apple. Why? Because what they eat, the apple. They got two big significance from the Bible, which is one of the biggest books in the world.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Right.
So it's like, who knows? Like, we don't know.
Yeah.
I want to know. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I just feel like I'm in this 50 fucking lation, I swear. 'Cause some days I feel like I'm myself, and then some days I don't. It'd be so weird, I can't explain it.
well, that I know I comprehend that feeling. That's why me as it being, I always reference back to the Matrix. I tell you haven't seen it, definitely watch it because there's a lot of.
Oh no, alright, trust me. I have watched that movie a million times.
Same here.
That and the Fifth Element. The Fifth
Oh yeah, Fifth Element.
It has
Yeah.
some shit too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it has some shit in. I'm sorry, I don't know.
You know, it's another one which I recommend for the future self and all this. Like they say like like you and I are talking right now, right? Supposedly some people have the gift to see like the other versions of themselves, or they go into the future / the quantum. So I recommend Interstellar because that's deep, because they get to that point you try to remember and they try to forewarn people, but then I'm sorry.
You do shrooms?
I've done it twice so far, and it's okay. So which I promote it here. It's the Codependent body is not addictive at all. Second of all, it's natural. But I will form the whole universe. Like, as long as you're not too traumatized, I recommend it. But do it for sure. Definitely microdosing. Have someone to overwatch you to fullest, and then have positive music and positive thoughts. Because my second trip, respectfully, I was watching X Tentacion's documentary wise, and I forgot the beginning scene. Pretty much close to the beginning scene wise, when he yells, it was too late for me because I got greedy. Because my situation, the reason I was doing it for, because no one to comprehend me as a being. I'm blessed. I'm healed. There's no more healing for me to do. I can learn from others. Queen, I'm talking to you. I can learn from whatever you believe are in your universe type of situation, right? I don't have to comprehend, but any word or phrase you say, you know what? I love the way you say that. I'm gonna study that, right? I can take that because you can never have enough notes, knowledge, wisdom, analogy, metaphor, riddles at all, right?
Cats are healers, right? Black cats are healers. Everybody say black is bad luck and this and that.
Right.
When I was pregnant and I didn't know I was pregnant, he came and laid on me every day on my stomach. And I'm like, yo, what's up with this new habit? You got, like, I'm so confused. Like, I didn't know. And then the crackhead in my neighborhood, she said, you pregnant. I said, what? She said, I see you every day. Your ankle's fat, your face fat. I said, what? I went and got the test that day and I was pregnant. I said, oh no. Then I went to the doctor and they said, you pregnant. I said, what the fuck? I ended up having a miscarriage. It was crazy because it was like, my cat knew and the crackhead knew. So, you know, when people be judging people because they do drugs and stuff, you never know. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
because that lady, she would say some wild shit. Like, she would know shit and people think she was crazy, but she wasn't. She was gifted because she knew. Like,
right.
She told me she sold the baby and everything. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, see, that's respect. I say this like psychedelics, right? When people doing the harsh drugs like meth, ice, all that good stuff, they have those trips, but respectfully, when they sober up, the downfall of those type of man-made drugs, that shit's codependency because they want right. Yeah. So it's when it comes to me personally, everybody has their own the body reacts differently. So me personally, when the main high of the shrooms is gone, my body takes about 24 to 36 hours to become normal, like when I'm functional, because my sixth sense kicks in and I can hear everything amplifies. I'm driving, I'm like, your tires are going, you can hear them. Oh no, they're like,
yeah. See, I don't know. When I'm off shrooms, I take a lot. I don't take a little bit because if I take a little bit, it don't do nothing for me.
Yeah, everybody has. Well,
I dose.
Right.
Yeah. When I do, like, if I'm driving or anything, I haven't had a bad trip.
That's good, which is beautiful. Mine went bad because once again, like, as my second trip doing it, and I was forewarned. Hey, like, and me as being my mental up here, like, all my tattoos and my scars, 95% of them, they're cuts and wounds, right? So I don't have I'm healed. No one has to comprehend this part. Cause a lot of people say, I believe the universe says this. These therapists kind of say to put fear in people. The healing journey doesn't ever end. It's a lifelong journey, a lifelong process. What I do, got to forewarn. You're done to comprehend, but I'll put fear in you to forewarn you. So that means kings and queens, all my tattoos, especially my neck, for the rest of your life, to forewarn you, you're done to comprehend. You will always have anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, low self-esteem, anger issues. You won't ever let go of your exes, your past pain, toxic love, trauma, child trauma. You'll also have triggers, overthinking, reactive use, deflection, projection, gaslight, manipulation, traumas, and the cherry top, insomnia for the rest of your life to your last dying breath. If you want to believe that is your choice, free will. I don't recommend that. I'm healed. I walk around the streets of the universe in the Matrix. I just see energy. Like I look at everyone's man or child. All it is, like for example, if I see a person sad, I used to be sad. That one's depressed, I used to be depressed. That one's lost, I know that look.
You know what? I don't feel like, for me, I feel like it's not my own depression when I'm depressed. I feel like it's other people I absorb.
Yeah, energy. So you can do that for sure if you don't know how to control it.
That shit off. I don't like people touching me.
Right.
And people always want to touch me. I don't know why. Can I get a no? Why? I don't know why people just be like, can I get a hug or this is can I like try to touch me?
Well,
Queen,
always try to touch me.
Well, here you just said the answer. Remember this. Us empathetic people that are too empathetic wise, if you can't control it, it's because they want our energy. We make them feel good. The downfall that when they take energy and from their wise, there's a dilemma. When you say that, saying like, for example, you don't want people to touch you, and we say the term, well, I help people all to take my energy, right? So why do you allow it? Learn how to realize boundaries. For one, you.
Allow it. I said I don't let people touch me. People be trying to.
Right. So because they're drawn to you, and that's why especially when it comes to
especially with my nails, they're like, "Oh, can I see your nails?" So they want to touch my hands. I'm like, "You see them? Don't touch me." I know they long and they little extra. Because I promote my business too, and I grew up with all the older ladies having long nails, and I was obsessed.
But which once again, that's cool for sure, most definitely. But if you control and protect energy as best as possible, then you're blessed. Easy said and done. I better start doing that at 39. So now I comprehend them sayings and like, and the thing is like we're raised that, you know, by saying this term that we're wrong, that being selfish is wrong to sin. The fuck it is. If you don't got you, then who got you? The universe, your family, your partners. Fear in a positive manner. For warning, just to put fear in your heart in a positive manner. Anyone could, did you know anyone could leave, anyone could cheat, anyone can ghost, anyone could break up with you, anyone could divorce you. That is their choice and free will. When they do, and which they shall, how we react, how we respond, or do you live in fear and scared of that? That little saying be tatted on my back. And eventually make sure to hoodies. And the best part, black and white, these words, these conversations, these languages have no feelings at all. So how's all leaders and their feelings about things that have no feelings at all? Make that make sense, respectfully, you know? So that's why I just tell people to focus more on yourself. Be selfish and positive, my kids. If you don't got you, who got you? And relationships, that's what hurts everybody.
That's when I try to let other motherfuckers in. I just feel like I'm already spicy, right?
Well,
I'm with somebody that's spicy. Like I don't want to be pepper. Like I'm already a lot. Like I don't know. I'm already hot sauce. I can't even. The hottest pepper. I ain't got time.
Well, see,
he's spicy. So like, the other day too, I just got spicy, and I just feel like you do become who you mess with, even if it's a short period of time. No matter what, you get something from them. I don't know why he crazy. I was at my client's house. I clean sexy. So he like knows his client, everything. Like I go over there, clean his house, no funny business. My dog might come with me, might not. I go clean, he calls me like, oh yeah. And he's my friend too, he's not just my client. So he go get my feet done and he's like kind of mad, jealous, like, oh, don't be mad when I be hanging out with my bitches. I'm like, first of all, they women, and why would I be mad if you hang out with female friends?
Right.
I'm not insecure. Platonic relationships are needed. People
Facts.
think you're just supposed to have love.
Right. You
have to have friends of the sex so you can get have these conversations, have interests. Just I don't know,
balance.
Bad things. So.
Right now it's balance. That's but once again, because social media, that stigma, like there's no way a man and a woman could be like platonic. I was like, it's called if you can control your lust, yes you can. If you can't control your lust, your eyes are bigger than your mouth. You say, friends love respect, but then if you're passing boundaries, then what?
Have friends that you're not sexually attracted to, and then I have friends I'm sexually attracted to, but I never cross that line because I like the relationship we have. You know
right? No, well that's and then we say that's the lust part. That's why I tell people like as they be and test your lust. If you control your lust, you're good. You can do platonic and then monogamy, A and B, Jen and Will Smith, or you're gonna do. Say you're in monogamy as a partner type of situation, y'all was cheating. Now you're doing the C to Z parties. Now you're doing the Jada August entanglements. But I'm a religious person, spiritual atheist, good person, but I'm cheating. Make that shit make sense. Action, speak down the words. Love doesn't hurt. Highly impossible. False love hurts. But once again, no one to comprehend that. That's what me as a being, that's all I focus on. That's all I preach about. All my tattoos. Life, talks, relationships, you know, and then your body, mind, body, and toxic relationship, because it's the person by your side that you want to exchange energy with, and you're doing it willingly. Why? You know what? I dig this person. I love the energy. I love the universe. Let's try this. But the intent is not a one-sided relationship. It's both-sided. Communication, comprehension, best as possible, and everybody has, once again, their own beliefs. If you can't talk to your partner about everything, respect what are you doing there. You know what I'm saying? Like that ass. So when I say the potential to be, because I'm 3 years single now, right? And I don't give myself 2 more years, and I say respectfully, because there's got to be potential queens out there that are more awake and woke out there. If not, maybe in this lifetime, I don't have a potential partner that can match my energy, so be it. I'm not going to question my self-worth, be mad at a higher source. Nah, why? You know, a zillion people in the universe, why would it's just about one? And that's why I tell you, when you start the healing journey, give yourself an ETA time. For how long will you be single, celibate, if you choose to be celibate, right? You know, my situation, I don't give my...
I know I was doing so good.
Well, see, okay, chill out. Celibacy, right? Good subject. To fall in the just because you're celibate and you're both celibate doesn't make you a better person. That just lets, you know, you're telling the universe, I can control my lust, right?
It makes you cleanse from whoever else energy you had.
Right. If you can control energy, yes. Yes. Well, that's a part of it. If people can't control the energy, yes. You know, when you exchange energy with others, you bring it with you. You know, they tend to detox from that. And when you control them and take your energy, scenario, I could have 1,000 girlfriends, right? All of them cheat on me, divorce me. I don't shed tears. And I say respectfully, every 100 grieving journey, a week, sure, a month, months, years, you have a lot of healing to do. So that means that energy comes with you because you haven't let them go, right? So I don't shed tears. And I tell you day one, off the rip, hey queen, just to let you know, I don't need you in my life. I want you in my life. A zillion queens in the whole universe, whatever it's just about you, one. And we can't be open to each other about everything. What are we doing here? And so what I say, the potential to be my partner, right? We go into the friends, best friends, lovers, portion, and therapists. We talk about everything. You're willing. And remember, my situation, I've been doing one-on-ones with thousands of queens for almost 5 years now. Platonic, no passive boundaries at all. So I have a potential partner to get in, and she wants to be like jealous and controlling. Yo, queen, babe, I'm not your exes. That past trauma, you know, you can talk to all the guys you want. Platonic, if you want past boundaries, but just to let you know, I don't deal with emotional cheating. You can't control your lust. How about this? Be with them. I love you. I actually be on the words because love doesn't hurt. You're trying to hurt me. You can't hurt me. Be with them. Respectfully, you have a lot of healing to do. And that's because I protect my energy. And if we exchange energy, they can't take it. Why? It's my energy, you know? But once again, people will come and go. My last potential to be last year, she taught me this. And it was just beautiful. Everyone can learn from everybody, right? She said, like, you know, marriage, grow old with each other, last dying breath forever. It's not factual. Like you said, the word factual. Because scenario, we're not together, but let's say we're a couple of 5 years, and one day I wake up, and I talk to you, babe, I love you, but I can't do this no more. I'm gonna squash it with you. You ready for that? I go, babe, I told you day one, I don't need you, I want you. That's your choice if you will. And I asked her the same thing. What about this? If I do that to you, I wake up, babe, I love you, but I can't do this no more. And she's like, I'm not ready for that. I go, well, there it is. So what? You don't need me in your life. You should want me in your life. But it's not just tomorrow. It's time, but all the red flags are happening in the beginning, like the Bible talk, right? I'm going to pat my back. It's to say that in the beginning, to attract all the religious people, because, the Bible, I go, well, to get you, because you're religious, more like it, right? I'm always a Catholic, to get your attention. But no, this is more for everybody else in relationships that turns toxic. We all say the same shit. In the beginning, was all lovey-dovey and shit, and then all magically, it became toxic love. So what was the red flags? What did you cause it? Did they cause it to be toxic? You know, and that's the shit for everybody. And we all say the same thing in the beginning. Nowadays, especially because social media and technology, a zillion options in the cell phone, I give everyone 90-day fiance. That's all I give everybody. 30, 60, 90 days tops. Everything starts with lust, then it goes to love, then it goes to toxic love, and the spark ends. So you ban like money, porn starts for 90 days, get the shit out of your system, and you have nothing in common. Now what are you choosing? What are you doing? That's the shit for everybody. And that's the shit. Everyone says, I want love. If you know what love was and comprehended it, and you would not ever talk about toxic relationships. If it becomes toxic, you'd walk away. Oh yeah, it was good for 40 days. And you know what?
I walk away. I can't. I know what love is. I can't do that. That shit is going to drive me nuts. I have to. I know what love is. I love myself too much. It's not about like, as people don't know what love is.
A lot of us don't. Nah.
They like the word.
Queen.
They like the word though. It sounds
right.
good.
Well, exactly. So at 39, Because my real support teams, they taught me, they elaborated. Like, we can say that, I want love. Okay, if you want love, then why are you going through the breakup? You can say, I love you all you want. It's just a saying. Actually speaking other words every which way. So if you know what love is, why am I reaching out to you? Why are you on social media taking the blame for the breakup? You know, like, you know, once you comprehend it, I promise you 1,000. Well, you say, they say 100, I say 1,000. You won't ever cry about it. You won't even shed tears. Nothing wrong with the grieving journey. Everybody has their own, but you won't let people take your energy. And that's why I preach everybody. Do you know what it is? Do you comprehend it? Because if you do, I don't want to ever see you go on social media, in the streets, sad, depressed. I went through a breakup, and it's been months. Months? Why did you let them take energy once again? Did they sell you a dream? Why did you let them sell you a dream? You know? The best part for everybody, I preach about doors. Everybody goes to doors. Your car, your job, homes, whatever, right? But the door we bitch about is our homes. That's what I preach about. When you get in your car, are you happy to go home? Your peace, your temple, your aura, heaven on earth, or you hate going home, you dread going home. That's your dungeon, your sentence, and your hell on earth. And you're not even dead. You're living this shit. Respectfully. I don't miss none of that. I'm a single father with kids. I do co-parenting, right? My second mom's a mother of boys. First baby mom's nothing against her, respectfully. My tattoo, she's a deadbeat mother, nothing against her. She's not in the healing journey. If she was a little bit, she would reach out to her daughters, 13 years ago. That's her choice if she will. But now I'm alone, face tattoos. And it'd be nice to have a partner, but once again, 3 years single. I'm not alone in loneliness. No one is guaranteed forever. And on top of that, I was Forewarn almost 5 years ago because I want to speak black and white, but keep it simple. They told me if you want to learn black and white, speak black and white, people don't like easy. They don't like simple. And we say verbally, like, I get you. And it's happening to me now. Like, your energy is going to be too strong. And to Forewarn, you might push people away because they don't like the fact that you respond easy for them. They don't like easy. And it's facts for the most part. So maybe in this lifetime, I might have a part. I'm sorry?
Like, people want you to disagree with everything. People like yes people. It's for you to say yes with everything.
Facts.
Be on board. Be a fucking puppet. They want you to be a puppet. They don't want a partner. They want a puppet.
Right.
When they don't get that puppet, when they just, I don't know.
They push away, but it's because energy. That's why, like me, as a being, like, boys and girls are too narcissistic. It's energy. It's all about the eyes. You lock eyes, you see each other, body language, like, nah, they just leave you alone, walk away. Even the females, like my situation, telling queens, like, yes, queen, comment, you're blessed, but here's the kicker. Inside, you're broken, like you're lost. If you're a female, quote unquote, right, and spiritual, quote unquote, religious, teach me something positive. Teach me, if I'm going to break up, what do I do? If I'm sad and depressed, what do I do? If you got kids like I got kids, how do co-parenting? If you tell me I don't know or go see therapy, are you seeing therapy? Are you in the healing journey? That's what I'm going to tell right here. I'm going to say a journey for the blue pillars.
I need something. I don't know if I need therapy. I need something.
Well, what's
I
again?
don't like help.
Okay.
I'm one of those people who I don't like help. I'm the one who like to help.
Well,
so
okay.
It's just like, I know I feel weak when I get help. That's bad.
Well,
so for me, it's just like I'm the one who's giving all the time.
Right, and that's why my tattoo. Okay, you're the original self, right? So when I say that analogy metaphor, you're my inner child. So I use the same thing. I comprehend the exact same feeling. The reason being, when we're too empathetic, my tattoos, you're too empathetic, you're too nice, you're too gullible, you're called people pleasers. It makes us feel good to help the whole universe. But when it comes to us, we don't help ourselves.
I'm a people pleaser.
I'm sorry?
No, I'm not a people pleaser. I wouldn't say I'm a people pleaser.
Well, it's the term, it's the category they put us in because we help others out. It makes us feel good, but we don't help ourselves. That's our flaw. Eventually, we do control who we help to a certain extent, but even then, they take our energy. And then, like you said, to ask for help. Don't matter if therapy counseling. If you can't afford it, 5 years ago, I can't afford therapy counseling. I'm seeing 5 kids, right? I got my cell phone.
Like, for me, a therapy counselor, bitch talked to me too. When I was in there, she couldn't talk to me, so I can't talk to you.
Right.
That's just how I am. I'm an energy person. So it's like, for me to read your energy, you need to talk to me.
Facts.
You can't just, don't give me that little office fake shit.
Right. Well, see, that's...
I'm energy, whatever people's energy, I'm a reflection. I'm
right.
like a mirror. I'm a little mirror. Yeah. And that's why he's seen how he acts back and he didn't like it. So it's just like anybody, when they see how they act back, they don't like it, and they realize that was them, they always call me back. I get callbacks. I get callbacks from 10 years ago. I get apologies from 5 years ago. Like, right. So serious. It's sometimes people realize people realize you're a good person. I just happened to move back to this side of Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not this side of Maryland, but from New York to Maryland.
Okay.
And so many people, the fakeness, like,
oh yeah,
it's amazing.
Well, those are the NPCs. Those are the ones that. So I just preach about those are two journeys. The blue pillars, the major talks, they're just entertainers. They're on a journey. Everything man-made, money, power, fame, social media. But the people in the healing journey, the red pillars, were educators. We're the ones trying to feel their feelings and share it to the universe at the same time work on ourselves. And the intent to control, protect your energy as best as possible. Because for the most part, other than kiddos, because that's their job to take our energy, because they're still learning, because we was a kid, is partners. Relationships make you, break you, destroy you. It starts with one person. You sold them a dream, they sold you a dream. In this lifetime, how many more bodies you're going through? How many more times you're going to sell them a dream or have them sell you a dream? You know? Because you have everything else in the universe on point. Money, power, and fame, but it's the person by your side. That's the dilemma for everybody. All the things people are scared, of love, that's incorrect. Love doesn't hurt, it's not impossible. Toxic love hurts. You don't want that by your side. Because trust and loyalty, they can break it. If they break it, what are you choosing? What are you doing? To give them a chance or not? To be selfish for the positive matter and walk away or stay there?
Loyalty.
Oh, nice.
Loyalty. I got things set on you too. Loyalty, bipolar,
okay.
African tribal, sunflower.
Nice.
And sunflower is a pure flower. A lot of flowers are fake. And some flowers pure. A lot of people don't know a lot of flowers are fake.
Let me see real fast. I think I can move in the bigger box. I forgot how to do this. It's been a minute. Let me see.
Only God can judge me. Life lived.
There we go. Can you show me again?
Maybe I live it.
Oh yeah, you're decked out. See, mine's hard to see, but I'll switch in a minute. Okay, there you go. Yeah. So I have
Loyalty.
this. Nice.
Love.
Oh, I got it.
I wear.
You think questions? Oh yeah, you can ask away if you want to.
Mm-hmm. I wear it on my face, so that's how I feel love.
Yeah.
You see how I feel on my face.
Okay, see,
I want to stab my knock out.
I got love right here.
I
got love on my sideburn. So it says love right here. This one says hate. This one right here is not mine. I worked at an old job, right? And my boss, when I met her, she had a sideburn, fresh tattoo, right? Ink therapy. And it said unworthy. And me, I know of the word. I haven't heard the word in a long time, right? So I took her the word. It's my sideburn. So it says unworthy right here. And what's the opposite? It says worthy. I told her, right now you have to feel like that. What you've been through, traumatized, toxic relationships, child trauma, right? But in due time, when you start the healing journey, you'll feel worthy. Because the answer to life is a person in the mirror. All you ever knew was you, the end. You just don't know that yet. You believe that love is from others. They can add to it, but when they want to, they can believe or they can mistreat you. That is their choice of free will. The situation is when they tattoo you, what are you choosing? What are you doing? What's up, fur baby? What's the fur baby's name? I'm asking.
This is Fairy Marie. The other one was Eclipse.
Oh, you got two of them? Nice.
I got three.
You got three of them?
I got two black ones, though. I got one girl, one boy.
Okay.
And I got a gray and white one.
Awesome.
I got a dog.
Oh, there you go. The squad. Heck yeah.
Oh, what you me? Little girl. You can't eat a donut. I don't even eat this shit. I'm just going through something. So I'm eating junk food.
Yeah.
That's my coping mechanism right now. Bullshit.
Well, that's what we do or go to when we go through our little our negative energy or triggers, In due time, it'll get better. That's why I say. Mm-hmm.
I put her down. She got right back up here. You cannot get a donut. It was just the fact that I just was like by myself, just be by myself, and it's just I really don't know. I'm usually good at staying by myself too.
Yeah.
My dog died, like my best friend. My dog died in January.
So X says that's completion, right? Spiritual talk, emotionally and spiritually. He's always by your side, checking on you, make sure you're doing good.
I know.
Queen Pink.
Baby.
On TikTok, I'll if you don't mind, I'm gonna read this comment. If you want to give your input, you don't have to. I respect your boundaries, okay? So they ask, I'm in love with a girl who goes to another friend for comfort when we have issues. They have history. What's your thoughts on that? If you want to give any advice, you don't have to. I respect your boundaries. If not, I'll go.
So, recently, I went to my ex to go do his hair, and I told, you know, the person I was dating that I was going over there. So I FaceTimed him when I was over there, and he texted me all out. So, oh, you showed me you could be trusted. But I just let, even my ex had messaged me probably like a week or two prior, basically saying like, you know, if you were open to like trying feelings with me again type shit. And I let him know, well, you know, I'm in a relationship, and I'm a loyal person. So respectfully, when I was over there, he said he wanted to touch me, and I felt that, but he didn't. I just did his hair and I left. But after the, you know, end of the day, he ended up like, you know, that's how I felt. And it's just crazy because I knew that, but it's just like, respectfully, he was talking, you know, telling me about his baby mother, and I was talking about him. So I don't feel like it's bad because we both have the ability not to have lust, even though it's always there. That's my always forever. I got his name tatted on me with always forever. We just both the same sign, and we both stubborn, I think. And it just didn't work out then. But we always love each other and been there for each other no matter what over the years. But we just not together. But we love each other forever.
Platonic then.
So it's like it's like a friendship there. But we used to be we used to be in a relationship and fucking and all of that. So it's just a respect that we just, you know, it's other parties there, so we just, you know.
Yeah, but it goes from a relationship to platonic friendship, which is cool. Control the less part, best as possible. And when you say they have history,
but, you know, because recently I was like, you know what, this nigga keep playing with me. I'm like,
Can you elaborate when they how you say they have history? Like, we say that like friendship history, or there was a couple. I'm asking, because that's like, you know, the queen said right here. Wise, you know, like it could be, you know, you go from a relationship to platonic, as long as you control your lust, or sometimes, you know, they go either, you know, friends zone them, or that's the ex type of situation on standby, and you have your friend, you know, ex's benefits type of situation, and that's the part you have to be careful with, every which way. And as long as platonic, that's when I get my tattoos. Jane and Will Smith, A and B is okay. C to the Z party. If you ask for advice, it's platonic, it's okay. But if they're passing boundaries, they know they're passing boundaries, what are you choosing? What are you doing? Because more likely they will, you know, they're emotionally cheating, go to the physical cheating, and there's a dilemma to stay or not to stay. And that's why you gotta control your feelings best as possible. Your emotions, if not, you'll give them chance upon chances. Because I pray, all my tattoos, I pray by Him manifest that God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, the universe, the spiritual universe, my ancestors, magically wakes them up and they love me like I love them. The question is, how long will it take for that to happen? How many hours, weeks, months, years, babies to find, you know what? I love you 20 years after the fact. Yeah. But you suffer for 20 years. Respectfully. Yeah.
I just not looking at people's souls. So I try not to look in people's eyes. I do not want to look I don't look in people's eyes.
I used to be the same way.
It's like I'm looking at people's eyes, but I don't, like, respectfully.
Go for it.
I had this thing where I'm looking at people's eyes, but it's like two different ways. And when I look into your eyes the other way, that's when people want to be with me or date me or love me or something. And it's like, I try not to look at nobody like that.
Right. Well, see, that's...
But my eyes always tell. I don't know what it does. I can't explain it.
Well, it's energy. So, like you said, you have two ways to look at somebody. And I love to look at people's eyes because I look into your soul, right? So
but it's not on purpose, though.
Oh, me, I do it on purpose. Before I was shy, I would like look at your eyes and like talk to you, and then like talk to the wall behind you or the tree, right? And once in a while, I glance eye contact, and then go away because I was more insecure and more introverted, right? Now, meanwhile, I was like, I just stare at eyes. I'm studying your energy, you know, to see, you know, how you are on the overall as a being.
Yeah, that's how I am too.
Yeah.
I study everything, the eyes and body language, but it fucks people up because.
Well.
If I stare too long, then it's a problem, or you want to get to know me, or you want to date me, or something.
Well, that's when you observe that energy, right, and you see that, okay, like different. There was elaborate. Hey, I'm looking at you, I'm studying you, but just to let you know, platonic. In your head, please don't overthink that there is no us. Just to let you know, don't sell yourself a dream, and they don't have to comprehend that. But we had eye connection. I was studying you. I was seeing energy. I know we locked eyes for quite a while, but just to let you know.
Some people be like, you know, you heard of the terminology like sirens or mermaids or witches.
Yeah, right.
Of course, you know, you heard the terminology.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm getting my eyelid first.
I have
What's
an
else?
interest in active things. I'm
Have
a
fun.
dancer.
Yeah.
I'm a dancer.
Okay.
So, like something I do. I can't make this shit up. And it's like, for me, it's not even dancing, because I have made money off talking. Just dudes come to the club to dance, get dances, but they end up talking to me.
Right.
It's something within me. I feel like I attract energy.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like a bulb or something. It's like, I don't know. I need people to stay the fuck away from me now.
Which, once again, it's more the female side of queens, right? So, like, that's cool and all, right? But remember this, I preach about environment. So, like, you can give people advice, like, great jazz, but what's their intent with you? Are they platonic, or are they catching feelings? And then a lot of boys are narcissistic, and queens too. Well, see, that's the thing, like...
No. People, then when you fall in love, you want to control me. I can't make this shit up.
No, I know.
I have a female tatted on me.
Mm-hmm.
I have Ashley tatted on me.
Okay.
I have Sandy, which is a man.
Mm-hmm.
And I have, I'm telling you, I make people fall. I have the 3 people I love on me.
Okay.
I love somebody else, but I never got names.
Okay.
But, okay, so for instance, I'm going to say, okay, somebody when I was young, when I was like young, this was my person, like my young, like, he had kids, different baby mothers. I didn't give a fuck. I was just, like, something just always grew us together. Like, I met him one day, I was leaving school, and he was going on the train with his son, and I don't know, he just made sure he sat next to me on purpose, and I don't know, recently, he got married.
Okay.
And found my Instagram and reached out and was talking to me, whatever, and then informed me he got married.
Okay.
What was the point of you reaching out and finding me, having general conversation, and be like, oh yeah, I'm married? But I already know what it was, because that was that, like, some people you just can't let go. And I feel like I'm that person. He just always has to check on me. He don't follow me, of course, but I know he always just checking in to see what I'm doing or certain things. I don't understand life. I be feeling like that's my soulmate, honestly, because I don't know. But I be feeling like, because certain random things I just think about him, be like, what the fuck, why? I don't get it.
Well, that's the wrong thing about your exes, right? But Allah's like, you're the only one that can let go. And once again, like I tell people that all your exes be your kryptonite. They can come today, tomorrow, 20 years from now. They can be married, family, and everything, right? And then still talk to you, right? Reach out of nowhere.
Not with me. With my ex, it's only one person that could be like that, and that's him. That's
okay.
That
Well,
one.
see, well, there it is. So that's the part where, like, can you destroy energy or they take energy? Are they passing boundaries? They're married, because just because you're married.
He said he wanted to see me, and I was like, all right, but we haven't seen each other yet. But I respect marriage. I respect marriage. I don't play that shit. I respect marriage, so I would never.
Marriage is the title. Remember that, like, nowadays we Spanish say this, like.
Title, yeah, it's a piece of paper and it's a ring, but it's a respect to me. I believe in loyalty.
Right.
So for me, you don't have to be married, but if y'all both believe in loyalty and y'all agree on loyalty, then it's a marriage. You feel what I'm saying?
No, facts. On both sides. Remember this. A lot of you queens are too empathetic, and you give your all 1,000 to this man, quote unquote, but he's a fuckboy, and he loves God. Jesus is alive. And so that's why in Spanish, for example, I tell the whole universe to put fear in all the queens in the universe. If you're not from the Spanish culture, Hispanic and Spaniards, right? You know about the culture? Fear and positive. 80% brown boys are fuckboys. Don't fall for the care, porque hablo español, the language. And we're hard workers. We don't work hard relationships. You're the housewife. I got the work wife, club wife, wives everywhere. But I love God. I love Jesus. I'm spiritual religious. That don't mean shit. It's just categories and terms. And me as a being, I call you the fuck out. Whatever you think to be. If you love your wife or husband, right, and you're cheating on them and verbally is abusive, I'll call you the fuck out. So with God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, the universe, the spiritual answers, do what the fuck you're doing. I doubt it very much. So why the fuck you doing what you're doing? Why don't you let them go? You know they deserve better. You know that, but you don't.
It's just good and bad. It's just like right from wrong, you know?
Yeah.
It's like some things is already you I don't know. I don't know. I be feeling like it's easy to be nice and just genuine, but you gotta go out your way to be mean, and you know what I'm saying, and just nasty. Like,
well, if they're too narcissistic, nah. We Spanish say this. I speak like I'm once again for a reason. If you want to deal with toxic love, go out to the ghetto hoods of the whole universe. If you want to deal with more love, go to the suburbs. And yes, you do have people in the suburbs for sure, but on the overall, look at the energy.
you got to deal with money.
money can do it for sure, but that's...
Listen to this.
Go for it.
I know white women, right? This is not about brown. Any race can be fuckboys.
No, for sure.
There
No.
are white men.
Right.
There's white men who beat on their bitches. There's
No,
white men who cheat.
Correct.
Who got office wives and they make enough money to support that.
Well, facts.
It's some of them who come from the strip club
Right.
and trick off on some of the girls who sell pussy.
Correct.
So like for me, it doesn't even matter about that. It's a matter about who really loves and who don't.
Right, but see, my situation, right? So me as a being, I would say at the time in podcast, like, hey, I'm not gonna all the ghetto hoods because I'm in the, born raised in the ghetto hoods, but I'm not in it. I don't live. You don't see me in the streets. So I tell people, you can't miss me. So you don't see me at clubs, house, bar, none of that shit. Respect. I grew around it. I'm not in it. So and then from there was the Spanish culture. I tell kids all the time, you're like the brown girls, Hispanic and Spaniards, always Dominican, Cuban, Mexican, Queen. There's your problem. You're a brown boy, not a brown man. That's culture based. You have to be submitted. I tell queens all the time, you want to see your future? You could be 10 years old. Look at your mother, your older sister, your older female cousins, your auntie's grandmother, abuelita and shit, still with the grandfather, and he's a fuckboy, and he's still whooping her ass. And he goes to church, loves God. 50 years from now, if you're in a toxic relationship, that is your future, and you're 10 years old. I just told you your future. And what happens to you? Oh my gosh, she was right. No, it's a broken record. Everyone's robotic. Either you're too narcissistic, that bad boy, bad girl, fuck boy, fuck girl, or you're too empathetic, that nice and nice girl. The intent to do balance, the yin and the yang. It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a garden in a war. Balance both sides. Everyone's a copy of everybody, every which way. They just don't know that yet. Respectfully.
Yeah, that's why like I'm sitting here looking like your mom works 2 jobs while your stepfather's at home.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, pick all women who make money and make sure shit get handled. Because you're just living in a cycle. That's exactly what I try to say.
It's a broken record.
Like, my mom has been with my stepfather for years. I feel like she could have did better.
Well, that's what the intent, respect, when I say is like, our families, especially our toxic families, you know, there are future, there are forewarnings. Do not become them. And I say respect this line, right? Which my family does when I speak, right? I say, so at 39 years old, respectfully, I stopped becoming all my toxic family. There's 5 years after my breakup, all of them still together. Bitter as fuck, miserable as fuck. And they brag about mammy bullshit, my cars, my home, my jobs, my homes. I tell them, that's cool. But when you go home, 5 years after my breakup, you're still toxic and bitter, and he's still fucking around. She's still fucking around. When I go home all alone, no partner.
My mom had 2 kids, me and my sister.
Okay.
And me and my sister are both 30-something. I'm 32, my sister's 35.
Okay.
Me and my sister have no kids.
Well, nothing wrong with that. To respect and say this, like...
We see my mom and how she had 2 kids and just how life was, that we just was like, we wanted to be different. Whenever kids older, you know, certain things.
Yeah. Which I preach about.
Yeah, like, you know. Yeah, my mom did good, though. I'm not going to say she did good. I just don't like my stepfather. I feel like my stepfather, he was alright, but he not alright. He picks and chooses. Hey, boo.
Yeah, I know. I'm a single father of kids, right? So I preach about to all my kids, don't become your mother, father. Kids in marriage, don't have that.
5?
I got 8.
Oh, damn.
I got a squad.
You dropping the load.
So I tell I tell all my kids, don't become your mother, father, man. You know, I tell everybody, you know, my kids were showing everyone out there, the young generation, like, no, well, it's okay. Kids are a blessing, also a lesson. Respect, I learned the hard way. I wasn't taught like any of this, but I'm not blaming nobody else because we can point the finger, like, which I was telling by, you know, someone you're in toxic relations, they'd be like, choose better. It's gonna say choose better. ... How can you choose better if you don't know better? Make that make sense. And then we can blame our parents, right? Because everything comes from home, our child trauma. My parents should have taught better. How can your parents teach you better if they wasn't taught better, right? Make that make sense. So that's why it's called, which I say, everyone's stuck in this on what? The generational cycle. The intent as one being, you, Queen, is to break it. You can't, all this for my ancestors, my family, it's only for you, but you can guide Forewarn and share it to them. Hey, this is how I did it. This is what I'm working on, and so on and so on. Pay it forward to the universe. But to forewarn you, nobody has to comprehend you at all. No one has to comprehend nobody at all. Everybody has their own beliefs, and sayings. But what the situation is, what I preach about, is the person by your side. You can have bad friendships, platonic, friends, all that great jazz family, but what about your partner? When you want love and you're ready to get involved with somebody, are you both ready for this? Not just one-sided, both sides. If it starts both-sided, because everything in issue, like the Bible, in the beginning starts both-sided, and when we start becoming one-sided, then what? What are you choosing? What are you doing? Or you cry about it, or pray for benefits to thick and thin, which I don't recommend, but that is your choice if you will. And that's why I say respect something as my family. I want everybody to become my family again. If it becomes toxic, I'll talk to you about it. And if you don't want to change it yourself, I'll just get up and leave respectfully. Rejection is protection. This is my life. A zillion queens in all the universe. Why would it just about one? Make that make sense. There's got to be other queens in the universe to healing, more awakened woke journey that I can vibe with, rock with. If not, then I'm not staying. Why? And that's why maybe in this lifetime, there is no potential partner that can actually match your energy. Maybe in the next lifetime, but if that's factual, so what will you choose to do? Keep getting relationship wise, do platonic, be single. We spend a lot of queens, y'all become single celibate to your last day in bread because you're scared of trust and loyalty, because of love, My situation, I'll give myself 5 years. I'm April now. So last month was my 3-year anniversary, so I have 2 more years. And if I do this, if I pray to God, I'll get to that point. But if it does, I'm on 9 platform, 9 cell phones, right? My Bible will say, hey, I waited 5 years patiently. Now I do benefits. I'm the whole universe's boyfriend. I won't ever have a girlfriend. And that's because I chose that. Because respectfully, that's all I'm giving myself is 5 years. I'm giving a potential queen 5 years. If not, maybe in the next lifetime, but I'm not going to be single celibate for the rest of my life because there is no potential that can match my energy. No. I'll teach all this potential to be, hey, maybe you in this lifetime, you'll have a partner. And I don't have that here. It's okay. And that's for everyone. A lot of people scared to be alone. Nothing's wrong with being alone, man. It's the loneliness and you're lonely at night. No physical body by your side. And if you have a physical body by your side, is it healthy or is it toxic? That's for everybody. Once again, that's all I focus on. That's what I go live for. I play all these clips. If it gets your attention, cool. If it doesn't, keep going. And the situation for everybody is like, you gotta know what love is. If not, then people will keep taking energy. And it doesn't matter cosmetic, how beautiful, exotic, money, power, and fame you have as a being, especially in social media. How are you going through a breakup? How are you shedding tears once again? And you have money, power, and fame. Make that make sense, Respectfully. That's why it doesn't matter. It's the cosmetics for sure, but it's the mind. Like me, now I speak this, I energy. I want to get to know your mind and your body. I tell queens all the time, is he dating you because your body, or is he dating because your mind and body? What is it? A lot of say I love you. You're just a trophy wife. To back one for the books type of situation. To say they claimed it, tag type of situation. And when they get it believed, then what? That's the thing for everybody, especially queens. You got to be very careful because you got the beauty, you got the looks. But if they're leaving, why they're leaving? If you're leaving, why you leaving? And how many more bodies you going through in this lifetime? Respectfully, I only have, relationship-wise, 5, but I did my benefits in Seattle in 2011, which I had a smartphone. I had no MySpace or Facebook. All my benefits, I had to talk to them face-to-face. I'm an extrovert because Seattle, because I love talking. But the downfall is like small cities, and people think, especially the male, that if I talk to females, I'm flirting. No, it's called conversations. I'm not a virgin. If I want to shoot my shot, I'll shoot my shot, but no. And me, personally-wise, I'd rather have a queen shoot her shot because that's, she's interested. I'm not traditional where, text. No, it's a conversation, man. That's how you get to know people. Conversation, energy, you have to know people, individuals. And from there, wise, if the spark keeps building, you keep involved in the conversation to go deeper about it and see if you're both ready for it, So, yeah. Chilling.
Yeah, she be chilling. She's a little one, so she be doing all of this. My other boy, he's fat. My other black cat, he's fat.
He's chilling.
Yeah. Fairy Marie. She pick and choose when she want attention. Sometimes we try to pick her up, but she just jump over me. But that's because my female's being
Okay.
maybe what?
Yeah.
I didn't get female neuter. My boy got neuter because he was marking everything and it smelled bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, though. That's me. I got fur baby. I got putty cats, and I got 4 little chihuahuas. I'm just like, I love you guys. Yeah, I have 8 kids. I'm like, Max, she'll give me shit. But I said, hey, I'm supposed to be single with all these cats and dogs. What happened to you? I'm like, man, you're just strong apparently. So I chill with the fur baby. But I go, I love all you guys. I take care of you. But respect when I say this. No more babies. No more fur babies. Like, after y'all do your time, it's time to go. You know, my condolences. You know, next time we'll see each other. But no more. Respectfully. Nah, I got enough with my kiddos. You know, respectfully. Like, they're cool. No, just it's a lot going on for me. I'm only one person. And on top of that, you know, do my one-on-ones. Like, I don't stop doing this in my last day in bed because I'm just trying to tell stories and to guide Forewarn so you don't become me and many of us that get so the dream, and life's hard. Like, no, it's not hard. I promise you. We're just raising correctly, and don't let people sell you dreams. That's the part for everybody. It doesn't matter what you have in life that's man-made. It's the person by your side. That's the problem for everybody, you know, respectfully initially. So.
Yeah, a lot of people get people to be by their side for materialistic things, for children, for all type of things.
Right. And that's
the right thing. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, facts. That's when you accept them. Like I'm watching this, it's on YouTube, because my kiddos, right? I think it's called, like, I'm so bad with names. But anyways, they play a bunch of videos, movies, like little skits. And it's just, they're awesome. My kids showed me, I'm like, damn. I go, kids, watch that. That's what happened. You're the bullying. You know, do you date somebody because, you know, they're cool, popular-wise, their bodies, or because of money, because their family's rich, you know? So this guy made a comment. Let me see, where is it at? And I'm like, yep, gonna get that out of my body. Let me see. He said, if you choose money over love, then no matter what, you will always be poor. Because you're blooper rich, mammy rich, but rapper world, emotionally, spiritually, you're poor. Inside you're broken like you're lost. So yeah, you have money, power, and fame, but as an individual, especially your partner, look how you treat. A lot of respect, we mistreat our partners, but we show the whole universe love and respect, but not our partners. Make that make sense? But I love God, the universe, Buddha, and so on and so on. But our partners, negative. And that's the shit. That's the shit for a lot of us. And I'm saying all men, all women for the most part. A lot of them are more empathetic wise. A lot of men to be taught, you know, to be narcissistic boys. You know, we're not taught to talk to our partners about these conversations. So what happens? You're my housewife. Then what I do, because everybody does this initially, we play their little sob story, and I tell everybody in the universe that you're not treating me right, not talking to me. And I call it the if line. There's got to be a book about this. I guarantee there is. I haven't looked for it. Respect, I won't. But when the person that you confide into, you know, that have this conversation about your partners, and they start, you know, catching feelings, they be like, well, if you was me, Rito, you know, whatever your wife's not doing, I'll be doing. So TOC, conversations, love, what? She put it on the table. Now what am I choosing? What am I doing? Am I there for advice? Or now I start catching feelings? Start with the most you cheating, go on the cell phone, DMs, you know, sex and all that bullshit, and then it becomes the physical cheating. But I love my wife, but I'm spiritual, religious, atheist, good person. Make that shit make sense, man. That's it. You know, you gotta be very careful. You get involved with every which way. And when it happens to you, what are you choosing? What are you doing? You know? And I like to say a saying like, was a cheater, I was a cheater, once a player, I was a player. With you, that's factual. With you, that's what they tell us to be selfish and a positive. You know, choose yourself and walk away. Don't look back. The intent, your ex that cheated on you, falls back, starts the healing journey. So don't cheat on the next person. And you always cheat, and guess what? You can't. You'll offer monogamy. A and B, Jada and Will Smith. You can't do monogamy. Your eyes are big in your mouth. You will always fall to lust. Because the answer is fuck all this, especially on the boy side, not men's side. Fuck, because, you know, because biology, because the Bible says money, power, fame.
That shit gonna work.
Say it again.
I said a lot of people want to be poly now and think that shit gonna work. It works for some people.
Okay, I love that conversation. Okay, poly came. When it comes to poly, right? I have nothing against it, but I tell everybody, here's the best part. If you can handle one person's feelings, how the fuck can you handle two or more? And for the most part, a lot of men are too narcissistic. They'll be like, we can bring all the females we want, but you can't bring no males. But let's say she wants to, or the other girlfriend wants to, then what she do? Accept it? Fuck all. Be submissive? Fuck all that bullshit. What's that?
I went to go get this alien on my face. Right?
Okay.
I was having a stressful day, and I wanted to get a tattoo. So I'm like, I'm gonna go get alien real quick. And I end up going there, and next thing you know, the girl comes out, and she's moving around doing little stuff. But I feel her energy, like he peeping me.
Mm-hmm.
So I end up talking to the couple. We never did anything physical.
Mm-hmm.
But I ended up talking to them, like trying to become their friend and stuff. And she basically telling me, like, she's, willing to take it slow, getting to know me as a friend.
Mm-hmm.
He's just all rush. But what I received from that relationship is he's with her because he went through something traumatic, and she was there wiping his ass, taking care of him. And he loves her for that. But I feel like he don't want to be with her no more, but he won't leave because of that. You feel what I'm saying? And that he wants to bring somebody in to keep their relationship together because they've been together less than a year.
Mm-hmm.
No, they've been together for like a year.
Okay.
And trying to bring somebody in, and they live together too. So they started their relationship, and they just moved in with each other, and everything just spiraled off. And then y'all been together for like a year and some months, and y'all want to add somebody to that? Like, I don't know, it just didn't I don't know. It just
As long as they're both, if they're
I just peeped everything.
right. So when it comes to that situation, as long as they're both on the same page, that's the thing. If they're both now, because they'll say verbally, they actually put on the words. Oh, maybe you can bring other guys.
They say it was, but then then they made a group text message like don't text only text in the group message. I was texting the group message, and every time she would text me by herself, then every time he would text me by himself. So it would be so confusing because I'm like, is it I just got a chills. Is it like a together thing, or it's like I was so confused, you know what I'm saying? So I have no clue.
Yeah.
But it was just like I was feeling him, but I wasn't really into her. But I was going to try to get to know them in general as friends.
Okay.
But then it was just like with him, it's like I wasn't feeling him like that no more. It was his energy. I liked the energy.
Okay.
The energy. But it was just like Cancer, trying to control me. You're not in signs, but he was trying to control me.
Oh, then that's when people try to control people.
Always trying to control.
Right.
I don't know why.
Well, because they're too narcissistic. That's the reason why. There's too much pride and ego, and that's mostly Spanish 101.
It's like energy, then they want to tone it down.
Right. Oh yeah.
And I be chill. I don't know why. I could be chilling. I could have a bonnet scarf on my head, going to the store, and it just be like energy.
Right. Well, that's the thing. Like the intent. You don't.
I was too friendly at Burger King.
Well, there it
I'm trying
is.
to get the dude to scam out.
Nah.
And he like it don't work.
Nah.
And he like, oh, you all talking to him in front of him. Like you all talking to him being friendly and shit. I'm just like, are you serious right now?
Oh yeah, they're like I is. That's how I call respect with my tattoos. They're like I is street folk. Nope. Too narcissistic. You don't get involved with them because they're too much pride and ego. Because remember this. You can't do that. You have to be submissive, but he can do that, right? And that's why it's called in Spanish 101 machismo, English, narcissism, double standards. That's why you don't try to change people. Anyone that tries to change people, that's a major red flag. Especially when you're being friendly, platonic, not passive about it. I'm an extroverted. I'm a socialist. Queen, if that bothers you, my energy's too strong for you. It's not gonna work out. No hard feelings. We can stay platonic.
Things with me, I'm either or. I'm social or I'm not social. And it just depends on how my energy is going.
Correct. Understandable.
Because, I'm a female. So we have that time of the month, and that's just like, leave me alone.
Okay, red zone, I comprehend the red zone part, right? But like in general wise, that's how people like, some are extroverted, some are extroverted, some in between. But it's energy. Like my situation, a lot of females are introverted initially. And they see my tattoo in Seattle. Once again, I'm door dashing, I'm doing the farmer with my pops. My tattoo,
No, when you just said red zone, though, not to cut you off, but when you said red zone, I'm laughing because I was talking about period. And
No,
red zone.
well, see,
that's the only time I just be like,
right. Well, that's what I call females, y'all's a period of time. I call it the red zone.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly like, it's my fault either.
Right.
It'd be like a natural, like, just,
understandable. And see, that's a good subject. For example, like more on the male side, what I tell the female, the queen of my one is like the potential to be right. Especially you just tell them they want to chill out. So when my red zone happens, this is the way I act. This is how I guess my energy becomes. So you forewarn them. So when they let's say you're acting like that, my situation, my last potentials, I'll be red zone. They'll be red zone, cool. But I thought about day one, like, so how do you get? Because every female is different, your anatomy is a different type of situation, and we talk about it. So I know that okay, cool, red zone and time frame that situation, and that's why if she's emotional, whatever, cool, I get it. That's the queen's body, that's your homo type of situation talking to you.
Yeah, that's it. Why did I get that? Why did I have that?
Right.
I'd be so mad.
Understandable. No,
I'm
it's
nice though. I just like when I first got to come on, it be like a whole emotion. That shit be throwing me off. I gotta just set a reminder and tell myself like, oh yeah, this is why you're just tripping for no reason right now. I'm like, oh yeah, like,
right. Hey,
that's crazy.
Well, the intent to talk to yourself as a being, like, because your body talks to you. When I say, you gotta take care of your body, so body takes care of you. So as you're going through it, talk to why is my body hurting, why is my mind hurting, who's taking my energy. And that's why I preach about environments every which way, because you get a better outcome in life if you control your energy best possible in your environment. That's my situation. I'm trying to the longest possible.
What's funny though?
Mm-hmm.
With the female cycle,
Go for it.
You don't eat meat, you don't bleed, like you're not heavy. Not
really?
Like all fucked up.
Right.
But like when you don't eat all of the bullshit, you barely get a period. Because when I was 100% vegan, I didn't get no cramps. I barely came on. It was barely anything. Like, and then since I've been back pescatarian, it's like a little bit more. But I just noticed the change. But it's like I love seafood so much. I've been trying to go back to eating 100% veggies. That's been fucking up seafood for 2 years, man.
Yeah. Hey.
That's because when I went vegan, I was like, damn, I want some lobster. I just kept craving lobster before I went vegan. And for the 3.5, 4, I think I was vegan for 4 years. For the 4 years I was vegan, I ain't eat no fucking seafood. Matter of fact, 3.5 years.
Okay. That's cool. No, yeah.
And then once I smelled some lobster or something, it got in my nose and it was tingling. One day I walked past the restaurant and I said, oh my gosh. It was a wrap.
Right, well, that's the part of, like, you know how it tastes. You've had it before, so that's like a little off subject wise, but like, Buddha, he teaches like, words, and there's no feelings behind words, right? So like as beings like me, like my situation now that I'm studying Buddha wise, right, Buddhism, like when people speak their tongues, like maybe they, it's energy for sure. They're looking at you. They might be looking at you, talking about you, or just talking about you in general in a positive, negative manner. But like he says, these words have no feelings, So like you hear noise, but you don't comprehend that language you're hearing. So just keep it and treat it as a noise, and you'll be okay on the overall. And that's what I do. Like in Seattle, many cultures, especially the male, having a bunch of tattoos. I'm the devil in the right.